Her bike without her training wheels.
Big.
How was it?
Big right there.
Oh, I gotta take him off the bike here. She at her grandma's house yesterday.
Yeah. Gotta take off the bike. My son, he said, he was just saying random words and stuff like that.
Making progress.
Yeah, he said baby out of nowhere.
There you go.
I was like, what the heck?
No, my son cussing now.
Yo.
So my son, he's still nonverbal. So
Where you picking that up from?
He about to come. Just what?
Yeah, when he say certain stuff, because I was picking him up, I was playing with him. I was like, "You still my baby?" He was like, "Baby." I was like, "What the heck?"
Yeah, that's fire.
Yeah, stuff like that, man. We live. Community, we is back. Special guest.
We in the building.
Special guest.
Young Symba in the building. This worked out perfectly.
Come on.
And Punch, because Punch hit me, he was like, "Hey, bro, I want to have some real hip hop talk."
Are we here?
That man Punch, the legend.
And then I hit up Symba just on some regular, and he was like, "When can I come back to the show?" I was like, "Well, shit, come tomorrow."
Mm-hmm.
Active.
You know what I'm saying?
Come on, man.
We got my dog AD too, man. He was sending me a birthday shout out, and
Yeah.
you know I'm a big fan of the show, big fan of the community,
When your birthday?
big fan. It was this Friday.
Happy birthday, man.
Thank you, my brother.
That's why we get along. We Aries, man.
Yeah, thank you. So,
Aries, okay.
Yeah, now I remember me and AD used to live across the street from each other.
Which is random as hell.
His birthday was the week after mine, so I remember I have like parties and think I was doing something like 10 people at the crib, and then the following week AD have a party, and you know you can't find parking.
Yeah, coke parties.
Some of them people was doing coke. Nah.
I just knew you couldn't find no parking.
Ah, yeah. The old crib by the park over
Old
there.
street was
Yeah,
packed
yeah.
up.
The big
By the park.
me, Spike, and all of us, we had the crib and stuff.
Yeah, it was definitely.
Yeah,
That was like a little frat house.
it was.
Definitely.
Yeah.
That was my first time like moving out the hood. That's crazy.
Really?
That was your first time moving out the hood.
Well, see, the thing was, no, it wasn't, because I never really technically lived in the hood.
Yeah, nigga, get it straight. Don't call this house
So,
ghetto.
Like my parents come from the hood, but my mom moved to a small suburban community in the Bay called Antioch when I was around 10 years old. Now Antioch got turned out over time. That shit kind of like a baby Oakland, Pittsburgh now.
Pittsburgh.
But in the beginning, when we first moved out there, like my mom was like one of the first black real estate agents out there.
Oh, that's fire.
That's
Yeah.
dope.
Hey, that's what's the name from the rapper from Antioch? What's his name? Mike Sherm. Antioch,
Mike Sherm came up under us, me and Young Kurt.
Oh.
Mike Sherm used to come to all our shows with us, and his whole motto comes from Kurt. Young Kurt, yeah.
RP.
Yeah. Shout out to Mike Sherm.
Shout out Mike Sherm.
That's clean.
Until Mike Sherm, come on, man. He ain't sat down with no. He don't do no interviews, huh? I don't see nothing on him.
He's mysterious as hell.
He is mysterious.
Usually he just perform and he just go home.
But he sell out everything.
The thing with Mike is like a lot of people kind of fucked with Mike on his come up. You know what I mean? Kind of
like,
you know,
in a bad way.
Streets trying to rob him, you
Oh.
know what I'm saying? Like a lot of niggas
So
tried
now
to
he got
get
the
over on
success.
him.
He
So
like,
now
I
he
ain't
like,
gotta fuck with nobody.
fuck all that shit. I ain't
He
involved
focused.
in
He
it.
locked
Yeah.
in. I ain't
Just
finna
be to the neck.
I ain't finna be out here doing too much.
Which
Yeah.
is smart.
I ain't mad at that. But we ain't gonna rob you over here, man. Come sit with the community, man.
No.
Yeah.
Let's talk about it, my Antioch brother.
Shout out to Mike Sherman. And we got Punch in here.
Yo,
man.
yo. Hello.
Legend.
Hello. It's so active.
This
I got
is
so
50
much
Legend.
opinions. This is 50 Legend.
This is 50 Legend.
Original rap podcaster. You
Come
know,
on.
Yes.
I'm one of the originals, man.
It's crazy too, because when people had you on, they like, you got that nigga on? But
Yeah.
I'm like, this been my homie, like
Yeah.
before he was we're gonna talk about all that shit though.
I'm with it. I'm following your lead.
Being a 6ix9ine DJ.
Hello.
You know what I'm saying?
6ix9ine DJ.
Yes.
See, I never knew that
This
part.
is 50. Yes.
I never knew you were 6ix9ine DJ.
Yeah.
Oh.
All the antics and
I did
everything
the
was
entire
going
shit.
on.
You was around for all that?
I was around years before that. That's not even my first run.
No, I'm saying with 6ix9ine.
Yes.
Yeah, I was around there and before that.
What you mean before? There was a before the red hair, the pink and red.
No, not with him. I'm talking about like that's not my first win.
Oh no, I know you. I know you
Oh,
were
no,
been
no, no,
around.
You got
Yeah,
this
yeah.
is 50. You got a lot of
Yeah,
shit.
we got a
Oh
lot
no,
of
I definitely know all
You're a
that.
real hip hop.
100%.
I was talking about the 6ix9ine though. I was like, damn.
I was with that.
From start to finish.
I was there until the day he went to jail.
Damn.
The day he went to jail. I mean, we gonna start hot. Shout out, hold on. Shout out this. It's Shotty birthday. Free the Treyways. Free all of the guys in there. Free the whole gang. Free everybody in there. You know that. It's Shotty birthday today.
How much time he get?
Shotty got 15.
Oh, shit.
Shotty got 15.
It's probably been about what?
Make sure y'all record this. Shout out Shotty. Happy
Shout out
birthday.
Shotty,
No,
man.
it's live right now.
This is fire. No, I know that. I'm talking about the fans to run it up.
Oh, yeah.
Niggas inside,
You
you
said
know
the
they
fans or
sneaking
the
in.
fans?
They sneaking in.
Because I don't know, this podcast shit getting tricky now.
They sneaking in the phones inside. They gonna see it.
Okay.
You know that.
Let's talk about that though, because that was one of the most. That was one time in hip hop that I didn't like.
Okay, talk about it.
None of us did.
It wasn't even just him.
Yeah.
It was the emergence of like the SoundCloud. It was like this wave from like 2015 to like 2019 where I felt like it was this emo drug kind of SoundCloud, rebellious kind of sound, right? And to me, it kind of, I don't want to say hip hop lost its identity a little bit, but it gave us a new way of looking at artists, right? Or a new type of artist to look at.
It gave us a chance to see new people.
Yes,
I don't think it lost its identity.
Yeah, that's why I said that's the wrong choice of words. But with something like that, dealing with somebody that was so controversial, what was not only some of the hurdles you would face within the business, but in the streets as well?
Well, I mean, if we start on the business wasn't really bothered at all. The reality is business, sadly enough, is not really about anything else but the numbers. And we had the largest numbers in the world at that exact point. We understood how to tug and push the internet. You know what I mean? And, you know, being in a lot of the driver's seat at that point, being able to kind of be like, all right, cool. Because you got to understand, right? This is the real. I had a lot of power. So I was able to manipulate a lot of things at one time. So if we walk through, Punch's page was super active in New York, ground level. Super powerful, right? Then I was building the revolt of the DJ community in New York to go at everybody and be like, we're unifying everybody with me. So my DJ peers, shout out to everybody in the town, was going DJs. Crazy. Shout out to the DJs are so essential. Sure. And I love the OG DJs, but we don't give enough credit for like the peers that are coming up. So I had this wave of monsters that control the clubs. And that was the culture. So that's how we were able to break shit. So now we got the DJ culture. When it came down to the internet was forming itself. I was a creative director of This Is 50. So I run the This Is 50 Instagram. I run a This Is 50 Facebook. Shout out to Heineken. You already know that. Jay Bettis, the whole staff up there. You know that, right? So now I'm running this so I can manipulate it. If I know the kid is about to go do some dickhead shit, we know it. Here, I can catch it, catch the BTS, run it on This Is 50, run it through 50's Facebook. We ran it too. He didn't care. Facebook wasn't booming for his attention to really care. He only cared about his IG. Right. While that's going on, we got This Is 50 there. I running 6 platinums directly to 6 platforms directly. You get what I'm saying? 5, 6 of these shits. So I can literally make something go viral. We had too much leverage. When we inserted a clip, we're literally injecting it with 3-4 million eyes coming, and that's before the algorithm really started bullying. Even Meta had to still learn the algorithm on how they wanted to tug and pull. It was way more easier to manipulate it at that point. So again, we're talking about 2017. You get what I mean? So with that amount of power, no one man should have all this power. You get what I'm saying? With all of that power, this is just being real. And then on muscle, we got 30, 40 of the beastiest on frontline, and then they got 1,000 niggas behind them on you know what I mean, behind it. That level of aggression couldn't be stopped. So now when it come down to the street shit, a lot of people were talking on the internet. They weren't really, really happy with it. But in real life, those guys that are locked up now is on action time.
So would you say the same thing that helped him is what hurt them?
Helped him, hurt him.
Hurt him or hurt them?
The same thing that helped him.
Helped him hurt the people
them.
behind him.
Yeah.
Him, I just, listen, man, the reality with him is simple. Simple. A kid that never had any bit of attention, money, love, props, respect, or anything was given it into doses of overpouring. And he got fried, bro. Like, I tell everybody like this, I'll never fuck with an artist ever again. Not just because of him, just overall.
Damn, nigga, I thought we was gonna get some money together.
Fucking with pussy. Like, if you're not used to women, you can't handle the fame. Because the women, everybody thinks it's the money. Let's repeat.
Women.
The money is not the biggest pull in the game.
I like that.
That's a fallacy. That is a lie.
Right.
Money is not the most important to 99% of our culture, sadly enough. What is most important is the access to women.
Talk to him.
That's what makes niggas jump out of the window.
Yes.
That's what gets niggas boomed. That's what gets niggas robbed. That's
true.
what gets niggas worth. Because niggas will put on all their jewels, chains, watch, ring, everything. Like, nigga, I'm going to go get this baddie.
Yeah.
And the niggas is like, nigga, circle this nigga, please. Swerve in front of the car and back out. Like, that's it. Party done. Now you're changed. It's just, and they did all of that to pursuit of pussy. It's not money.
I agree. I was
A
just
very
having
small amount of niggas is chasing
And
money.
this is why,
Cook,
sadly,
my boy.
you
Cook.
notice the same women, the same
Oh,
group
yeah,
of
talk
women
about it,
get recycled because niggas be feeling like, oh, I want to be in that club, and if I deal with this woman right here,
Talk about it.
it's gonna make them seem like I'm up to that nigga level, which ain't fucking true at all.
Ain't true at all, but it's also it's two sides to that. One thing I've learned, a lot of men deal with them women because them women know how to move with them type of men, right?
Mm-hmm.
So a girl who's dated 4 basketball players, she know his
That's a
schedule.
crazy resume.
No, for real. Like, think about it. Like, a girl that's dated 4 basketball.
with you.
Let's
She
not
know the
say 4
lifestyle. She know the
basketball
lifestyle.
Let's
players.
say multiple athletes.
Multiple athletes.
No, you can say
Right.
you said it.
Okay,
you can say
4 basketball
because you
players.
gotta think
Fuck it.
about
They
it.
got the NBA.
If a bitch gonna get with one basketball player,
She gonna get
she
with
gonna
another.
develop that taste for something similar to that.
Right?
Yeah.
So
You know what I'm
let's say she's dated 4 basketball players.
He don't like the sound of that.
3 Clippers and 1 Laker. They ready to go.
3 Clippers, 1 Laker, somebody in the D League or something like that, right?
Facts.
She understands the schedule.
Yeah, talk about
She
it.
understands they got shoot around in the morning.
Oh, my God.
She understands they gonna come home and take a nap. She
Talk about
understands
it.
to have a meal ready by 1 o'clock because he got to get back to the arena for 3.
The meal ready.
She understands it. So somebody might look at it like, damn, you the 3rd hooper she dated, but for that hooper, first off, dude, he probably had her picture on his wall
God.
6-7 years ago.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? This was probably a girl he never imagined. Now I'm 100 million up, max money,
And I'm tricking
5
like Zion.
years. You feel me?
Tricking like Zion.
She right here.
$65,000
You know
a
what I'm
fuck.
saying? Why not? I'm going for it. And then she know how to move accordingly to his lifestyle, so it ends up working.
See, but it's usually bro. I know this, bro, because it's a power thing now. You know what I'm saying?
What do you mean by that? It's a power thing.
It's really like a power thing. Like a lot of women that go for that. And okay, prime example. There's a lot of women, right, that haven't dealt with that, and they got like a lot of self-respect for themselves. Not to say the other women don't have self-respect, but they playing the game as well too. So they gonna take all the bullshit. They gonna overlook everything while they plotting what they got coming up as well too. So you got one person think they working on them, but they actually working on you. You feel me? They gonna get you exactly where they need you. They gonna know how to fuck you right.
Yeah.
They gonna know how to do everything across the board that you think like, hey, this is an irreplaceable woman. The whole time they looking for their exit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whether it's a baby,
Yeah.
whether it's a marriage, you know what I'm saying? Get some chili,
But
when
I
it come
mean-
down that way. But it's everybody playing the game.
They probably gonna tear me up for this.
Go ahead.
Female get pregnant by an athlete, get 50 grand a month child support. What fucking job gonna pay you that? What job gonna pay you 50 grand a month?
Ain't nothing.
Securing the bag.
Scaring the bag.
You better off.
So what's the statement?
I'm not saying
don't-
bring children.
Yeah,
in
what's
the
Don't
world.
throw it in the air, Symba.
No, I'm not
Finish
saying-
land the statement.
I'm not saying bring
What's the
children.
statement?
I'm not saying bring children in the world based off finances or somebody else's finances. What I'm saying is, if you're already living this way and you're living this life, and you've committed to being this type of woman, you might as well get knocked up and get the child support, because it's like, what other job you gonna?
So are you saying that there's women purposely hunting sports?
Yeah.
1,000%, 1,000%, and they're successful at it.
Yep.
They're successful at it. There's women right now breeding their young daughters
To go after
these type of men.
and secure the bag. Would you say that's like what a Kris Jenner taught her kids?
I knew he was going there.
I wouldn't say that.
Because, I mean, look at the play.
I wouldn't say that because
Look what Kanye's saying. He's saying that right now.
Kanye's saying a lot right now.
Yes, he's saying a lot, but
Let me
he's
shut up
also
before he starts saying shit
he's
about me.
also saying, yeah, because you played the song with him last time.
I got mad about that.
Kanye coming for you, nigga.
Simple, it's over. Hey, no, but he feels like they're trying to do that with his children now.
Really?
That's what he's saying.
That they're what? Trying to groom them to go as sports players?
No. Basically, get them ready for that. He's saying that. He's saying y'all exploiting my children.
What's that?
I don't have any. I mean, if I'm putting it into words,
Yeah.
that
I
he's
think-
getting them. He's getting them. He's thinking that they're getting them to a certain level,
Yeah.
get them
I
appealing
get what you're
enough
saying.
Wow.
that the family can profit off.
He's basically saying they're preparing the kids to become them.
Yes, basically.
I mean, if your dad's an artist, he's teaching you how to be an artist, right? Like that's what he's doing. He's making her rap Northwest. And if the mom is what would y'all say she is?
I would
Right
say,
now, businesswoman,
I would say a mogul.
she going crazy.
Okay,
right now.
so if she's growing her kid to be that, and y'all calling what that is a business mode, y'all just praised it. What's wrong with it?
I think when AD
No,
was
he
saying
praised
that,
that shit.
I think when AD was saying that, what he more so was referring to is the woman that dates a certain type of man within entertainment, right? Or a woman that uses celebrity relationships or whatever to profit off other areas.
But the only catch is here, when they came in the game, they wasn't who they are today.
no,
Northwest is coming in the game a boss.
Yeah.
She's already Kanye and Kim's,
they already got a network for her. They got a
so
network.
she don't got to
for,
chase nothing.
for
Yeah.
Blue. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
She
And
don't
they,
got to chase shit.
they don't got to
Yeah.
chase anything.
But she has to keep the legacy going.
Actually, no.
This is probably
I'm
where the
not
legacy
saying she
shifts.
don't-
Kanye
in their-
is your
in their
dad.
mind.
Kim Kardashian is your mom.
In their mind.
Your grandma and your aunties are billionaires. Some of the richest people in the you set all the way across the board.
Yeah, it's like the term "I had to crawl so you could walk." So Kim had to go through those stages so to get where she is today, so that now her child can come and won't have to go through that,
Yes.
and it's gonna be a whole different storyline.
And Kim, right now in the public eye, she transformed. Because what you see of her now is it's just Skims keep getting new business.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? She look like a real boss.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When it come down to that shit. So it's like,
I mean, half
She
the
trans-
world want to look like her.
man, she transformed what that is, and she making, and it looked like she a good mom on the surface.
They definitely control the narratives at some of these media outlets for sure. Because you don't see no more slander on Kim being like a whore or Ray J tapes and all this. Like you don't see that at all. It's like Beyonce and Jay-Z. You don't see no slander on them. So you know they got their hands
what's
in
crazy?
somewhere in somebody's pockets.
I've never heard slander about Beyonce.
You don't see nothing.
Yeah.
Have you ever heard somebody saying anything bad about Beyonce?
It won't get out.
No, it's not possible.
Nah.
That's crazy though.
Kanye is the only one.
It's an
Kanye.
Kanye didn't even say nothing. What can he said?
no,
he
Kanye
said
just
what?
said some shit this weekend.
He said what he say? He said, "Oh, if I only had 9 minutes or something."
He just said some shit that's exactly.
But that's still speculation. That's a nigga saying, "Hey, I think I had action at that."
I just don't understand what's his angle with all of this.
Who, Kanye?
Yeah.
Here's
I
a
think
one.
Kanye's angle is really clear. It's like, I'm just going to show y'all whatever I want you to look at. And if I want you to stare at me, I'm just going to just stir the pot.
And I'm gonna say the fuck I want.
I don't think that there's not everybody has a long-lasting longevity position. Kanye, at right now, even if he's not who he used to be, he's still a 9-figure man.
For sure.
You get what I'm like? At that point, like he just wants attention. Kanye is doing a lot of things. It's like, yo, I'm just going to show you how powerful I am.
But what's the point of like attacking people and they children and like
I don't fuck with that at
that
all.
ain't got nothing to do with
Nothing.
I mean,
No.
I don't.
Bro, he's sticking to that freedom of
I think he
speech,
goes
bro.
too far. I think he goes too far when he goes at the kids, 100%. But I think Ye realistically just is on his I can do it. What can y'all stop? Like a lot of us aren't rich enough to know what it's like where rules don't matter no more.
Yes.
And they whipped out the belt as much as they could on him. You get what I'm saying? And take him away from the brand and do that like we could take it away. And he's just swinging back like y'all can only restrain me but so much. I think some people get off from it. Like how some people just get addicted to drugs and alcohol and all of that. Some people's addicted to power.
Yes, and I think he's addicted. But see, my thing is this, right? My only gripe with that is go at the people that you think, you know what I'm saying, that is putting them shackles on you. Everybody don't agree with you. You like, just like Game. Game, he shut up through this whole shit.
Yeah.
He ain't said shit, right? Niggas is like, oh, he going crazy. You see him giving the Maybachs. He's saying he gonna executive produce this. I love Game. Soon as one thing happened, he like, nigga, fuck that nigga. Like, it's like, nah, it's like basically it's like it's a my way or the highway type of mentality.
Yeah.
And that's
I
not
mean,
real nigga shit.
I mean, come on, man. You can just look at all the facts leading up to what's going on. Like, all the people that helped him, he's turned on.
Yes.
He's disrespected Virgil. He disrespected
Jay-Z.
everybody. Jay-Z.
Yes.
Like, you think he's going to, like, treat you any different? And he just met you 5 years ago.
And he went at Jones the same way, too. He called Jones a bunch of shit right after Jones went into the deal.
Going after everybody.
But that's what I'm saying. So it's like, when it gets to that point, it's just a real internal struggle with yourself.
I think my problem with it is like he don't do it to nobody's face. It seems like
I think he would do it to somebody's face.
I don't think so.
I've been
You don't
around
think so?
him.
I'm
I've
with
been
you. I don't
around him
think so.
too much.
If he would do
I've
it,
been around it. He don't do that shit in people's face.
You would've seen it by
He
now.
wait till they leave, or he wait till something happen and he act like it's cool, and then all of a sudden it tear you up on Twitter for liking somebody post.
Shout out to
or
Cass in the chat.
whatever it may be.
Yeah, you would have seen it by now. If he would do it in people's faces, as much as he's
Yeah.
going off on how many people he's going off on, you would have seen it by now.
Well, that's just pussy.
Him
That's,
pressing
that's
lines.
my thing.
Who-
Say
who
your
could he
issue
get
to that
around?
person.
Everybody that he's tweeting about.
Maybe, I mean, he could probably get. He could get around Game and Jim.
This is
he can't
Kanye.
get around Hove.
Nigga,
This
he
is
can get around
Kanye,
anybody
bro.
he want to.
It's Kanye.
It's
bro.
Kanye,
You think
bro.
Kanye can get around Hove right now? Hove,
Not right
A
now.
9-figure
Not
nigga.
right now.
Hove is moving like Trump, man.
Not
Not
right now.
after these tweets.
Not right now.
No,
after
not
these
these tweets.
There
but
was a point in
he
time
could be
where
in the
he could,
realm.
for sure.
He could definitely go see Game if he really.
He could be in the realm.
That's easy, right? He could definitely pull up on these niggas he tweeting and, press them.
See some niggas. That's a fact.
Every time we see him get physical or press somebody, it's like a TMZ reporter.
I
Yeah.
get that.
We haven't saw him
That's a
press a
fact.
rapper yet.
Yeah.
Simmons right. He
We haven't
right.
saw him
That's-
slap
that's
a
the
That's the part
rapper.
I don't like.
Imagine fighting a nigga in a Ku Klux Klan uniform.
That's like me and AD.
Wow.
That's like me sitting in here right now with AD, and then we have a good stream, and as soon as I leave, I go get on
Pop
Twitter
it.
like, fuck AD.
Yeah, pop
He
it.
set
he
me
was
up.
up.
Ooh, it's like, bro, I was just with the man. You know what I'm saying? I could have said
I'm with
how I
that.
felt. That's the part I don't like about it.
Yeah.
Shit.
I mean, that's the way of the world now, man. Everybody's going on the internet and slandering motherfuckers they ain't never got to see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But Kanye case, you're going to, like, Kanye's going to pop out at some shit. He's probably not going to be as accessible as before, but he's still going to pop out. Like, he's pushing music, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got an album coming.
That's what I'm saying. So
He
he's still got
dropped
to
the
He
album.
dropped out. He dropped Bully.
He put a link out on Twitter.
Yeah, he's put a link out, and it was a video of his son like fighting wrestlers.
Fighting wrestlers
Yeah.
with the music.
Like
just
45
playing.
minutes with the music. Music incredible, but the antics, man, is overpowering all the music right now.
Wow.
Incredible.
Yo, I feel off when that happened.
Shit, about
Incredible.
3 weeks ago.
What do you mean by incredible?
Nigga, it's Kanye. He knows how to make great music, bro.
It's
The
incredible.
music sounds
The
good
music
too.
is great.
The music sounds
Are
good.
you playing
It's
it?
just,
Can we go viral for a second?
I
Go viral.
Let's go viral. Let's go viral. Is Kanye the greatest artist in rap?
He's one of them.
Greatest artist.
Yes, one of them.
So then
Over Prince.
in rap.
Oh, in
No,
rap.
you
Oh,
said
okay.
rap.
Okay.
Sorry, he said Prince.
I'm like, over
If you
Prince is
talking about
crazy.
music,
Crazy.
nobody's Michael Jackson.
Nobody's Prince.
Okay, cool. We're not going there.
It's
All
not
right,
Michael
all right.
They
Jackson.
try to turn it down the other
Kanye,
corner.
the greatest
Top 5
artist in
artists,
rap.
rap.
Yes.
AD, pun, let's hear it.
Artists.
So let's hear it.
Yes.
Okay, top 5. Who's that 5 though? Let's go viral. Let's go up.
Who's at 5?
Yeah. Artists.
Artists.
See,
Artists.
that's where it gets tricky because you said artist.
No,
Yeah, no.
you can start with one.
Okay. 1. Artists. Who?
Of all time.
Yes, sir. Let's hear it. It's gonna go viral. Let's go.
Top 5 artists.
Pun, you got it.
Artists. When we saying
Let's go.
artists, we're
Number
saying
one.
artists
I'm
overall.
with you, of course. Artists.
Artistry.
Yeah,
Rap.
that's what make
Rap.
it tricky.
I'm gonna put Pharrell in there. If we talking about artistry,
I'm with you.
Artistry.
because he can rap, he can
For
produce,
real.
he can write,
For
he
sure.
can.
Pharrell as number 1.
No order, no order.
Okay.
I'm just throwing out. Y'all can fill in.
Okay.
It's
I'm
gonna
with
be
that
one-
5 fun.
No.
I'm with AD. We go ahead.
No. See,
Kanye may be number 1. then.
Kanye's in there.
You see, AD. You see, at the end of it, when you really push the wall, because Pharrell cannot, even though Kanye has
in there.
help writing,
He's in 5.
even though, yeah, I'm with you, even though Kanye has help writing, Pharrell does not rap as good as Kanye.
No.
Damn. I think
But he's in
number
there.
1
He's
is
in the 5.
Kanye.
We got to hit 4 more, pun. You got to give
3
me
more.
4 more.
3 more.
Hey, and it's going to sound biased right now.
I'm with you.
And I think when it's all said and done,
I'm with you.
what Dot is doing with PG Lang, creativity-wise, with the visuals and stuff, I think when it's all said and done, he's going to be in that creativity space too.
But you gotta
When
give
it's
credit to
coming
I
Dave
think-
Free.
I think he's
out.
already
That's what I'm talking
in
about. That's
there.
the whole
You gotta
package.
give credit to Dave Free.
Yeah,
I think,
100%.
I think Dot already in that top 5.
But that's what I'm saying. But
Artists.
you can see where the trajectory is going with his visuals and the doing the stage production and all that. It's only gonna get better from here.
Yeah.
With the popularity and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
that Luther video, it was dope as fuck.
Yeah.
Just as a visual piece. But when you got people just breaking down the symbolism of the circles and everything, I'm like, okay, That's what makes people love fucking hip hop. You know what I mean? It means something. The subtle trolling, all the shit, the craft when it comes down, the storytelling. Yeah, for sure.
You fuck with Pharrell Hook.
I think
Pharrell's the nigga, bro.
Right.
Pharrell? Listen, if you watch the Lego Pharrell movie, there's no doubt about, nigga, you can't say nothing about that man, bro.
Yeah.
I
When
think
Pharrell got with Jay-Z, check him next level.
Somebody, too, we got to consider is like Missy Elliott.
Oh,
Shout out Missy.
That's crazy.
I just saw her Coachella set.
Like, I'm not saying top 5, but I'm saying like that's...
In creativity?
When you think in creativity,
she top 10.
of his song, visuals, concepts, I think she deserves,
Missy's high. Is Missy a better artist than Nicki? Just think about Nicki's variability and the options that she can do. Nicki can give you starships. You get what I'm saying? And she can go on boom bap.
Missy can sing a rap. Nicki can sing a rap.
I'm with you. That's why it's a good.
But Nicki can really like jump fully into the whole pop lane that she wanted to.
Yeah, I think Missy can too.
But Missy never did that.
Missy can pop in the pop lane.
She could.
Missy made rap records.
But she made
pop.
rap records pop.
Nicki is dancing with Katy Perry.
Nicki can sing the shit and go up.
I think I would take Nicki over Missy if you ask me.
I'm with you.
I think we all will.
Yeah,
we all will.
I would say Nicki, but I would say that was a very good question. I do think.
But creativity,
Kanye
when nobody
West.
fucking.
I will say, I'm gonna go back to my theory
I'm
before.
with that thought. You're talking about visual,
bro.
Yeah.
You're talking about visuals.
Visual wise, bro. Missy, Busta, it's certain
I was
them
going
old
Busta
videos, the way that they was making they shit, like that shit was.
They for sure was inspired. Nicki was for sure inspired by the shit they was doing for sure.
Yeah.
Who was you say?
Nicki, she was inspired by that
I
shit.
think we're all
That's the whole
inspired
hype.
by the generation
The
before.
Hype Williams era. The Hype
Facts.
Williams era for sure. Like
$1 million videos.
Hype was coming with the
Sure.
fire videos. You know what I mean?
And that's when them videos was 100,000,
Hell no.
300,000.
What? A million?
No, I'm talking about on a small end, the regular music videos.
Bro.
What was the Michael Jackson Scream video? It was like 6 million.
They go
Kanye's
Cash Money was robbing.
Touch the Sky. That
Cash
video
Money.
was like 3 million and
$3
shit.
million.
On everything. They was for sure.
Cash Million was
Slim and Birdman.
Cash Million was invoicing $1 million. The videos like 400,000. They invoicing for $1 million.
Man, I
Shout out
think
Cash
you
Money.
gotta go Kanye, Drake,
Drake as far as what? Artist?
artists. I
Okay.
think you gotta go Kanye, Drake, Outkast.
I ain't mad at Outkast.
Outkast is
Hold on, man. All right, can I debate you with
Outkast
Drake?
is strong.
Can I debate you with Drake?
Shout out to Cass. He said Andre 3000, Q-Tip, for real.
Kendrick.
Kanye.
Q-Tip in the top 5
We gonna
artists
debate
is-
about
is-
Drake,
That
but-
might be a strong reach.
Kendrick,
He's great though.
Dollar's in there.
Kanye, Drake, Kendrick, Outkast.
And there's one more.
Nigga left out for real.
Nah,
For
it's
real.
a list.
Fist bump,
For real.
fist.
It's his list.
For real.
What about Kanye?
I said one. Kanye was one. Kanye, Drake, Outkast, Kendrick, for real
That's not bad.
would be my 5.
Artist, all time.
Andre 3000 artistically is unbelievable what he's able to do cadence wise, even production,
Yeah.
the choice of it, what they were doing fashion wise. Because AD, what A said earlier with the visuals, we have to account on what they're doing, because that's the whole thing of artistry. You get what I mean? What they doing, Kanye, man. I personally, and I had, I get the hot takes on it. Like, listen, we going Kanye. I think is the best artist in rap, in like the history.
I
of
got
rap.
mine.
I could agree with that.
I think he 100%. I think we really got to get, like, it's hard not to put Nicki in a 5.
Yeah.
It's really hard not to put Nicki in a 5 because, and it's not just let's put a girl in there. Nah. But the amount of control and impact that she did, like, and then what A was saying, like, the fact that she can do Starships and Super Bass and the Barbie records and just do that and be chilling on pop, and then can go, oh, we want to do boom bap, let's go, and then, oh shit, Hov and Ross is here. I've been waiting for this moment.
Bees
She
in the
goes,
trap.
And go
Bees
and
in the
rap
trap, and
stupid.
it goes with 2 Chainz right after it.
My beautiful dark
She
Twisted
cold.
Fantasy.
Oh my god,
She
I
goes.
gotta ask him a match shit, like, cause
Yeah.
there's rap niggas. 2 Chainz is really great. That's another thing. The Atlanta
really
niggas.
Very underrated.
Shit,
Atlanta
lyricist.
the shit
niggas-
with him and Larry June right now. He's
Very
showing.
underrated lyricist.
Yes, he's
Oh my
showing
God,
his rap
yeah.
skills.
So-
But y'all missing one person though.
Let me hear it.
Creativity. Tyler Creator, bro.
See, I was gonna say that. The thing is, he said
Wow.
top 5,
Tyler didn't, bro.
and I think
You
he's
putting top 5, Tyler?
Tyler might be top 5, bro.
Is Tyler a better artist than Kendrick Lamar?
Artist?
A better artist?
No.
Because Tyler produces too.
Yeah, I
But
think Kendrick
Visionary,
produces too.
I think other than
Yeah.
other than
Kendrick
Pharrell,
produces.
Kendrick produces
Yeah.
too.
Oh shit, okay.
Other
Yeah.
than Pharrell, no one thinks like Tyler Creator does. Like it's Pharrell, then it's him.
But
That's able to, bro. When he drops his albums like this chroma copy, it like he does whole different pieces. He switches it up, a whole different swag, and it works every single time. He could put the fucking mask on. He can do rap shit. He can design.
Bro,
he can do
Pharrell's
all
right
that
there.
shit.
And Tyler,
It's Pharrell and it's Tyler.
he's not wrong because Tyler. We also have to give Tyler bonus points because he put on 10 niggas.
Facts.
No,
and
has to
all
get
his
bonus
niggas
points.
is
The
gone.
only reason I
Gotta
didn't
give
say
bonus
Tyler
points.
because
And
we
all
were
his
saying
homies is
top
booming right
5,
now.
and I would, if we were saying 10, I would definitely have Tyler in there. But when we said 5, to me,
He gotta get bonus points.
Man,
me-
hold on. Rewind.
gotta get bonus
Rewind.
points.
Who's the 10 niggas he put on that's booming right now?
That's
Nigga,
booming.
Lionel-
10 that's booming?
Nigga, Lionel is booming right now. He just
Frank
won a
Ocean.
fucking Frank Ocean.
Jesus
Nigga,
Christ.
I'm with Frank Ocean.
Nigga, Taco. Nigga,
Earl
Sid,
Sweatshirt.
Nigga, Earl Sweatshirt.
I'm with Earl Sweatshirt.
All his homies.
I'm with Frank Ocean. You said it's 10 that's
Nigga,
booming.
Nigga, Lionel just got a fucking Emmy, bro. For,
Okay, even
for
if you
Bear.
said that number, that's 4. Who's on 6?
Taco.
Taco is booming?
Nigga, he doing all the TV shows now.
Oh, nigga, we ain't talking about TV. We talking about music.
Oh, you talking about that music?
We're talking about music.
Okay, well then, if you take music out of it, then no.
10, I might have jumped out the window and said 10.
But his affiliation got
You
niggas
jumped out the window.
Oscars.
And said 10.
That threw me off because I'm like, he ain't brought 10
I'm
niggas.
I'm with you though.
Yeah.
Facts is facts. Words is words.
Yeah.
One for punt.
Globes.
Yeah.
One for punt.
you know the reason why it's tough for me to have Tyler like there, because I think there is a part to creativity as an artistry that connects to the masses, right? And I would say someone like a Childish Gambino
Yes.
Let's go.
is kind of connected to the masses and a bit more creative, but doesn't necessarily stay active in the music space.
No.
So we will place a Tyler there and kind of overlook somebody like a Childish Gambino, but there's records like 3005 with Childish Gambino. There's records like This Is America, Summer. Like these is records
This Is America
we
was-
all
stopped
as a
everything.
culture. These are the records we all as a culture celebrate. I
Valid-
know a
valid
few.
point.
I know a
But
few
Childish
Tyler
Gambino
records.
now, his shit didn't.
I don't know the one we all as a culture kind of.
Who's Tyler?
Yeah, and I could be off. I
Tyler,
could be a bit
I'm
off.
talking about, I would say, and maybe I'm bugging, is Tyler's biggest record Yonkers?
I know.
It's probably the
Yonkers.
most notable.
I know Yonkers.
It's not his
So-
biggest record.
Oh, it's not. Okay, yeah. I know Yonkers is what it is. I can play Yonkers around the world.
Yeah.
As DJing around the world, I have played Yonkers, and it's people that don't know English.
But if I get in the car with my mom, I could play Summer.
That's because the music is more welcoming. That doesn't mean it's bigger.
That's what I think I was trying to say.
But let me
You said it, yeah.
say-
But
That's what I was
Childish
trying to say.
Gambino,
Hey, that's a
his-
good one.
That's what I
Tyler,
was trying to. It's
first
more
Childish?
welcome.
No,
Yeah.
Childish
That's a good one.
Gambino, his films and TV and stuff surpassed his music. A lot of people know him for music last now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's what it is.
Atlanta, huge. You feel me?
That's
like
what it is.
all the shit that he's done since then. Mind you, this nigga done been in the Muppets movie. He done been in Spider-Man. He done did fucking Star Wars
Yeah.
at this point. You know what I'm saying? He's a Mr. and Mrs. Smith.
Yeah.
He's writing. What's the TV show he wrote? Swarm. He's doing all like the TV catalog and the movies and shit that he's in has surpassed the music. This is America. When it came out, it was a moment where everybody stopped.
That's a good one.
And they paid attention and they had a message and it was
Childish and
fucking
Tyler.
great.
Yeah.
But ever since then, what would you say? And mind you, I like the last one he came out with, even though it didn't get a lot of attention. This foot, that foot, get out the way. Like he drops his pieces and shit like that.
So who's more chat? Let's drop this in the chat.
Tyler
Who's
or
more
Childish?
creative? Tyler. Who's more creative
better
as an
artist?
artist? Who's a better
Does
artist?
Tyler direct his own videos?
I think he does.
Yeah.
But one point, I mean, ask your question so they can get it. And they
Now,
can
Childish Gambino as an entity is one of the niggas I look up to in what I do.
Chat.
You feel me? But Tyler overall, when it comes down to artistry, no, Childish Gambino's not fucking with Tyler.
Who's the better
Ah!
artist? Childish Gambino.
Wait, you said,
or
wait,
Tyler,
who's
the
not fucking
Creator?
with who?
He said Childish not fucking with Tyler.
But Tyler,
But
when it comes down to
say
artistry,
let me say the point why I really feel like Tyler has him
I
by a
don't know,
lot.
man.
Let me tell you why I think
My
Tyler
opinion?
has him by a lot.
Ooh, this
Let me
is a
tell you why
good
Tyler
one.
has him by a lot.
My opinion?
Because he's done what he's done almost 5 or 6x the amount of time. Like we have to. There has
still
to.
doing that at a
there
high
has to be a bubble point that goes, oh, you did this with big record to big record, big record to big record, moment to moment to moment to moment, and then I chill. And then I keep going moment, album, clothing
not
line,
to bring
artist.
up and not to bring up numbers.
They both going
but
crazy.
If Tyler was to drop an album right now, Tyler he's
10X.
He's doing Kendrick numbers. He's doing Drake
yeah,
numbers.
he's going crazy.
He's doing Playboy
300
numbers.
300 plus.
Like,
he would definitely outselling them. I'm
Okay,
just saying if we just saying
he's been
artistry.
The art side,
the
yeah.
artistry. He's been culturally relevant for a long time, and he don't even get the credit.
Yeah.
Like niggas don't even consider him a West Coast nigga, which don't make no fucking sense.
Yeah.
What's Tyler? 09? 2010? When does he come out?
Man,
2010.
he damn near came out like 2008.
Artistry.
2009.
And we start talking numbers, shit get a little discombobulated.
Well,
I
that's
think
what I'm
he's
talking
09.
artistry.
I think he's 09.
Well,
if that's
promo
09,
copy did what?
that's
Almost 300,000.
But if that's 09,
First
that's
week?
16 years active and a position of control. Tyler he could headline any festival with his eyes closed.
I don't even think Tyler nowhere near the peak. Oh, I think he's at the peak, not the peak of where he's going. He's still Tyler's still doing
Yeah,
this.
definitely.
He's still going up.
And that's how I'm looking at what Dot doing right now too. I think it's the same shit. It's just an upward trajectory.
I think the 5. So where did you have A? You brought up Tyler as your 5?
I ain't mad at that.
Kanye, Dot, Tyler. I got 2 more. Pharrell, that's number 4.
Don't do this to Aubrey, man. Come on.
See, when he said Drake, this is my thing with Drake, right?
Now, when it come down to Drake,
let me cut. This is my thing with Drake. Because what we're talking about right now is niggas who produce,
Symba, they go, right?
niggas who write their own records. This is what I'm saying, artistry. Niggas who produce their own shit, like who can produce their own shit, who can produce hits for others.
Yes.
Who can do hooks for others, who can do hooks for their own shit.
Yes, sir.
Who can shoot their own videos, who can do all it.
Yes, sir.
This is where Drake gets a little tricky.
Drake does everything you just said.
I was ready to go at him.
This is where it gets a little tricky. What song Drake produced for everybody? Like that's
Alicia Keys' Unforgivable.
Jamie Foxx.
Man.
Jamie Foxx record.
Man, listen, y'all tripping.
ASAP Rocky fucking problem.
Yo, that's one of her biggest records.
ASAP Rocky fucking problem.
I guarantee they produced that.
Drake is on the
if
producer
it
credit.
comes down to best artist,
who produced it though?
On there.
40 and Drake.
Listen, man, we all in the music business. Who produced it though?
40 and Drake.
40 produced it.
40 and Drake.
Cut the cap.
How are we?
I can't do
We know what the paperwork say, but cut the cap.
Look, if we're talking about artistry,
yes,
bro,
sir.
right? If we just talking about the
cut
artistry, being creative, I wouldn't put Drake in that. I would put him in top 10 when it comes down to best artist, for sure.
Best artist.
I feel that's
Overall,
disrespectful.
but when it comes down to artistry, like you just said, what like major record, notable record that Drake produced? I said notable.
Right now?
Here's the thing, though. We know it on paper. We know on paper it's gonna say and Drake, but we know.
Yo, the genre.
Come on, man.
Genre
now,
range.
If you're talking about, it's ridiculous. Giving people the stimulus package.
The genre range.
Bro.
No, him lending his vocals on records when he had the stimulus package for sure. That counts.
Drake is the number 1 elevator music, the number 1 art.
Yes,
he has it. Honestly, never mind. It's amazing.
Yes,
that can go into every crossover, everything. He has R&B records. He has rap records.
Yes.
He has trap records.
Subtract 40.
But when I think about somebody that's making their own music videos, they're doing some different crazy type shit with it. Clothing, when it comes down to everything across the board, bro, you can't put Tyler and Pharrell right there and then put Drake on that.
I think
when it come down to rapping, he out rapping niggas for sure.
You can't compare.
That's me.
You can't compare them because one is marketing to a niche audience and one is marketing to the global masses of the world.
Now his pen,
so Drake,
you can't deny the pen.
Drake imagery and I could be off. He can't be too creative because his music is for everybody. So when you saying he's not somebody,
he can't be too creative.
What I'm saying is
what the fuck?
Listen, what I'm saying. When we're talking about the Tylers, right, the Dots, we're talking about the imagery in their videos, right? They're very intentional, right, and they're very on spot to who they're marketing to and who they're talking to. Drake's thing is kind of like I'm talking to everybody. Right,
he can't be creative.
I'm talking to what I mean. I say he can't be as creative.
No, nigga, you can't be as
creative. What I'm saying is he's creative in ways to where 2 Chainz go in there and lay a verse, and Drake's hear him say, "I love bad bitches, that's my fucking problem," and y'all like the fuck I got it for Drake. Like, hey, that's the hook. Move this here, boom boom, change. You know what? Send this to Rocky.
And what's that?
Rocky,
what's
you
that
do
called?
this.
What's that called?
That's
Production.
producing,
Thank
bro.
you, sir.
Producing.
So
That's
there's
a
multiple time where Drake has done this, bro, and y'all not giving him credit for that. Don't get me wrong. I'm teamed out all the way. But we not going to sit up here and act like this man ain't had a 15-year run of incredible hits when some of these niggas can't last for 2 years, bro.
Yeah.
We not going to act like that, bro.
17.
We ain't going to act
once
like
again,
this
it's
man
a
has
different-
been number
it's
one
a-
on
it's
the
a-
charts,
it's
bro,
a different
for
criteria.
15 fucking years.
Let me-
Listen, I'm
It's a
definitely.
different
Come on,
criteria.
I
But
understand that.
What I'm thinking of, listen, what I just said. I'm thinking, when I think of Pharrell, when I think of Tyler the Creator, when I think of Childish Gambino,
They're way
I'm
more
thinking
creative.
of okay.
They're way
So,
more creative.
Look, Childish Gambino, Kanye West, Pharrell, Tyler the Creator. When I'm saying names like that, that shit is like a full range all the way around. That's hip hop, that's fashion. It can go into films, it can go into all type of other shit.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. You talking about Drake, nigga, pen, amazing. Hits, hands down. Longevity,
Genre.
all the way down there. But the creativity side of it,
AD.
I'm not putting him in there in the same with them. That's just me.
Let me tell you
man.
why.
That's me.
He's cooking.
There's people who right now have hit records on radio with Drake's cadence.
Yes, 100%.
There's
And who
people
cadence-
winning with Drake's style.
And where Drake get it from? Because Drake got it from somebody.
Regardless of where he gets it from,
You
we
can't
know it
say
is-
it's his cadence when
we
he got it
know
from
it
somebody
is
else.
Drake.
Punk
He
cooking.
presented it to the world.
You can't say it's his when he got it from
Okay,
somebody else.
Kanye does that too. So we gonna say that about Kanye?
We can. If we're here,
All
if
right.
we're peeling back the layers right now,
Everybody in the industry works with other people.
but if we're peeling back the
Some
layers,
people
we can
just
say
got caught and others didn't.
it. Yeah. And Drake got
You
caught
know
a
what
lot
I'm
of
saying?
times.
But it's still him offering it to the world.
Yeah. And Drake got caught a lot of times, is all I'm saying. When you're saying Drake is
Regardless.
producing these records, see, my take
The
wasn't
records-
co-producing or a nigga standing there. Yeah, that's a producer too. That's Barry Gordy. You're
That's
doing your
Puff
Barry
Daddy.
Gordy. You're doing your
That's
Puff
Puff
Daddy.
Daddy.
Okay.
Why you say it
Okay.
like that? It's Puff Daddy.
Yeah.
It's
But-
Puff Daddy.
Puff get all the credit, but that's Puff as a person. He takes all the credit. He don't give the Hitman their credit. The Hitman was doing all that, right?
The Hitman was designing
Well,
the
if that's the
foundation.
case, listen.
They was doing
if
all
that's
that.
the case,
Puffy
then
was
you gotta
coming
give
in.
it. You got to give it to DJ Khaled then. If he telling niggas, I want you on
I
this record, I want you on this
And we
record,
should
I
give him
want you
more
on this
props for
record.
production.
But see,
should.
that
We
wasn't
should.
my
should.
thing of what I was talking about though. I wasn't talking about the nigga who right there over the shoulder is doing
I'm
all
with
that.
you.
I'm talking about the niggas who actually pulling out the shit
Yeah.
and loading up and doing their thing. I was talking
Kanye's
about
the
The
producing.
beat maker.
Kanye's doing
For
it.
real.
Some of them niggas just make beats.
For real.
Some of them niggas just make beats. They
But this
not
is what I'm saying.
producing it.
Drake can't be put in
Bro,
producing as a
take
for
that
real.
take that fucking 10 bands and put Quentin Miller version out.
Oh.
Let me ask you a question.
And no offense to Quentin Miller, because I'm friends with Quentin Miller. We work together. I'm not
you
trying
done
to come at him. What I'm saying is there's songwriters.
You know what smoke with Symba?
There's
And
songwriters.
Cass is in my phone.
No,
Cooking right
no,
now.
for sure. There's songwriters who wrote for Chris Brown, right?
Facts.
I'm with you.
They can't sell the song like Chris Brown.
And I'm with you.
Facts.
So Drake is a key part of selling the song, whether he wrote it
Facts.
or not.
Yes.
Because
Facts.
if somebody
Okay,
else
hold on.
says-
No. But when we're talking,
So does that make you does that make you creative because
Yes,
you
because
on this
I
rock?
heard this and here
Man,
it was a
fuck
hit,
all that.
and I
That doesn't make
doctored
it
it
we
up.
talking top
Denzel
five.
is not
We
creative.
talking top five. All that
He's
shit y'all talking
embodying
about is surface
someone
level
else's
shit.
words.
Facts.
Y'all talking surface level shit. We're peeling layers back. Top five. We're talking about top five in music. Now, when you call Drake a producer, you'll call him and Pharrell the same thing, producer? You'll hold them in the same regard?
I would.
Drake can do what Pharrell can do?
Don't ask me tricky
I
questions.
think he
bud.
does something
Don't ask me
different.
tricky questions.
I think he does something
Who's
different.
a better producer, Drake or Pharrell? Producer.
I don't know.
Oh,
crazy.
hold on.
Stop
No, you gotta
asking
know.
tricky questions.
You gotta know.
That's a tricky.
now.
No,
It's not tricky.
Let me tell you why it's tricky. Because when you're saying
So
producer,
right now, if you said, "Hey,"
When you're
Drake,
saying
hey, Drake, hey,
Who's
cook
a better
cook me
producer?
a beat right now.
this is what
For
I'm
real, cook me a
saying.
beat
When
right
you're
now.
saying I'm going
For what?
Pharrell.
All
Me
right,
personally,
then.
I'm going Pharrell.
Punch is ducking
But when
this
you
question.
saying producing, right?
Symba talking.
When you saying producing, you talking about somebody that's, when you say Drake, that's produced 15 years of consistent hits. Bro, you know how hard it is to make one fucking hit?
What about
He
Pharrell?
doesn't. I'm
It's a simple
getting
question.
there. I'm getting there, right? What I'm saying is with Pharrell to me is more, he's more of a creative.
He's a producer.
He's more, he doesn't just produce music. I just watched
But
the
he
Lego
produces.
film with Pharrell that was like incredible.
Well, okay, if that's the case, then
The Louis Vuitton fashion
Pharrell
show
gave everybody the hits the same way. Then
This is why we were talking about top 5. Why?
he got niggas in the studio and said, "I had this idea. Say this shit like this." He curated.
But I'm pretty sure in Pharrell's career, somebody came to him one time and said, "Yo, I got this idea," and he expanded on it, and he took the idea and made it his own.
Lego form.
Regardless of
Let me ask you a real question.
We're going back to SWV days with Pharrell, by the way.
Yes.
Pharrell's a legend.
Teddy
He's a
Riley.
legend. He's a
OD.
legend.
I mean, come on.
I'm not saying.
Can we just ask?
saying-
Don't skip this. Hold on.
Yes.
Don't skip this. Don't skip this.
Yes.
Don't skip
Can
this.
I ask you a question?
Oh no, don't skip it yet. Who's a better producer?
But
Drake or Pharrell?
I
Just
have to get clarity to ask that. My one
That's
You trying to
why I
skip
said
it.
I don't know because I don't know
is
how
the
you was asking
goal,
the question.
pun, is the goal of producing getting the best record.
That's what I was just about to ask.
Well, if that's the case, Pharrell got more than everybody in hip hop.
Pharrell does not have more hit records than
My
Drake.
nigga, if you talking about his whole catalog,
I swear to God,
Pharrell don't have.
See,
more
when
Pharrell
you-
does not have more hit records
No.
than Drake.
listen. You're
not
talking.
himself.
Listen.
When he produced,
Produce
was a
more
part
hit
of.
records.
AD.
That
Produce
he was a
more hit
part of.
records.
AD does not have more hit records than Drake.
Okay, we can go down the
Produce
list then.
more hit
We'll go
records.
down the
I
list.
promise. No, I don't care. Everything. Pharrell is OD. So, let me tell you something. Because you fucking chat fucks, y'all like to cut shit out and edit it in a certain way and act like someone disrespecting. We're picking a preference before y'all jump out the window. But Drake has more hit records than everybody.
Produced is what we're talking about. Producing right now. He's produced more hit records than Pharrell.
Yes, that's what he's saying.
No.
All right, then, nigga.
All that
What you
yelling for
arguing
nothing, nigga.
But,
Yeah. Has he produced more
but-
hits?
if we're talking about the word that we're using it now about producing, is producing creating a final record.
That's why I said I don't know.
I mean, because when you say
ask
producing,
that question.
right now they got Drake
'Cause are you
on.
asking
They got Drake
making the
on.
beat.
Drake
or
is
the
on.
overall, just the record at hand.
I'm saying-
when it's time to
The final
come out.
product.
On paper, Drake is co-producer on God's Plan, back to back, all those hits.
Yeah.
But do you think he did what Pharrell would do? Get in there,
My
create
nigga.
the shit from scratch,
No.
build it up.
Nigga, just a happy song alone is a cultural phenomenon.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Sure.
Look, I'm not.
It might seem crazy.
For sure.
Pharrell's amazing.
Drake can do that.
No.
No.
Drake cannot do that. No.
Drake cannot make
Okay,
that.
so now I'm gonna ask y'all again. Who's a better producer?
Hey, look.
Y'all just get an answer. Y'all just
I
get an
would
answer.
say Pharrell.
There we go.
Let's go down the line.
I would
No,
say
he just
Pharrell.
gave his answer now.
Yes.
There we
I would
go.
say Pharrell.
There we go.
Fronting with Jay-Z.
We ain't got to do all that. They know. They
Dropping
know.
like it's hot.
These are huge. What the?
Beautiful.
Can Drake get in and do that?
Happy.
Stop.
Make the beat
Nigga,
and then go
blur
sing the hook.
lines, nigga.
That's big. That's big as shit.
Entrepreneur, look. Can I have it like that?
Mm-hmm.
Nigga, brand new. Finna get loose. Number one. Nigga.
These are some bombs.
Bro, this is for real,
This
bro.
is bombs. Pharrell is godlike. Before the
Handcrafted.
chat goes nuts.
He's not a
godlike.
better producer.
Handcrafted.
Drake is not a better producer than Drake. When you said producer, the reason I said I don't know is because I
Name
was
a song
asking.
bigger than Happy. Name a song bigger than Dropping Like It's Hot.
Symba, pull up. I got
God's
a
Because I'm happy.
Big record.
Symba. You
That's
better call.
what-
Hey, pull up. I got a record for you, and it's grinding.
Oh, that's amazing, by the
sure.
way. See,
But-
don't just. We're not.
If Drake
Nigga,
called with a
Grindin is
record,
the,
Is
the-
Drake
one of the
called with
grind.
God's
No,
plan.
fuck that. Grindin is the best hip hop. One
No.
of the top 3
Why?
best hip
Yo,
hop beats
AD
of
was
all
about to
time.
No, that's not the same.
you turning down God's plan?
That's not the same.
Grindin might be
Drake
the best
didn't make
hip-hop
the beat.
of all time.
I
You
like
think
you.
Drake made the beat?
Grindin might be the
AD.
best hip hop beat of all time.
AD.
Nigga,
Did Drake make the
everybody
beat?
was over there.
Yo.
Everybody.
One of the greatest hip hop beats of all time. Let me ask you a question.
Yo, I think
Pharrell sends
Oh,
you
they talking about
grinding.
Death Punt too? Oh my God.
Oh,
real.
come on, man.
Pharrell
We
sends
up
you
all night to
grinding.
get lucky.
that's a big record.
This is different.
Hotline
It's
Bling.
different.
God's plan.
Drake
Those are
hasn't done
huge
that.
records.
Drake hasn't
By
produced
far
these type of records.
By
Agreed.
far. By far. I agree with that.
Creed.
So why when I asked y'all the question, y'all was stuck?
No, because I had
When you
I
said
asked
produce,
clarity about
that's why I'm
producing.
like,
Produced.
that's why when I'm
Producing the product.
beat
Okay,
or the
so
product
Pharrell-
or when you said
Pharrell
the word is
produces
why I
the
said that.
product and adds his vocals and hooks to these fucking records.
So that's why I would say Pharrell.
There we go.
That's why I would
All
say
right.
Pharrell.
Pun one.
But that doesn't mean
Pun
won
two.
for
Hold on, I
sure.
got two now.
No,
I got
AD
two now. Push.
80 and
What
push.
score is this?
I got two now.
Community is watching.
We watching these niggas right now. We watching these rapper niggas.
Hip hop niggas.
I ain't know it was me and Punch versus you and Pun. All
I
right.
mean, it's becoming that way.
Yo,
Let's get it. We're gonna switch our game.
Yeah,
We know y'all team Drake though. We know y'all
Because-
team Drake. We
No,
see
no,
that.
No,
no.
I ain't
Let
team.
me tell you one thing that's different. When you talk about producing, because I don't want anybody to mishear it and try to be stupid with it. There is producing the beat,
I'm with you.
right? And that can't be touched,
Right?
right? And then there's producing the final
record.
song.
Producing the record.
Because Puff is a song producer, not just the beat guy. And we give him credit for it. There are people that can do both.
Herb Gotti.
Oh, hello. These are people that literally are constructing these songs and going, listen, here you go, executive producers. And they don't have to touch a drum pad to be an executive producer.
I know. I have many plaques that say the same. And that's a fact. So I know what you're talking about. So when I say a producer...
So are you a producer?
When I say a producer, listen, I'm a producer in the style of I
can
follow the
tell somebody
blueprint.
what to do.
I follow the blueprint of a
That's
Barry
cool.
Gordy and
That's
a Puff Daddy.
Yo, that's so important.
You hear me?
Punk
It's
can
one
tell
of the
somebody
most-
do this.
Yo,
So that's
Put
what
this
Drake
together
is.
like
Drake
that.
is in that lane of producing. He can tell you
He's a
what to
what
put.
producer?
He can hear a sound. He can tell you put this, move this over that, but he can't get on there and do it up by himself solely,
I'm with that. But I don't think,
continuously.
no, I don't. I do not. And I'm with that. I'm with that statement.
You think
That's what I was
Black
saying.
Guy Use a,
I think-
NPC?
I don't know.
So when you talk about Pharrell
crazy.
and Drake, that's what makes you can't put them in the same light.
I will not put them in the same light. That's why I was trying to define what produce meant.
Yeah, I'm
That's
with you.
all I said when I said I don't know. It's because I was trying to define what you were
I was-
saying
I
by
was-
producer.
And that's why I was saying we're gonna peel it back and really go
Fact.
under
Yeah.
Yeah,
with
so
you.
by
'Cause
looking
somebody
at it
standing on
like
your shoulder
that,
saying that.
Pharrell by far.
Pharrell.
Yeah,
Exactly.
by far.
And that's all I was saying.
Yeah,
The only
by
nigga
far.
that could really that could deal with Pharrell is Ye, in my authentic opinion.
Yay cold.
Ye is ridiculous.
Yes.
Yay is cold.
But when it come down to
Taking samples.
when you list them hits with it, no one's fucking for it.
Kanye.
No.
Kanye might be.
I don't
Hey,
want to make it seem like I'm
hey,
going against Pharrell
hey,
today.
Me
Hey,
neither.
Pharrell
That's
bro.
why I
OD.
started being
Hey, bro.
quiet. 'Cause I'm
Kanye-
my own
Punch.
so I'm going to get
I'm with you.
Pharrell
Punch.
OD.
I'm with you.
He's okay,
Producing?
I'm with you.
Kanye
is
got
ridiculous.
Pharrell. Producing.
When it come down to hit records,
Nigga, that nigga Kanye is
okay,
nice.
no. What is
Producing.
Kanye? Listen, he's one of the best. What is Kanye's biggest song outside of some shit he did for somebody else? Would it be "Better Find Your Lovin'" by Drake?
Wait, what you said? No.
What
No,
do you
wait,
mean?
wait. What you said? What's
I
Kanye's?
better
Kanye
find
nice
your
producer.
lovin'.
What that Kanye produce
Kanye
or
got
something?
shit like
Kanye
He's
nice.
Well, he
number
did,
one
no,
champion
did he do-
sound.
did he
and
do
the-
Asian Islam?
the stale record,
No, I'm talking
Like-
about that's not him on there.
stronger. Like
I said not him on there.
Oh, where he's just producing
He's
and
just
giving a
producing.
record.
H to the Izzo probably.
Game,
Um,
dreams.
Oh God.
Dreams is great. H to the Izzo, Dreams. Let's see. Better Find Your Love, Drake. Didn't he produce that? Didn't he direct that first video too?
I think
Yeah,
Alicia
yeah,
Keys.
You the fucking
yeah.
best. Best I ever had.
Best
He
you
did the
ever had,
video
yeah.
when they did in the high school shit.
He definitely did. You don't know my name, Alicia Keys. He did that for
Oh my
sure.
God, Kanye. Yeah.
Kanye produced that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kanye.
Kanye
has
Cole.
great
Kanye
records.
produced that. Yeah.
Bro, Kanye is cold producing
Kanye
nigga,
is
with
OG.
samples too.
No samples. Listen, it's only
He's probably the coldest when it comes to samples.
it's
nigga.
it's two niggas when it come down to the samples. It's Kanye and Heatmakers, man.
Just Blaze too.
Just Blaze.
Just Blaze.
Heatmakers though, they did the whole
No
Diplomat
ID.
community
No
one.
ID
Big
too.
facts.
No ID. Cold.
ID too.
The best
Shout out
samples
No
of-
ID,
the
man.
best
Real
samples
nigga,
come
too.
From Diplomat community one. I stand
Okay,
on that.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like it.
Heatmakers was a cold nigga.
Who the
bro.
top 5 producers of all time?
I'm with you. I'm with you.
Whoa.
Let's talk producers.
You really want to? I'm at LA.
Not the niggas standing over
Then they're gonna
shoulders.
get
I'm
mad.
talking about the
If you don't
niggas
say
that's
Dre in LA,
busting
then
it
they looking
down.
at you like you just said some anti-Semitic shit.
Symba, you an artist. Top 5 producers all time.
Pharrell,
For real. Kanye.
Dr. Dre,
Yep. Kanye.
Kanye, Puff.
No. Puff ain't busting the beats down. I'm talking about the niggas that's actually busting the beats down.
Who get out?
Who's busting them down? Who's
So if
putting
that's
out
the case, you gotta put Just Blaze in there, and
Nah,
you can say
If I go
for sure.
5, if I go
No
5,
ID.
if I go 5 and we go Ye,
Hit Boy.
Pharrell, not top 5.
Timberland. Timberland.
Hit
Y'all
Boy
ain't
is
y'all
OG.
ain't fucking
Timberland gotta
Timberland?
be up there. Timberland gotta be up there.
Yeah, but
for
you
sure.
want to know what? Who we're OD forgetting? Shout out to all my Atlanta
Al-
niggas.
Alchemist
Jermaine Dupri. Why they violating? Jermaine Dupri is top 5.
Facts.
OD.
Jermaine
Dupri is top 5. They
Dupri.
violate.
Jermaine
Y'all
Dupri.
also not thinking about
Ooh.
the inventors
Jermaine
of
Dupri.
this shit like RZA and Premier, right? Like
I'm with you.
Like
I'm with you.
niggas that created things that still being sampled today.
1000%.
And
You
we
are-
giving people credit for producing, but it's their sample.
Let me ask this question, because this is what we get to a lot, and I think everybody. I posed the question to the room: is it not possible that our legends can be surpassed?
I think they can.
I mean, that comes with time.
Wait, what's the
LeBron-
question? What's the question?
LeBron been
Is
lap
it
Mike,
not
man.
possible that our legends can be surpassed?
LeBron
I
been
know.
lap Mike.
Our
man.
legends can be surpassed. What are you talking about?
LeBron been lap Mike.
It's only certain
like-
legends. It's only certain
Mamba
legends
too, by
that
the way.
can't be surpassed.
Kanye lapped a lot of niggas. What do you mean?
Yeah.
It's
Oh, I
only
know.
certain people that can't.
Drake,
Some people
Kendrick
that
lapped a lot of
what you
niggas.
saying?
It's only because like the climate wise, as far as album sales, I don't think like that can be surpassed because
Agreed, it can't.
No, I mean, you know,
because the goal has changed.
Yes.
So we talking about
now
quality.
streaming numbers equivalent to album sales now. That's gone. That's not coming back.
Kendrick passed a lot of rappers.
Travis Scott passed a lot of rappers in the South.
Travis Scott went stupid.
What do you mean?
What do you mean passed?
I'm saying if we're talking about accolades, numbers, streaming, whatever, because
No, we're
it's
talking
just
about
album
the
sales.
quality
You know what?
of the art.
Travis
saying,
Scott need
like-
to go in that creative box too, because he
I
didn't
didn't
get a
get
lot
my
of credit.
Travis
Travis
Scott
Scott
not a
five.
rapper
You
like
can't
that.
you
though.
can't take that away from Travis Scott, bro.
He's not a
Travis Scott
rapper
deserves
like
to
that
be in
though.
there.
If you're calling
He's more
Kanye
of
a
an
rapper,
artist.
are you calling Kanye a rapper?
Kanye raps.
Are you calling Kanye a rapper?
Kanye raps.
So you wouldn't put
Brains,
Kanye?
power, and muscle like Dame, Puffy, and Russell. Your boy back on his hustle. You know what I've been up to. Killing y'all niggas on that lyrical shit. Mayonnaise, color beans. I push miracle whips. Nigga, show me a Travis Scott verse like that, nigga. Show me one.
Oh, so you got beef with Travis
Show
Scott?
me.
No,
No,
listen.
I love Travis Scott. He don't rap like
He's a
that, though.
musician. He don't rap like that.
He don't rap like
He don't rap
that.
like that. He don't rap like that.
But
He
he
don't
an
rap
artist.
About time Symba showed up.
He don't rap like that.
Show up,
though.
Symba.
Hey, he don't rap like that.
He don't rap like that.
Nah.
That's all I'm saying. I put him more as a in
Even
the artist
Kanye
box.
went, listen, the first
Some would
record,
say-
what
some
was
would
it,
say-
the bounce. He ripped the bounce on a blueprint.
Some
too.
would say lyrically, Hove is
Watch
Hove can't fuck with you.
Why do you do this, bro?
No.
They go
Lyrically,
Nobody said that.
I'm ready to get you guys.
Ain't nobody said that.
Lyrically, Hove got it.
Yeah, I was about to say you about
When
to
it comes
good.
down to all the way around, is Kanye.
Jay-Z is the greatest rapper ever.
Nobody's seen him.
Ever.
Nobody.
There's never been a rapper better than Jay-Z.
I might agree with you on that.
He's the greatest rapper ever.
Like just bars.
Just
No,
the
he's the greatest
technique
rapper. And he's
of
the
rapping.
And he's the nicest rapper ever, too.
Just the technique
The
of
nicest
rapping.
and the best rapper.
Yes,
He's
he is.
the nicest rapper ever.
Hove may be number one.
The best
Ever.
and the nicest.
He's
Ever.
the nicest. Jay-Z is the nicest rapper ever and the best rapper ever.
All right, so if y'all put let's
I think Dot up there though.
okay, look.
What's
I just
up there? Above Hove?
As far as rapping ability, I think if
Oh.
Jay-Z
You're
got it,
online.
listen, I think if Jay-Z in
better
his
than
prime-
Hove.
I think if Jay-Z in his prime got into a rap battle with Kendrick,
AD, you're on live.
Better than Hove.
AD, you're on live.
Better than Hove?
Land your statement.
I'm not.
AD.
Hey, I'm not ruling them out. I'm not ruling them out. I'm not ruling them out.
Against Jay-Z.
Hove is a different ball game.
I'm not
but
getting in this.
I'm gonna keep it real.
Against Jay-Z.
Damn, that's a good one.
That's a good one.
I don't know if that's a good one.
That's
Listen,
a good one.
no, I'm saying-
and we forgetting Wayne too. Wayne is up there too.
No. Let's see that Hove and Dot. I want to hear your take. Who's better right now today?
Nicer.
Overall.
He was talking
Not-
AD was talking about nicer. He was talking about
Overall, who's nicer?
nicer is
Maybe
Sean
Dot.
Carter. Oh
Maybe
my
Dot.
God. Bro.
Maybe
That
Dot.
hurt my chest, bro.
I'm being
Dot, I
honest.
love you to death, but
I'm just saying.
over Hove,
Niggas is fucking
overall,
Now, like I said, I'm
From
talking
Hove's
about,
catalog to-
I'm not talking about.
I said
catalog.
overall, the whole catalog.
Oh, overall.
Overall.
No one's fucking with Jay-Z. But you talking about rapping ability?
Correct.
Rapping ability,
Nice.
I would say Kendrick.
I was talking overall.
If it's overall,
Wow.
Jay-Z.
So, AD, I got to be clear. I want to be clear. I want to set this tone.
Nigga, rapping wise, if that's the
We're
case,
setting this tone.
I put Absol over everybody. If it comes down to rapping.
Whoa, whoa.
Rapping.
I want to ask you something. We're
Whoa.
talking about beat is playing.
Over
Rapping
Hove?
Beat is playing.
ability.
24 bar.
Rapping
Kendrick
ability.
Lamar is going to out-rap Jay-Z.
Over Hove?
He's going to be nice. Kendrick Lamar's verse is going to be nicer than Jay-Z. 24
No,
bar,
see,
24
listen,
bar.
if you put everything as a whole package, then no.
I want to go
If
24
it goes to the
bar.
hits,
I'm-
if it
No,
goes down to
no,
rapping,
nicer.
if it goes down
Nicer.
to everything as a package, then I'm going to choose Hove. But if it
Nicer.
just went to
Nicer.
rapping,
24
you
bar,
forgot
24
what
bar.
I said. I said if they was to get into a rap battle
Correct.
in their prime,
Correct.
I think Dot probably get them.
Oh, my
That's
God.
just me.
What?
In their prime?
Yo, when is Jay-Z's prime, my nigga? When is that?
I mean-
shout out to ODM. He said, tell Nas, fuck over.
Nas, I mean,
Shout out
Nas,
to
listen,
ODM
Nas
Slim.
is an acquired taste for some. I really don't care too much for Nas. I'm just
My take
throwing that out
went
there.
viral. I did a half a
He's
million
an acquired
last
taste for
week
some,
on
but he's dope. I'm not taking nothing away from Nas. He's nice,
You saw my take
Now,
but he's acquired taste.
Now.
But
one of my favorite albums of all time is The Blueprint. You feel me? Like, Graduation is number one. Blueprint is like number
hey,
2
bro,
or number 3.
you just said Dot over
I
Hove.
said rapping ability.
skipping over that,
I'm
man.
not talking about the full package. you can't, when you talk about it, you can't skip over the full package.
I'm with you.
If we're talking about lyrical ability, rapping ability.
Yes.
Nigga, yes.
Can I ask a question? Let me ask a question, AD.
I'm talking about overall.
It's AD.
Overall, no.
My good friend, my nigga. When was Jay-Z's prime? When was that?
Yeah, what do you call his? What do you call his prime? Because he got
What is prime?
Well,
he got a nice prime.
He got 5 primes then.
He had a nice prime.
You got a Black Album prime. You got a
Black Album prime is spooky.
You got Blueprint
I'm so
prime.
far ahead of my time. I'm about to start another life. Look behind you. I'm about to pass you twice. Like, authentically, respect to Dot. What does Kendrick have behind Black Album Jay-Z?
Amazing album.
I said
that's my favorite. That's my favorite Jay-Z album.
That's
my favorite album.
Get back on the genius side.
Hey,
allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is Ho.
If it was to go down to full package, it ain't too many people that can fuck with
talking about
bro.
the bars. I'm talking about Jay-Z when he was pissed and was not fucking with Dame. Black Album Jay-Z. Sean Carter, my last
crazy.
rock album.
All right.
I think what Eddie wants to say is right now, Dot's running shit. Overall, he's not like Hov, bro. We're talking about Hov.
I'm talking about rapping ability.
We're talking about Hov.
Yes, we are. But what is
that's gonna sit there and go to the pits of hell and say some similes that you ain't never fucking, you don't even know. You gotta sit there and read and dissect that motherfucker all the way down.
Well.
Yes, he calls that too though.
So let me ask you something. If we're talking about rapping ability, so he'll cook Eminem in his prime?
No, don't you get
no one's fucking with Eminem.
He's moving the goalposts.
No, would you cook Eminem? Because he said rapping ability.
I agree.
So now
Eminem,
let's bring in a rapper.
Eminem, listen, Renegade alone. Eminem at the time he couldn't.
Let's bring in a rapper.
Nobody can fuck with Eminem.
Jay, let me hold up. This is what I gotta get this clear. I gotta get this off. What is Kendrick's prime? As nice as he is, what's the nicest he was? What's that prime? So that I can compare it against Jay-Z Black Album.
I would say we witnessing Kendrick prime right now. If you ask me,
prime? This is the nicest.
This is prime right now.
I'm with you. Okay, so
this is prime for sure.
So Kendrick now,
like the last,
is nicer than Jay-Z Black Album.
The last 3 albums.
Here you go. This is
lyric-wise.
We're gonna go viral.
Lyric-wise.
It's going up.
We're going viral right now.
Lyric-wise.
It's projected like it's going up. It's going up.
It's gonna go viral right now.
Lyric-wise right now. I said lyrics. I'm not talking about records.
AD, I'm not
because
talking about
if it was records, you
bars.
can't compare.
Bars.
This is Kendrick prime right now.
What can I say? You've heard the bars. Fuck the song. The chorus on what I can say is mid. The bars.
Hey, I'm thinking.
I'm gonna turn to Symba in 20 seconds. This is a fucking rapper.
This is a generational gap.
Hey,
this is a generational gap conversation.
My lesson.
The young niggas ain't gonna understand that shit Jay be talking though.
No, I thought. Hey,
them young niggas don't understand the shit Jay be talking though.
I'm sitting here thinking right
That's
now.
the
I'm
problem.
like,
don't confuse nothing we're saying for anybody being a slouch. This is like right there, like hairline shit before y'all jump out the window. Because if you pick one, like how can you?
I don't even think it's fair to compare them.
It's two different.
Nah, you just don't want to take no stance.
No.
It's two different.
Yes, you're right on that. You're right on that. I'm not taking a stance because those are 2 of my favorite rappers. Those are 2 of my favorite
Comparing them is crazy.
Yeah. I don't think it's fair.
But if it was the discography, then niggas ain't fucking with Jay-Z, bro.
Let me tell you what
I'm saying. And Eminem don't get enough credit either because niggas can't out-rap Eminem in his prime.
Em's top 3 nicest.
I don't think it's fair to compare them because...
I got another question for AJ in a second.
Because one...
I was a big Eminem fan.
Let's Symba land.
Go ahead.
One is more so... How could I say? I think it would be better to compare Kendrick and Nas or Kendrick and 3000 or Kendrick and somebody of that ilk.
Yeah.
I think with Hov, it's a little different because the styles are different. And that's 2 different kind of, it's 2 different things. So like AD saying, Kendrick going, what is it, the braids?
Yeah.
Hurt your feelings, you don't work with me no more. Okay. It's arts, it's a little different. Hov gonna tell you, I could never beef with Meek. I freed that nigga from a whole bid.
I think right now.
Like he's talking from a different perspective. I don't think it's fair to compare them.
I think right now you throw the Kendrick right now in the ring with that Jay you're talking about, it's gonna be battle.
I think you throw Kendrick in the ring right now with anybody.
No, I'm
it's
saying.
Going to be a
but
battle.
I'm saying, listen. Because what you're talking about, that Jay-Z, 5 years ago, I wouldn't put Kendrick in the ring with that person.
No.
Right now, though, what we're seeing with Kendrick right now, he got that glow.
Yeah.
He Bruce Leroy.
For sure.
You throw him in that ring right now,
That's a classic.
For sure.
he's going to give Jay-Z some work. I ain't going to say that work, he's gonna give him that shit.
Now,
where
who gonna give him a run for his money? Is that old Eminem?
Let me
'Cause
ask
he
you.
was willing to
Hold
go
on, I'm
to
about to
the
ask you,
pits of hell,
AD. I'm about to ask you a question. Who's nicer?
Anybody.
We go Eminem. We go Nas. These are top 5 juggernauts. We go
Eminem
Eminem.
and
We go
Nas?
Nas.
Are we talking about
overall?
Bars.
We
Overall,
talking about bars?
This is bars today, kids. This is lyrics.
Bars.
this where
Bars.
Symba. This where you shine at, Symba.
Bars.
No. This
Symba-
where you shine
AD,
at.
Why is
Okay,
Symba
look,
doing this
look,
again?
look,
You are a
look, look,
wordsmith.
no.
You're a
Okay,
wordsmith.
Eminem.
Punch. I will say this, right? Nas has records like Rewind and other
Mic.
shit. Yes, that's storytelling. That's crazy. But if we're going straight lyrics, bars, it's Eminem.
Hey,
I want to hear from him. Wordsmith. Wordsmith. Why can you come to me? I don't rap. The wordsmith.
It's Eminem.
Top 5.
nicer.
If you're looking to bet online, sign up for Underdog Fantasy. You
No.
can
This
use
price
your
picks over here.
Oh, okay,
no.
okay,
We ain't
okay,
using that
okay.
code because we over here at Price Picks.
Okay.
You drop $5, you use code Community.
Use
You
code
know what I'm saying?
community.
You drop
yeah.
$5,
No.
you get $50 instantly.
We are being cheated right now. We have a wordsmith in the room.
Top
And he-
5 lyricists.
Top
If we
5
going straight
lyricists.
Bars.
If Prime Nas was to get into it with Prime Eminem,
And they
Take-
both pissed off.
We're not
They're
talking-
both angry.
We're not
Eminem-
talking about
Eminem-
Billboard.
Eminem
We're not
is
talking
gonna
about
diss everybody.
Billboard.
He
We're
gonna
not talking
crazy.
about streaming. We're not talking about that.
They both
Just
angry.
body, nigga. Get in there and go word for word, nigga. Let's go.
Top
Eminem.
5 lyricists.
Lyricist.
Lupe Fiasco.
Ooh.
Lupe for sure.
Ooh, I like that.
Top 5 nicest.
Niggas don't be mentioning Lupe enough.
Lupe, listen, The Cool and Food and Liquor is some of the greatest hip hop albums.
Niggas
of all
don't
time.
mention Lupe
I'm
enough.
with you.
Lupe
Yes.
Fiasco.
Talk about it.
And this is not no order. I'm just
No
naming
order.
5.
You still didn't answer the question. You deflected, but go ahead.
He deflected crazy.
Jump.
Royce the 5'9".
Ooh, I ain't mad
Niggas
at
ain't
that.
fucking with Royce.
Royce is nice.
Royce is nice.
Andre 3000.
You cooking.
Symba says AD killed another dog.
Black Thought.
Ooh.
Ooh, that's a bar.
Now that's a left one.
Where's Wayne?
I got a different.
Jay-Z.
That's run it back one more time. Now,
He's showing his death right there. You said
Top
Black
5
Thought.
lyricists.
You got Black Thought,
Royce the
Lupe.
5'9", Lupe, Black Thought, Jay-Z, and
Nigga, Lupe don't get enough credit though.
who else did I say?
You said Royce, Lupe, Black Thought, Hove,
Nigga, I used to bang Food and Liquor and niggas
Who was
was
the
like,
other
you
one I
tripping,
just
cuz.
said?
Andre.
Andre 3000.
I'm not mad.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
I'm not mad. This is from a nigga who's very fucking nice.
Barred up.
You're very nice.
Barred
He's
Thank
barred
you,
up.
thank you,
He's
thank
nice.
Thank
You
you.
know, I've said that you're the as
You gotta respect it.
Hold on. I'm not gonna get my hot take yet. My hot take is coming for Symba in a few. It's coming. Okay. But
Let's have some fun.
it's all gonna be a free.
Oh, Big L was nice, but he didn't live long enough. You know what I'm saying?
Big
He doesn't
L
have
was
enough.
nice,
He
yeah.
doesn't have enough.
Yeah, he
on
was
the board.
cheated. He was cheated.
He was cheated.
He
But
cheated.
back then,
He was cheated.
what he say? I got girls that make us look like Whoopi. He was
Big
he
L
was
said,
spitting.
ask Beavis. I get nothing but head.
Yeah. Big
Early.
L was nice.
Top 5 nice.
So your five, and there's one person outside the ring waiting to go against it. Jadakiss. He's outside the ring.
right now.
Let me in.
I was starting my list with Jadakiss.
Who Jadakiss knocking off that list?
Jada's a nigga.
Jada? I swear, like 4 of them.
Who he's knocking off that list?
Everybody but Jay-Z.
Battle rap.
Y'all getting me tight. I'm not
Jada,
fucking with this.
battle
shit.
Shout out Kiss, nigga.
Jada Kiss is
Battle
in
rap
fucking top 5
Jadakiss?
nice.
Shout out Kiss,
And
nigga.
this is a beef that
can't
don't
argue
get
with
enough
that.
respect.
Ooh.
Is Jada and Beanie Siegel's beef was fucking top tier.
Shout out
And they
Kiss.
was going
When
at
you
it.
say
Yo, just when I
see,
thought
when-
AD lost his mind, he's back.
He's back.
He's back.
I'm a real hip hop head, bro.
He's back.
It's so
I'm a real
much I
hip-hop
want to
head,
say,
bro.
but I can't say it.
Say it.
I can't.
Nah,
This is a
Jada
safe
and
space.
Beanie,
I can't say it
they
'cause
beef was legendary.
Niggas I fuck with gonna feel like
So
It's a
what?
safe
getting at
space,
him.
bro. It's a safe space. You're not getting at nobody. This ain't with nothing personal. This is
is
Yo,
just
can
hip-hop.
hip-hop.
Symba be a fan for just 5 minutes?
Yeah, can
When
you be
you-
a fan for?
Can I be a fan of the
when you,
culture?
This is
when you
hip-hop.
saying lyricism, right?
Yes.
You're not only speaking about the words that niggas say, you speaking about the cadences, you speaking about subject matter, you speaking about tonality, you speaking about concept. So when I'm speaking of Lupe's, when I'm speaking of Royce's, when I'm speaking of Black Thought, these are people that write songs that's impossible for anybody else to write.
Yes.
As a rapper,
I love that thought process.
to me, Jada is one of the greatest rappers ever.
Yes.
Meaning you could put him on a girl song, put him on some shit with the bars, you could put him on some whatever it is gonna go.
Cypher time.
It's Jada. You
Cypher
could put
time
him
be
on the
going.
corner in the barbershop or a hit record and it's gonna go.
Wow.
A couple people I named, it's not gonna go that way for them in
Right.
all those categories.
For sure.
But if we just speaking on solely lyricism and the technique of rapping is why I named those people. And I didn't want Jadakiss to feel like I didn't name him because that's one of my personal favorite rappers.
Yeah.
But when we said lyricism, and I'm thinking
Like fuck all the radio
techniques
shit.
and
Fuck
yeah,
all that.
all that, just straight ability
Straight
to
bars.
rap and technique is why I said those
Can I
five.
ask you a question?
I respect
Yes.
that.
I want to now,
I respect that.
let's get really precise.
Yeah.
Now we talking to our rap guys.
Okay.
Royce the 5'9".
Yes.
Super
At
nice.
times, guys, they're gonna try to jump out the window with me. But at times drags off the drum. Where Jada never drags off the drum. He's always on point. Royce does sometimes drag off the drum. Highly fucking lyrical. Nobody jump out the window. But when you see potency of just consistency of flow, Jadakiss being able to catch every drum every single time and gut punch you has to. That's where I say that we got to get a little bit of nudge up because
Hits too.
Royce at times,
Classics.
and that's my only flaw at Royce. And again, my flaw has Royce at like number 6. So nobody go fucking nuts and act like I violated Royce's life because it's not there. They're still, nigga, these are the monsters. You get what I'm saying? But Jada has to be there.
Yeah.
People
I'm
don't,
not mad at that.
I swear
not
to
mad at
God,
that.
watch my Brooklyn come out, guys. You
not
know
mad
where
at
the
that.
fuck I'm from.
Jada.
Fabulous.
Fab is a nigga, bro.
Top 5.
Hits, rapping
Nice.
wise,
Potency,
lyrical.
consistency.
Let me ask a
He
question.
does not get whack verses.
Never.
Let me ask a
Sean
question.
Jackson.
Let me ask a question though.
Let's ask me.
All
I
right,
swear to
so
God.
that's solo settings. Now they were both in groups.
Oh yeah.
Did Jadakiss outshine? Did he shine more than the others in Locks?
Yes.
And did Royce shine more than the others in Slaughterhouse?
No.
Jada definitely
Joseph Budden
shined.
was on Slaughterhouse, bro.
Yeah. That's another one we not.
So we can't say he's the best when Joe Budden is better than him in the group.
Joe had him a lot. First of all, Slaughterhouse is fucking
Joe
ridiculous.
Budden raps
and
better
listen,
than
And Joe
So
Budden,
why wasn't Joe put? Why wasn't Joe put?
No, I'm not saying.
Why wasn't Joe Budden put?
Not saying
Mixtapes.
it.
Joe Budden
Not saying
mixtapes was hard back then.
Why
He is
wasn't
back,
Joe
guys.
named
Guys,
instead of Royce
And
Final?
two,
Chat.
you know what's crazy?
Give props to AD 'cause he's back.
When I met my nigga Amani,
Hey, AD
I
is
already
back.
knew who Amani
No,
was.
I just brought that
It's
up.
not
You
as
were
a-
with us. He
Hey,
went off
okay,
he went
okay,
off the
okay.
bus.
When I met Amani, I didn't know him as a podcast host. I knew he was the singer that was on Joe Budden mixtapes and shit like
Mood
that.
music.
Mood music.
Yo,
Nigga,
Joe
1, 2,
Budden was
1,
a
2, 3.
Phenomenal rapper.
Desert Storm,
Yo.
all that, nigga.
Desert Storm, shout out Clue, shout out DJ Envy, shout out
Bro,
R.I.P.
I
Stack
know
hold
my
on.
shit, bro.
R.I.P. Stack
Hold on,
Bundle.
wait.
R.I.P. Stack
I
Bundle
love
for
AD
sure.
again.
All right, let's get clarity.
Symba was about to land a point and he pulled away.
Let's get clarity right here. Let's get clarity right here. Just for
What's that
clarity.
bundle? On my
Hold on,
south
wait.
side niggas, where the fuck you
Dizzle,
at?
Dizzle.
On my, come on.
Clarity.
Go ahead.
Royce the 5'9" or Joe Budden? Clarity.
Joe Budden. And not by a lot, nobody go
And
crazy.
shout out
Clarity.
to Roy. But Joe,
Nicer.
Royce the 5'9" or Joe Budden?
come on, stack bundles. I smell
what are we-
pussy.
What?
man.
Your same shit you're on.
What is that on my phone?
Joe.
You're a smart AD.
Okay, so there we go. Look, he said same shit he was
Come on,
on.
bro.
Take out Royce the 5'9", insert Joe Budden.
But
I didn't give my 5. Joey's there.
to me, Royce is more of a tactician. So Royce is more of a poet than a rapper. To me. So when he was saying he go off drum, that's
Shout out
because
to
that's
Crooked
a
Eye.
poet thing.
Oh,
That's not a rapper thing. So like staying
Crooked
on
Eye
the
rap
drum,
niggas,
that's
so.
some rapper shit of being on cadence.
I'm with you.
Royce is more of a poet. So sometimes it might sound off beat to land what he's trying to say as a poet. That's why it's the same thing that I was saying with Kendrick and Jay. It's hard to compare Joe and Royce because it's two different styles, two different techniques. In my opinion. But if I had to pick one, I would say
water.
Joe.
I get a water.
yeah.
I don't know
Hey,
if
Desert
anybody
Water.
grab.
On my south side.
White.
Joe
Catch.
over Royce.
Thank you, brother.
Ooh.
No, Joe
Shout out
Budden-
Slaughterhouse,
Joe Budden
man.
has to be-
Slaughterhouse was
Mood
an amazing
music?
group, by the way.
Yo, let's talk about this, AD. Ordinary Love?
Man,
Oh, my God.
that
Joe
shit.
Budden, Ordinary Love.
It's
Everybody
safe
in the
to
chat, go
it's
run
safe
that
to
up.
say Joe Budden was the first.
Is Joe Budden underrated?
Yes.
Of course he is,
100%.
of course he is.
Yes, I'm gonna tell you why he's underrated. Oh, please, I hope they don't tear me up for this. Early Drake is Joe Budden.
Whoa.
Why you say that?
If you listen,
I'm gonna
if
Son's a fucking genius.
Let him land.
I'm ready to go with him.
if you listen to early Drake and the vulnerability in the rap, Joe was the first nigga that was not doing that shit that rappers was doing as far as talking about selling a bunch of drugs, beat niggas up and being the coolest nigga in the party. Joe will rap about walking in a party and catching his girl with a nigga that rap too. That was the first nigga as a rapper until I heard Kanye West, you know what I'm saying, say what he said. But that was the first motherfucker as a rapper that I heard physically tell the truth.
Yo.
My bitch is cheating on me,
So was he
and
speaking,
I don't like it.
Was he speaking from a fan's perspective of if a fan was a rap, talking about this rap nigga came and took his girl shit? Would you say that like it's a fan's
No. Joe, first of all,
Joe was just vulnerable with his shit.
Let me tell you something. Joe, when Joe was doing mood music, Joe's punchline format, the way that he was going at it, the way that he was putting his metaphors out, it was bleeding a lot, of honesty in it. Ordinary Love is the fullest example of exactly what he's talking about.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, right? When he's talking about one of the girls and then the abortion, all that shit, like
Right,
the
right.
miscarriage. Joe Budden is going crazy.
Being vulnerable.
What is the other one? When he's talking, it's not talking to God, but who's he talking to? I forgot. And he got the little deep voice, like he talking to God, and he's just being super.
Oh,
vulnerable.
Joe goes crazy.
Yeah,
Even 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Even when they go back and listen, give me 10 minutes. I just need. Oh God, it's ridiculous. Hold on. To land it, Joe Budden is the first rapper to do vulnerable rap. Joe Budden comes from the Eminem side, not just the Slaughterhouse.
Yeah.
Just being able to be like, I can say my true feeling. I can talk about pain. Joe Budden was also talking about not seeing his baby.
Yep.
When on this early, I'm talking about Desert Storm Joe Budden early.
Damn,
Kids don't know this.
I got the padded room in my fucking phone.
You're a fucking
That's
genius.
2009.
That's DJ
Facts.
on point over there. I promise you, you're a genius.
Pray for me.
Facts.
A lot of niggas. Let me tell you something. When I give these hot takes,
Yeah.
and people want to jump out the window, I'll be ready to smoke them. They don't
Yeah.
have enough rap intel.
Yeah.
You even saying that really, it makes me really go like. Even when AD's pulling out the stack bundles, people are unaware of this.
Yes.
They're unaware of what Joe Budden was doing. Shout out to A-Team. Shout out Ransom. Shout out Hitchcock. Hello.
Shout out to the 18.
This is a whole different game.
Facts.
Those guys go. Ransom is going to this day.
Ransom's hard.
Ransom is ridiculous. Ransom is top 3 in New Jersey.
What is that? What is that freestyle they did? And I was like,
Shout out
they all went
Ransom.
off. It was the Desert Storm freestyle.
Blackout.
It was Ransom. It was Joe Budden.
Blackout, banned from TV.
Yeah, that
they
shit,
go on
all
the
that
matter.
shit.
Yeah.
They went on, and Graf used to be over there too. Shout out Graf.
Shout out Graf,
Graf,
man.
too.
Graf for
Graf.
the one.
Nigga,
Shout out
Graf
to
hard.
We're gonna say people name today. Shout out to Graf.
Shout out Graf.
Shout out to the
That's
homie
really the
Graf.
homie.
These niggas can rap.
No,
Shout out
but
Graf.
Joe rapped so good, he couldn't make the record like a Drake. Right?
Right.
So it's like,
I respect that.
if you listen to the lyrics, sweatpants, head tied, chilling with no makeup on, that's when you the prettiest. I hope that you.
Take it
Joe
wrong.
just would have said it like, sweatpants, head tied, chilling with no makeup on, that's when you the prettiest. Hope that you don't take it wrong. Well, Drake
Yeah.
just said it, sweatpants, head
Yeah.
tied, chilling with no makeup on,
But
that's
it
when
sound
you
like
the
he talking to the
prettiest. I
female
hope
when
that
he
you
say
don't
that.
take it wrong. So it was easier to digest. But if you listen to their content and they subject matter and how they speak, even the timing of some of their
100%
punchlines
the punchline.
is very similar.
That's why they went. That's why they
Very
went at it at
similar.
the very beginning. And if you remember,
They going at it now.
Drake gave Joe his props at SOBs. How
I
about
didn't
this?
even
You
know
want the
that.
fucking hot take? Joe Budden is 100 times a better rapper than he is a podcaster. How about that for a fucking hot take?
I agree.
By a lot.
But
I
he's a
agree.
godfather of the podcast.
I don't think
mean,
nobody. I don't think nobody would argue that.
Now there's a lot of people who act like Joe Budden can't rap. There's a lot of people.
But that's
who
why
act
I
like
hate.
some suckers.
That's why I
He
hate when
can't
niggas.
rap. That Joe Budden can't rap.
Yeah.
That's why I
There's a
hate.
lot of
You know why
people
people
who
do
think
that? You know why
Nigga,
people
they
do
always
that?
joke and say pump it up.
Because I was just about to say.
That's like an easy go-to
The reason
joke.
people-
That's low-hanging
legendary
fruit.
song.
the
too.
reason people do that is because y'all attach hits to rap ability.
Ah.
Y'all always want to attach hits to shit.
If you don't got a hit, you can't rap.
It's a lot of niggas. I
If you
swear
don't
to
got a hit,
God.
you can't rap.
Listen. It's a lot of niggas.
That's
Good
crazy,
one.
right?
It's a lot of niggas on this planet in this game on my child cannot fuck with me, but they got more hits than me.
For sure.
And because of that,
That
I
makes them
can't
better.
argue.
That makes them better.
I can't argue because people will say I know their songs more. But if you put me and them face to face on a camera and tell that nigga to rap and tell me to rap, fuck that hit record.
Now
I'ma
listen.
fuck you up.
Talk your shit.
I'ma fuck you
Now
up.
that goes
every
back to
time.
what I was doing earlier. Listen,
Give him more dog
punch,
wool, AD.
punch. That goes back to what I was saying earlier. Let's peel
him
the
more
layers
dog.
back. Surface level, we can say niggas is better producers.
Yeah,
Let's
for
peel the
sure.
layers of skill.
Oh, we talking about.
So now what you're talking about is skill.
Still, yeah.
That's what I was saying with the producing shit.
100%.
So nigga, he may not have the hits,
That's what I said for real.
but he
That's
will
why
get
I
in that
agree with
ring
you.
and give a nigga work.
Somebody
Destroy
spoke
him.
this. I said that you
For
was
sure.
the best,
Destroy
the
him.
best like young nigga in the West.
Daylight.
Coast.
Shout out
By
Daylight.
a
Same shit.
landslide.
Niggas-
Daylight, same shit.
Daylight is destroying.
Daylight gonna
Niggas
give you a
anybody.
body.
Niggas don't even understand the wear and thaw it takes to rap like somebody like Daylight. Niggas don't
gonna get
understand
your body.
the research that it takes, the amount of dedication, the amount of waking up at 5 a.m. with nothing to do and just studying shit just to do it so you could have a punchline. Niggas don't even understand that.
Yeah.
So it's like
Deadly.
when I hear people rap, like some people come to me sometimes, you gotta drop more music, you gotta do this, you gotta do this. Went through a situation with Atlantic, boom, 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 cool, we out of that. The problem that I have with rap sometimes is like people base your ability to rap off your accolades.
Right.
That's
Right. That's fact.
And if we take away the accolades and you just peel back what I'm saying, name a nigga in hip hop
Go back to layers.
that's penitentiary chances, record label advances, predatorial practices keeping us from advancing. They put a price on your innocence. Ignorance isn't fashion. Eulogies in your caption. Dying became a passion. The internet converted corporations to a catfish. Exaggerated status only validates your capping. See, IG replaced the OGs. Some of them stagnant because the examples that they set was modified to move us backwards. I'm on the phone with Bust. We chop it up about so much that I can't discuss. I listen to him because every key he gave me opened doors I couldn't get into. A lot of y'all advice lack experience and principles. Came up off advantages of niggas you was living through. Ran into a bread and got some bird and now it's pigeon food. Niggas playing keep up, chasing everything these bitches do. Okay, you got a Benz, I got a Benz, but the difference is I've drove every class. I'm the principal.
Come
It ain't
on.
too many niggas that could do that.
Peel the layers back, nigga.
Ain't too many niggas that could do that. But I do that.
Peel the
Hold
layers
on.
back.
But I do that, and niggas just say, I'll do that. Look, pun. I'll do that, and niggas just say, that's all he can do.
That's all he can do.
Let me say something. Who is
Like
the
it ain't a skill.
And
No,
that's fucked
let-
up to even say that.
That's
Let's start
all
here.
he can do.
Let's start here. Who is the they, not the name? Who is the role? Who is saying that?
The masses.
When we say the they, we're talking
The labels.
masses, the labels,
So
the
you're talking the
people,
fans?
the
We're talking the
socials,
labels.
the
Because,
comments.
hey,
No, let's walk it through,
Punch,
'cause now we
a
gonna deal with that.
a
It
nigga
start
will-
with the labels.
A nigga will sit here
Let's
and
attack.
say, they will sit here and hear that and will look at numbers and say,
Yeah.
that equates you.
Yeah.
Can I be now we start talking about
And that's where the business comes in at.
Okay.
Because they're
Punch.
not going to shell out that money
I'm gonna go crazy.
if they feel
Go
they
crazy, bud.
rather see somebody. They say, oh, they got an upward trend. This is a great investment to put in business wise. But this is the reason why the music industry is fucked up as a whole. It's the worst that it's ever is now because people are following trends
Punch ready to
instead
cook.
of following the artist.
Yes.
I'm back.
And
Cook,
it's always
Punch.
going to come back to the artist.
Cook punch.
Now we gonna go crazy. This is what I go viral for every other fucking day lately. The hip hop culture as an entire culture needs representation and needs a unified
Facts.
voice.
Facts.
When I be talking that punch for president, it's because I have enough sense to speak for the culture, and I definitely can speak for my generation. My generation would yell for me to have more power because of shit like this. One, when a nigga is rapping and someone says, yeah, but this can't happen, don't talk. Because we're not asking that. What we gotta stop doing is awarding things in different spaces. We gotta allow niggas to be nice, rap, artist, sales. It is not the same.
Not the
And
same.
we have to also understand and don't confuse it and don't knock something because it doesn't have the unified statistical success that other categories do. We gotta stop doing that. These are the number one changes. Other changes that we really gotta do is we gotta stop acting like your goal is not to make a club move. So we cannot compare him against someone who's making a club move and compare the style of record when it's goal. All music, another thing, all music, like I'm telling you, I want to pass laws in the culture. Music judgment in hip hop, and every nigga that I've ever been around has looked at me and said, I love how that's worded. All music should be judged only against the artist's intention of where he wanted that record heard. That needs to be law. That means if I'm like, I want you to feel something, and they be like, but it won't sell, that's not my goal.
It wasn't my goal.
That's not the goal.
Don't move my goalposts.
Don't try to make my fucking song a TikTok song.
Facts.
Oh my God.
Facts.
The reality at hand is, what is my goal? My goal is to make you feel something. Did you feel something? Yeah, but don't go but. Then I hit my fucking goal.
Yep.
Then I'm great at what I set out to be.
Facts.
Don't change nothing. See, what we try to do is we knock too much. Everybody wants to be the superstar effect. But teams don't win without the role player.
Facts.
The role player gets knocked down and acting like they don't have a value because they're a role player. There is not one team in all history of sports, football, baseball, basketball, hockey, soccer, that does not have everybody to play a role. The superstar sounds cute, but that person's role is just to shoot more.
Yeah.
There's no role that is the superstar.
Boy.
That's branded and marketed on you. If your role is to do this, and what Symba just did said, I'm gonna make the room feel something.
Right.
He's looking at Punch, he looked at AD, he looked at Punch and said, yo, watch when I go, are you hearing me? I'm gonna make y'all niggas feel that I could rap. Goal achieved.
Achieved.
You've achieved the goal. The problem is the representation and the political powers in the culture that keep trying to move the goalposts to suit their narrative at that present point.
Boy.
You niggas disgust me.
And
Yeah.
that's
You
and
niggas disgust me.
I'm glad you said that because I hate
That's
you
fact.
niggas too. I hate you niggas too.
Talk about it.
I hate you motherfuckers who your friend caught a fucking hit record and now you got an executive VP position and now you telling the next artist to do what worked for your funky ass friend. This ain't your friend, bro. This ain't your friend. And the problem is
Make a record like Meek Mill. Talk about it.
Nah, for real. The problem is the industry keep people like a Punch or a Ray Daniels or a Hitmaker away from being an executive because they know these niggas know they gonna make me have to show up every day to work. They gonna fuck up my check because they know what they talking about and I can't get away with just freelance work no fucking more. I love what he just said because that's the main fucking problem in hip hop is we got too many people running it that don't come from it.
Ooh.
There's too many motherfuckers that run our industry that don't come from it, that don't understand what he just said.
All the way across.
The man just said my goal was to make you feel something. To make you feel something. I went in there and wrote this rap and recorded this so you could feel something, we could relate to each other as human beings. My intent wasn't to make a hit record. Now, a hit record comes with experience or momentum, luck, whatever it may be.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying?
Nah. Hit record comes from the bag. Stop the fuckery.
That's a whole nother
Stop
conversation.
the whole shit. No, that's the
It's a
real
whole nother
convo.
conversation.
Stop the bullshit.
Because if we
Let's
really
stop
want to
the
talk
bullshit.
about it,
Let me-
I gave hits that money wasn't behind.
Woo.
Niggas can't tell me Gotta Love It with me and Ty Dolla $ign wasn't a hit.
Run it up.
Niggas can't tell me Big Homie wasn't a hit. Niggas can't tell me me and Roddy didn't give one.
Let me tell you something.
I hate on you, bro.
They had no money
Let
behind it.
me tell you something.
And see, and people,
You hate on this man.
They'll sit there, and it's crazy too, because you'll drop music and niggas will be like, well, why this shit ain't reaching, you know what I'm saying? It's like, nigga, if y'all understood
Right now.
what it costs.
Hold on. It's a record right now, AD, from the homie Cocky Kai. Let's
Brooklyn.
talk about it
Oh,
right
Cocky
now.
Kai.
Brooklyn.
Called Dark Nights.
That's Brooklyn. That's my bro. I had him on the FaceTime.
It's a record right now
Cocky Kai.
from Cocky Kai called Dark Nights.
Talk about it.
If somebody come put the bag behind that
outta
record,
here.
he's top 10 and he's out of here. But who gonna take the chance?
Hey, so does that mean
he's gonna jump?
does that
Who gonna
mean the
take the
culture
You get bonus points for that.
does that mean the culture
Oh, yeah.
the culture don't create hits no more?
Okay, let's talk about it right now. The culture does not
No.
create hits. There is no
Facts.
that is. Let me tell you something. That has been a fallacy the entire time that's been fed to us. We've been marketed that bullshit our whole life. It is not true. Let me tell you something. Y'all want to walk down truth, but let's talk truth.
Let's talk truth.
The reality at hand is that the labels was controlling the funnel of what is a hit record the entire time, our entire life.
This is true.
The real reality is like this. When we were young niggas coming up, you know what we thought was a hit record? If 106 in Park played it. How the
Facts.
fuck did it land there?
Facts.
Like it was magically there.
Yeah.
Find me one record on 106 in Park that went number one. That was independent. Find it to me.
And
you will
Punch,
not.
You want to know?
It
you
did
wanna
not
know
happen.
You want to know the fucked up part about all this shit is?
Talk
too?
about it.
If you look at shit like Unsung and you look at all those 90s artists, R&B and hip hop, they had to sign shitty ass deals
Yep.
to even get the hit record.
Yep.
And then once their term was over, they had to go back to working regular jobs with culture shifting music.
Man, some of them niggas had
It's
to sign
fucked up.
deals. Some of them niggas had to sign deals just to get in a studio.
Nigga,
Studios
get in a
wasn't
studio.
even available to them
Damn.
like that, bro.
but think about that too is, nigga, you had to go, it wasn't no independent. You had to go through certain labels and certain channels to even get your video played, to even hit the radio. It wasn't even possible
Facts.
for you back then.
Facts.
So even now with the internet, it's still controlled, but it's only so much. If something go viral on TikTok tomorrow, all they gonna do is try to invest in that motherfucker.
You want to know what I hate? You want to know what I hate the most out of all this shit?
Got valid points right there.
You want to know what I hate the most out of all this shit? And nobody wants to say it, but people say it, but it gets overlooked. These fucking playlists, right?
Oh man,
these motherfuckers make you kiss their ass to get on these playlists, bro.
Curated playlists.
And it be nerds running that shit. That'd be the worst part. And they use that shit to their advantage. Make you take them out to dinner. Make you take them. I hate that the game is like that now.
But it's like that across the board with any.
That's the only way for them to keep their importance.
I hate that shit.
Yo, punch for president.
Punch for president.
I wanna talk. I wanna defend niggas that have sense. What Punch just said, y'all not understanding. Y'all like as a fan.
That's because niggas is sheep.
Yo, hold on. I gotta piggyback off what AD said. AD made a point where they had to because there was nowhere to go. I want to be clear for a second. Hip hop music had two funnels to come from, and it literally was coming from BET or MTV in the early years. If your record was not on either, you didn't have a record.
It was either 106 in Park or Direct Effect.
That's crazy.
You're done. If you're not on those, if you are not funneled through that, you are not. And then there were the Ludacris's and the Nellies who were able to get to TRL, and there were the 50 Cents who were able to get to the TRL, and Ja Rules who were able to get to the TRL.
And these is niggas who had full label support.
Understatement. You get what I'm saying? Right. Understatement. But what A is saying is right. Y'all gotta understand there was so much control that records where we think now that's a smash. No, that record got money spent on it. There's so many records that could have been hit records.
And I'm gonna talk about it.
Because without you can make anything a hit if you put the right money behind it.
Now it goes back to my point.
Facts.
That's why he's like, yo, the hit gotta feel none of that shit.
Nah.
It's the bag.
It's the bag.
It's the bag.
Even when TikTok says, yeah, we can make shit pop.
It's
all algorithm.
The government did some shit back in the days. I think it was like War.
That shit ain't no algorithm. You can pay for TikTok to pop.
I think it was like World War I or World War II. They did some shit called MK Ultra. Right? It was an experience where they'd hypnotize people. That's all a hit record is. You're spending money for people to hear this shit so much that they start liking it. They done heard the shit so goddamn much that it's stuck in their goddamn head. But if the song that make you feel something had that same budget behind it, you'd feel the hit record a lot more.
100%. This is not even a question.
And that's sometimes
hit records just mean that the record played so much that you memorized it. Let me tell you something, and this goes to everybody. Anybody in this chat, if the chat is here, anybody who reposts this and being real, there is no such thing as a hit record without the bag.
No.
You want that to be a quotable. There's no such thing as a hit record without the bag. Without the bag, it's not a hit.
Now, it may get attention
for sure
without the bag.
Very limited. Very limited.
But for it to go global,
man, it's
a young to last past 2 weeks, eh?
Yeah.
You know what? You know how expensive it is to maintain a record on a timeline?
Yes.
So young homie.
Young Dolph said, nigga, he used to spend $100,000 for a record just to get played at radio.
It's a young homie. It's a young homie in the Bay right now. Got a record that's going up. I'm not gonna say his name because I don't want to, feel like I'm dimming his light or whatever. But record was going up in the Bay. Everybody fucking with the Bay. One of the DJs from the Bay that I work with called me. He like, what you think of this record? I'm like, damn, it's dope. I'm like, y'all should go get Tyga. Right? Like, this will help expand the reach of the record from the Bay to travel down to Los Angeles, different places, boom, boom, boom.
The entire
boom.
coast when Tyga touch it.
They go get an influencer. Right? So now the record becomes a parody, right? So I think that was the wrong move because now the record sounds like a joke to where it's only going to live within where it's at because the money's not behind it to get it out of that status.
I'm with you.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now, if you get the Tyga feature, you put some money behind it.
It's going to go.
Now you moving it outside of the Bay Area, and now you talking about Fresno, you talking about Bakersfield, you talking about Los Angeles, you talking about Nevada, you talking about all these different things.
Tyga's big, bro.
They didn't understand it. Now the record's dying.
Can I ask y'all niggas a question? Why is Tyga not like niggas be? Why is he not respected like that?
That's
what do you mean?
That's an AD question.
Because I mean, Tyga has Jesus,
I tell you,
am I reaching?
I tell you,
what do you say? Tyga has 30, 40 hit records.
Yeah.
I tell
like,
you,
why is he not ever on a list or
I would
anything?
give you a simple.
I'm told AD.
I'll
Put
give
me
you a
on.
simple answer, bro.
Why is Tyga not respected?
Yeah, why
AD?
you ain't respected, AD? Break it down.
I would give you a simple answer, bro.
What's your answer?
And it's weird, but
No,
it's fucked up.
No, it's not.
Listen,
Just say it.
I'm gonna tell you. It always goes down to gangbang culture, bro. Out here,
I swear I was about to say that.
So what-
gangbang
so what?
culture. Basically, if you not a, and it's crazy too because niggas coming up will sit here now and be like, you know what, I have to join or have some type of affiliation to get recognition out here. It was like that for a long period of time. So when you talk about this is niggas is popping, this young niggas in the streets and all that, Tyga will never get his respect because no one could ever link him to no hood. No one can ever vouch for him and say, oh yeah, he's this, woo, 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 this. Now, when he did get around certain niggas at the end of the day, that's when motherfuckers started like, hey, really pushing up and, hey, I'll fuck with him more and shit like that. But he does deserve to get his credit because he is one of the niggas that's putting them lights on for niggas out here, for sure.
Wait, just for clarity. So being from LA, you're saying without being associated to gangbang quality or gangbang whatever background, you can't pop?
No, I'm saying at the time, it kind of seemed like that. Now you could do anything.
Because he's still rapping right now. He's still putting out records.
He's still putting out records.
So why aren't you getting respect?
He's saying respect.
Okay, so why isn't he getting respect right now?
It still moves by gangbanging street culture.
This what AD saying.
It still moves like that.
This what AD saying.
Can I just break them down real quick?
Go ahead.
I just want to know, with Tyga, you're saying still today, he's not getting respect because of
It's the same reason why.
Because he's not from a gang?
Damn near don't have no affiliation. It's the same reason why niggas don't be saying, they don't be putting Tyler in their top 10s or anything like that.
Yep.
It's the same shit.
That's crazy.
What AD is
from
saying.
From our side,
I'm gonna tell you what AD is saying.
You walking through and I'm gonna tell you where we are.
Right quick. When you're from LA,
I'm with you.
and chat,
it's a two-part.
all the gangbangers in the chat, I am a Bay nigga. I do not gangbang. Do not get mad at me for saying what I'm about to say. But this is something I've noticed. Something I've noticed coming from the Bay Area.
Yeah.
When you gangbang and you are from LA, you have a built-in marketing system. You have a built-in fan base depending on what you banging.
Mm-hmm.
So as long as you cater to that, no matter how commercial you go or how hood you go, you'll get respect and you'll get support.
Got you.
But here's the counter. You have a lower ceiling.
That's a fact.
You have a lower ceiling.
That's a fact.
You have a real lower ceiling.
You have a real lower ceiling. But what AD is saying is, let's say, bro, who we was talking about.
But the entry level, niggas don't think about that ceiling until they get in them spaces.
There hasn't been anyone to pop out of LA that could bang Crip the magnitude of Snoop Dogg since Snoop Dogg.
But what AD is saying is,
you know what I'm saying?
Roddy Rich got a diamond record though.
He can't bang Crip.
No.
but
Even with Roddy Rich music, he says it
But Roddy Ricch
here, but if you're from
Crip.
here, you understand it. If you're from the outskirts, you don't understand what he's saying when he sounds from the Yajets.
OT. I'm asking.
He banged.
Okay,
From
OT
outside.
had hit records. But did it come from Crippin' or did it come from...
And that's
it
because
felt like he's on
and
stage.
mind
He
you,
on stage giving
that's
it up.
my that's
walking
my that's
everywhere.
my
But he's
hey,
also
Punch,
making
Punch.
a hit record.
I'm gonna keep it real.
You gotta make a hit record.
That's my brother. That's my right hand man.
Yeah.
A lot of that success is also because niggas thought he was from somewhere else.
Where they thought OT was from?
They didn't think he was from LA.
because of the way his
Hands
sound
down.
was.
Where
His
did
song
people talk?
structure and all that.
His record didn't get
they
broke
thought-
out here.
His record got broke in New York.
His record got
I
broke in
know
New York.
that, but what I'm saying, so you felt like
They never equated him.
West Coast didn't
y'all
break
thought
OT
we thought it was
Genesis.
OT
West
was a
Coast
New
didn't
York
break
nigga?
OT.
West Coast didn't break OT Genesis.
Nope.
I know we did. I was one of the niggas going crazy with it. You
Yeah.
get what I'm saying? I'm in
But
the
I'm
club with it.
saying, when you first heard,
A
when
lot of
niggas
people
first
thought he
heard
was
of
from
him,
the South.
They thought he was from the South.
They thought he was from the
so
South.
South. Y'all
It's
say
the
South.
same.
once
It's the
and once
same thing
Coco
with
got
Roddy
big
Ricch.
like
Buster.
crazy, Then
It's the same.
Then
He has
niggas
a
like,
slight
oh, okay.
accent. He has a
It's
slight
the
accent. when he
same
rap.
thing with Roddy Ricch. So I always say with Roddy
Same
Ricch,
as Roddy. Same
with
as
Roddy Ricch had a sound that connected to the South. The difference is he didn't have the Southern accent, so the world could kind of understand. Jumping out the coop with the box, you could understand every word to where it was digestible more than somebody who had the Southern slur.
I think when we say the last real gang member to cross New Mexico, because you know West Coast artists have a hard time. Some have a hard time crossing Arizona. Some have a hard time crossing New Mexico to cross over to Texas.
I'm with you.
Once you get to Texas, now you're getting to the South.
I'm with you.
Would you say the last West Coast actual gang member from a hood out here to pop off and cross is YG?
No.
Roddy.
But we don't look. Okay, listen, I get that. Hear me out. And AD, you know this is.
Are you talking about?
This is a deeper politics.
Okay.
This is off camera politics.
Okay.
You know what I'm
So you
saying?
talking about? Okay, I get what you're saying. Are you talking about branding wise?
A real gang member.
Branding wise, YG has been thorough the whole time saying Paru.
Exactly.
It has been successful.
Gang member.
Reached out of here, gang member wise.
Making gangbang music.
YG.
Blood and all that gangbang music, cripping, whatever. That's really that.
Yeah.
YG is making nigga out from B, P, T. He banging.
Big fact.
You know what I'm saying? So I would say YG would be the last true. And some, you know, if you're from here, from LA, you're going to have your politic on where he's from. I get it. But at the end of the day, he's from where he's from.
Yes.
Let's, you know. But
I think national.
But
he's
YG
the last
didn't
one.
really. But this.
Nationally, will still say
YG
OT in there.
started with this.
Nationally, will still say OT.
YG
Okay.
started with this, and he continued past farther.
Y'all educate
OT
me really
and YG.
fast.
OT
Who
and
comes off
YG.
first? Who popped for YG is before him.
YG
popped before everybody.
YG before
We're
everybody.
up, right? That's his first
No.
nigga.
Toot and Booty.
No,
Toot and Booty. Pardon me.
Toot and Booty, 50 Cent.
My fault.
That's what I was
meant
about
Toot
to
and
bring
Booty.
up.
50 Cent got on a remix and Cross Mode.
I said up wrong. I meant Toot and Booty.
Yeah.
That's his first record.
That wasn't a gangbang record.
It wasn't a gang bang record, but in LA, we knew the affiliation.
And the branding of how they, promoted him was he was a Paru from Compton.
Got you.
And that was his entry into the game.
And his era was a new era of gang banging.
And he was the first to get signed from the new era. Tyga, everybody came after YG.
They were having fun and they were tattooed up. This was a new era gangbanging.
He was part of the jerking era.
Tight pants.
He was one of the main niggas in the jerking era. He ended up going to jail. And it died when he went to jail. And when he got out of jail, nigga, his shit started, it kept moving with the momentum.
YG came after Game, and YG popped off, so you can't say Game was the last person. YG definitely popped off. We're talking about true essence of gang member music.
YG, I think on a national level, we'll claim OT as well.
OT and YG.
I think at the beginning it might have been a little blurry, but I think that they 100% look at him like a LA nigga.
Niggas forget that OT was running around with G Unit too.
Yeah,
it
was signed to G Unit, and that's what the Buster relationship everything.
But when he was signed to G Unit,
it didn't go.
It didn't do
at all.
It didn't do anything.
Yeah,
so
it wasn't until Buster came.
Yeah.
But mind you,
that's why I said Buster on it.
That song was out of here.
No, it wasn't even that though. It was Touchdown. He had a song called Touchdown.
Big facts.
I remember that.
Touchdown. Niggas was going to clubs, 2-3 clubs a night, performing that motherfucker. Buster happened to be in one of the clubs, signed the nigga. You feel me? Got the deal with Atlantic. And that's the record that got him to deal with Atlantic.
Yeah.
And then Atlantic was like, okay, put him in the studio, Gay Cuz, Unlimited, everything. Niggas was not producing a record. Niggas was partying, going stupid, going crazy to where they was about to drop Cuz. You feel me? Really about to drop him. They're like, nigga, where the fuck is all this money going? Where's the hit? Right? Shot videos for some other records that never even came out.
This is 2013, 2014.
Nigga, this is like 2012, 2013.
2012, okay.
Cub made Coco, right? Nigga, the label at this point, they tired of Cub. You feel me? Nigga, they don't even want to put no money up for the video.
Crazy.
Nigga, Buster, he liked the record. Cub went and did the video, put his own money up because they didn't want to give him no more chili for the shit. Nigga, next thing you know, nigga, it's viral everywhere. Now them niggas is like, oh, we don't want to drop this nigga no more. He done came with one. But that came from Cub's own pocket.
That happens often though.
Yeah.
That happens often though. So,
and I ain't gonna lie, I was telling him, I'm like, hey, bro, these niggas is mad. We partying. I'm like, hey, bro, nigga, you gotta do something. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like, nigga, this shit's getting a little. I'm talking about niggas wilding though, wilding. Then that shit came out. Nigga changed the whole trajectory with everything. Oh God.
yo, let me.
That's a good one. Somebody threw in Schoolboy Q. Schoolboy Q that was before YG, right? When he came out with TD.
No.
Schoolboy Q came after.
Q came after, but once again, Q lane was a whole different lane.
Hey, you know what? Now that I'm breaking it, now that you brought that up, Toot and Buddha ain't the record that sent YG out of here. It was My Nigga. When he went to Atlanta.
My nigga made a mainstream.
When he went to
My nigga made a
that's what sent him out of here.
Tooted and Buddha got him the Def Jam deal.
But it didn't send him out of here.
Tooted and Buddha got him California.
It didn't send him out of here.
He already had California.
No, I know.
I know when the Bay heard Tooted and Booted, everybody, and he was coming up there doing shows.
One thing, at one period of time, it was 2 rappers in LA that was coming up in the streets, nigga. It was Tay F3rd and it was YG. Them was the niggas, the new era that had the shit.
That was their
we
era.
rocking with.
Yeah.
That was our era. I'm talking about niggas our age.
See,
But
in
then
the
it
day,
moved up-
all we
it
heard
moved up
about
to
was
our
YG
era.
From Tooted and
It
Booted.
moved
Then
up
it
to our
moved
era
up.
when it was YG and Problem.
Yes.
And this
Then
is
it
why I'm
moved
saying.
up.
This is why I'm speaking.
But this is after the Def Jam deal.
This is why I'm speaking, because I know when he elevated, because him and Problem was neck and neck. I know when it elevated, it was the My Nigga record. He went out there and signed
Yeah,
to
he was
Jeezy.
out of here.
And when he came with the My Nigga record, that record broke off in
It was outta
Atlanta.
here. It was out of here.
And niggas was like,
There was a lot
damn,
of
he got
momentum
one.
behind it.
Yeah.
And it was
Quan
totally
was
different from what he was putting out, because it was slower
And
down.
it had Quan
My
on
nigga,
it.
my
And-
nigga.
Yeah.
Brand new rich homie Quan.
Yeah.
Nigga.
Yeah.
Jesus, it was gone.
I remember that shit. I was like, damn, he got one. He got one. But yeah, that was definitely the record that sent him out of here.
Yeah.
So,
That shit is crazy.
shout out YG, by the way.
Yo, let me ask y'all a question. I got another take where I asked this, and y'all brought up Roddy Ricch. What do you feel, all of y'all? What do y'all feel about like the rappers, the melodic rappers? I don't think that they should be in any category. I think they should have their own category.
I
Like
agree.
Roddy Ricch, Lil
Nah,
Baby,
nah,
Lil Durk. No, I'm dead ass. A Boogie. They're all different. They're not singers. They're not rappers.
Still rap though.
It's still,
Nah, they're not rapping.
it's art. It's art, bro.
Nah,
Still
they're
rap.
their own genre, bro. Am I bugging?
It's art.
You think Roddy Ricch?
You're
I'm gonna
not
ask you a question.
bugging.
If they're for rap record of the year, let's just say Symba had a record. You think it's fair? And I want to use that word really honest. That Symba and Roddy Ricch are fighting for the same exact award?
It's rap. It's
Nah.
hip hop.
I disagree.
It's still rap, bro.
In the words of G Malone, it comes from urban culture.
It
comes
yes,
from urban culture.
You're right
Come
there.
from urban
I
culture?
think
No, I think it's short ending our culture. What you saying?
It's
I'ma
not
tell you why.
culture?
No, you're short ending it by saying it. It should have its own.
No, like
It's
G Malone
art.
says, it comes from urban street culture. It always comes back.
He's an
around
artist
to
from
that.
urban culture. Roddy Ricch is an artist from urban
Yes.
culture. They're both talking about the same thing. They're just presented a different way.
And Roddy be spitting. He may do a melodic.
They're presented a different way.
If I had
But it's
$100
hip-hop.
every time nigga
It's
fell
hip-hop.
off, he's rapping. He's
No,
just
he
doing
got-
it melodic.
He got bars. Because
He's
he's
saying it melodic,
potently
though.
writing, but it's not rap.
So would you
It's not
separate? Would you
rap.
separate West Coast? Would you separate Draco and Greedo?
You said separate what?
Draco and Greedo.
I don't
No.
listen to him.
No. Do I separate
they're
them?
the same.
They're the same.
They the same.
Roddy
What-
Ricch
what he
and
said-
Symba. It's the
No.
same thing.
No, it's not.
Draco's rapping. Roddy
Roddy
Ricch
Ricch
is.
and Symba ain't the same.
It's two different.
No, I'm saying,
things,
listen,
and
no,
that's
I'm
what he's
saying it's two different styles, but are you
No.
going to separate them because
Listen,
they're two different styles?
This what Punch saying, Pun. This what Punch saying. Let's take Royce the 5'9", right? Let's say Royce the 5'9", nigga,
And Future.
makes a credible record this year, and it just takes off, and it do numbers, right? It do numbers, and it start getting traction, and then Future drop, and then Future come with something that tear the clubs up. It's like they should be in the same category. Like it's two different.
They're not.
It's two
A
different
Boogie
things.
is not.
So what category-
A Boogie
what-
is not. It's not.
Okay,
Jay
What do you want to
Boogie-
put in? What do you want to put in?
I like
would
A
you-
Boogie. I like A Boogie's
wanna
music.
name it.
It's like
I wanna
melodic
name it.
rap.
Okay.
Have their
A
own
Melodic
thing.
rap.
A Boogie is not a lyricist, but he's
There's a million
But
people
A
that
Boogie would
go
have to
down.
go
Hey,
against
what's
There's people that
Nas.
would go against what you're
But
saying
A
now.
Boogie would have to
Now,
go
no.
against Nas
I
at the
love A Boogie's
Grammys.
music. Nigga, that first album, fuck bitches, nigga, I feel that. But it was more like, it was more of the feeling like, nigga, his girl, nigga cheated on him, he going crazy, he's sitting there
You're talking
speaking
about the
that
quality
shit.
of music, bro.
Yes,
No,
but
but-
I'm saying, I will put A Boogie and Roddy Ricch in the same category.
Would you
Correct.
put?
That's
what I'm
Yes.
saying.
Would you
Lil
put A
Baby,
Boogie and Nas in the
thank
same
you.
category?
No.
So that's all he's saying.
Fuck.
No,
That's all he's
What are
saying.
we saying?
I'm not rolling with that.
That's all he's
That's it.
saying.
Now that's
I'm not
three
rolling with
against
that.
one, Pun.
No, I'm not
Three
rolling with
against
that though.
It has
Because that's just some shit that just started with all these niggas starting to sing and shit.
Just started?
Right?
That
Where they
shit
where they
been going on for
No,
20
listen,
years
listen.
now.
The only nigga that was really
Drake
doing
been
like
hot since
what was they calling it?
2008, bro. What are you talking
Nate
about?
Dogg was in a lane of his own doing that sound.
was.
Bro.
Lane of his own. Nobody was doing that on West
You
Coast.
could, but
Nobody.
Nate Dogg was
But-
not doing
but
what
you-
Drake
Listen.
and Kanye West
Listen.
was doing
Nate Dogg is
in
Listen.
06.
Listen
Nate
though.
Dogg is
Listen. How old are you?
Nate Dogg, nigga, Nate
How old are you?
Dogg
How old are
Y'all not
How are
about
you?
to sit
Bro,
up here
how do
and
you,
tell
Symba?
me.
Symba, how old are you?
Was the GOAT, bro.
Nobody
Y'all
was
not
doing
about
what
to
Nate Dogg
sit-
was doing on the
Nobody
West
doing
Coast.
Nate Dogg
Listen.
doing.
Listen,
And
listen.
Nate got
Listen.
records with everybody.
Listen,
Listen,
From
bro.
Eminem all the way down.
Nobody was
you
doing
have to
that.
compare Blast to Nate Dogg.
The last.
You can't
Another one.
fucking
That's real.
say
That's real.
Kanye West in the night. I hear him talk. Coldest story
I hear
ever
you. I hear
told.
you.
Somewhere
I hear
far
you.
along. You can't compare
I
that
hear
to
you.
Nate Dogg.
I hear you.
That's two different things.
But Nate Dogg wasn't separated.
But no.
Nate Dogg wasn't separated.
But now let me
And guess what? He stepped the fuck up.
And they
He stepped the fuck up,
they
nigga.
Looked at him. They looked at him as a West Coast.
So what I'm gonna say
rapper.
to your little
They
testament,
never
your
called
little
him a
shit you
singer.
saying? All the little second niggas who you feel need to be separated. No, nigga, step they shit up. That's all I'm saying. It comes from the same background. We talking about the same shit. We talking about the same shit. We talking about
that's culture.
Nigga, they're not talking about culture.
Genre.
Hey, because A Boogie is urban street culture.
Can I be real?
Even if the subject matter is different.
Are they more R&B than rap? Are they more R&B than rap?
It's hip hop.
Are they more R&B?
Exactly. Roddy Ricch is hip hop, but they're
right?
not rap or R&B. They're their own, and they should have their own. They should have their own genre.
Would you say
I'm out.
They're all under hip hop.
I'm out.
Nigga, that's still
Well, give all them super backpack niggas their own lane
all
then.
Punch is saying
Give them backpack niggas their own lane then.
All Punch is saying is it should be entitled in front of the kind of hip hop.
So do we gotta give backpack rappers their own lane?
What I'm saying is, would you put T-Pain and Black Thought in the same scenario?
No.
Would you put Akon and Lupe Fiasco in the same category?
Are you asking me?
Yes.
Black Thought can't fuck with T-Pain. Nigga. So that's the real answer. That's the real answer.
As a songwriter, yes. As a songwriter, yes.
Okay.
As a songwriter, you're probably right. As a rapper,
right here, pass it.
As a rapper,
nigga.
What would you consider Blast?
I would consider
that
Blast
okay.
that I would consider him a hybrid.
No, nigga, put a name on it.
I don't have a name
The
for
melodic
it.
rap.
Because
It's a hybrid.
when they describe him, they say he's a hip hop artist.
Because that's what they do to bunch us all in a fucking category
It's a race
so we
thing.
can all
Yes.
compete for the same shit.
Yes.
You see, they give
God.
them niggas alternative rock,
Thank you.
alternative this,
Yes.
alternative
Okay.
rock.
Soft rock.
It ain't just
Who?
pop,
Heavy rock.
soft rock,
Put a name
light
on
rock,
it.
heavy
Put a
rock,
name on it.
alternative
Put a
rock.
name on it. Who gets alternative
Soft rock, pop rock.
The genres. We could go to Apple Music.
Name an artist.
I don't listen to
that's a
alternative
hip-hop
rock.
artist that they said is alternative.
Post
Because you
Malone.
just said it. Post Malone makes country music, nigga.
Now.
But he started
But
off
I'm
with
just
White
saying.
Iverson.
Yes, he started off with White Iverson. That was hip hop. Right now, Post
And
Malone
he used
music,
hip hop to go to where he going,
but
just like
right
that.
now he's
I
not
was about to
making
say
hip hop.
something. I was about to say too much. My bad.
And then they started some shit called like mood music.
Right now,
mood
he's
music.
making. Nigga, he just did a record with Morgan Wallen. He's making country music, bro.
Correct now.
I like Morgan
when he
Wallen.
First came, yeah, he
I'm
are.
not gonna say
When
He's
he
hard.
first came in.
You hate
when
no
he
Morgan
first came
Wallen?
in,
No, I'm
Post
not
Malone
gonna-
is no longer a rapper, bro.
Post Malone
He should
gone.
have never been a
He's
rapper.
gone.
He's always been.
He
the
used rap.
That's fine. MGK.
How are you overlooking
same way.
that? AD. That's a.
You missing
Whoa!
the point, AD.
MGK still rap.
He's out of here.
You
MGK
missing
is from the
point.
culture.
He's a rock.
He
He's from the
used
culture,
rap.
He's a
He's from the
rock
culture.
He used rap to get to where he
When I go to
got.
Cleveland, MGK is hanging with all the niggas. He's in the
Still
city.
hanging on that.
MGK
He was
rap.
just-
He's with the
Man,
niggas.
MGK
He was just
just
at
rapped
Coachella.
a few weeks ago
No.
With
on
T
a
Grizzly.
song with me, him, and Sauce Walk.
was
Talk your
just
shit.
on-
He's still
he was
rapping.
just
He
on
still
stage
rap.
with
Show
3
me
6
fucking
Mafia.
Post Malone
But I'm
rapping,
saying
bro.
this.
He said MGK used the culture.
MGK
He did not
is
use the culture.
able, nigga, when he want to, he could drop a rock album, nigga, and go totally this way, bro.
But guess what?
So
when
it
you go
brings back
when you
the
go hang with
operation
MGK, guess
and
what? He hang with all niggas.
Yes, he hangs with all niggas.
All his
Shout out
crew
to
is
the homie
niggas.
Jumbo, all them niggas, bro, them the homies. Of course,
I'm
nigga, I
not
know that
saying-
shit.
I'm not
But
saying-
when you break it down to race shit, only white motherfuckers can sit there and go back and forth into the culture.
You're saying it backwards. You're saying it backwards.
No,
he's
I'm
not.
not.
He's not
I'm
using
not.
hip hop. He's using that other genre.
He said motherfuckers.
He's from this genre
Listen,
though.
He said motherfuckers can sit there and go alternative and do all this. I said put a name on it.
MGK
He's
from
only
this
gonna
genre.
Name white rappers. He's not gonna name black people.
MGK is from this
Shaboozey,
genre.
nigga.
Oh wait.
Shaboozey is not a rapper.
So Post Malone is?
Shaboozey is a country artist, nigga, from the start.
Listen, bro.
From the start.
So you gonna say Post Malone a
Shaboozey
rapper and Shaboozey's
Is-
not?
Okay.
Lil
what
Wayne
is it?
used country music.
White Iverson versus fucking
Shaboozey's song is from a fucking rapper.
Yes,
Nigga.
But what song is it?
Everybody in the
What
club
song is
get
it, though?
tipsy.
But what song is it? though?
Jaquan.
Do the white people that listen to
Jaquan.
that? Do the white people that listen to that know that came from Jaquan?
Everybody in the club get
If
tipsy.
Jaquan goes
don't
to the
matter,
country
the
bar
song
right
is
now,
a
they don't know
rap
that
song.
comes from that.
That's a crossover record now.
The song is a rap song.
AD, I think you got it backwards, bro. They didn't use the white culture. I mean, they didn't use the black culture. They using the white culture. Same shit like Snoop
No.
did when he
said,
"Hey, all
he
these niggas."
said, when we're talking about defining what you would put Blast and A Boogie, he says motherfuckers
You just
it
gave-
goes to alternative.
Hey.
I said the people put a name on it. He's gonna name white rappers.
What I'm saying
Hey.
is,
But black rappers are they saying that it's alternative and rock and all that?
AD
I'm
saying white people
name
can't go.
one.
AD saying white people
and you're
can't.
proving my point. You're proving
I got you.
my point.
Watch
Because
this.
what
I'm
I'm
about to get
saying
You
is,
said that they call these people
listen,
alternative.
you just called Blast a rapper.
That's
Right?
what Function Man is.
But we'll say Shaboozey is country.
Everybody in the
But
club
it's
getting
a rap
tipsy.
song that he's singing.
He twisted.
MGK's from the culture, cuz.
So if a white person, if Morgan Wallen sample a rap song now, and he takes inspiration from that rap song, and he makes it to a country song, nigga.
I got
Same
it.
shit.
Wayne
If I
made
go to the
rock
studio
music.
tonight, and a nigga put
If
on,
you sample some Morgan Wallen
no, I got
and you rap
Watch
on
this.
it, they gonna say that's a rap
Watch
song.
this. Watch this.
They ain't gonna say
if
it's a
I go to
country
the
song.
studio
That
tonight,
nigga's land, bro.
pun. If I go to the studio tonight,
Yeah.
if I go to the studio tonight, a nigga put on a soft melodic beat, and I go, I got the juice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And switch it up.
I got the juice.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I rap your whole goddamn song.
Uh-huh.
What are they gonna put that under the genre on fucking Apple Music?
Hip hop.
My
Hip-hop.
point.
What is Shaboozey under
My
right now?
point. Shaboozey's under
Country,
country,
right?
because of what they told him to label him. But if he didn't say that, it would be right under hip hop.
That's a country song.
They tried to say Beyonce's Cowboy Carter wasn't country, it's
country.
hip hop.
It's country.
That's country music.
Okay then.
Right?
So Shaboozey was going for a country song, and he successfully made a country song. He didn't try to make a rap song.
Yo, can I?
Here comes the two.
Hey, why is New York in last place in hip hop?
Everybody on
Never
down,
mind.
down, dance floor.
Never mind.
That's a country song.
That's a hip
Why
hop
is New York
song.
in last place in hip hop right now?
Jaquan song.
I want to answer you,
It
but I'm
is.
not. I'm gonna.
The
Jaquan
niggas
song.
know that.
I wanna-
and that's why he
Jaquan
crossed
song.
over.
That's a
The white
hip hop
people
song.
Listen, when Shaboozey came out with Tipsy, you think the white people was like, hey, that's Jaquan.
No.
They didn't know what the fuck that was.
I know that. What I'm saying is,
Me and Jack Daniels got a history.
Facts.
They was like, oh, this song, it goes.
Hey, that's Jaquan.
They didn't know that was fucking Jaquan.
Yo, can I?
They didn't fucking know that.
Yo, can I?
I got the
Let me pull
juice.
back. I want to pull back a point because
Hey,
you're going for the point.
am I tripping? Did the white people know that was Jaquan?
Hey,
When he first came out, they was like, who is this nigga remixing Shaboozey?
we love
but
you.
guess
Dad.
what?
This nigga
But
on
guess
the
hold on.
You trying to land,
But guess
kid.
what?
Let him land.
But guess what? White people did try to. Guess what? White people was mad about
Go ahead.
Shaboozey being labeled as country.
Yes, because they don't want black people in there.
So my point,
But it's still a
right?
country
So
song.
that's the reason why we group everything together so we don't piss white people off.
And that's now. Let me go back. I want to
And that's
walk it
all
back
he
to
was
the
trying to
core.
say.
Let me go back to the core. Us as a culture, we're programmed to think that we shouldn't have subgenres because they feel and they taught it like be happy with what y'all niggas got.
Facts.
What I'm telling you is there is R&B, there is rap, and there is melodic rap. This is a real. It is not R&B.
Country
It is-
music came for black people.
Rock music too.
Elvis fucking imitated us.
I'm with you.
It all comes back to us.
So imagine if we now, but watch this. This is what I'm saying. Let me tell you why. My whole point of this point, it's if I bring it up.
Free the
more-
backpack rappers.
Yo, if we bring it up more often,
Bring
then
back
it's
Charles
gonna
Hamilton.
have to happen to where people are gonna have to respect it.
Yeah.
They should have their own genre. Let me tell you what's going to happen if they have their own genre. Number one, it makes R&B stronger because R&B is not getting distracted by this. Number two, it makes rap stronger because rap's not getting distracted. And number three, it empowers all of them because they are finally of their own.
So how many other genres do you want to make underneath hip hop?
I want to make another one. I want to make another one.
We need at least
Just to cater to the
I want
melodic
another.
niggas?
No. I think
What?
President Punch.
Yeah, what do you
I
want?
swear,
You
I
need
want-
alternative
president.
hip
I want
hop.
100%.
You need alternative hip hop.
I want
Alternative
You need
hip-hop.
melodic hip
Hold
hop.
on, wait, let's break it down though.
I'ma tell you what we
alternative
need.
hip hop. Who would fall under alternative hip hop?
Childish Gambino.
Yeah.
Give me three people.
The internet.
Give me three people.
Ari Lennox, probably.
Nah.
Ari Lennox, she's R&B.
Lennox.
No, yeah,
That's
wrong.
R&B.
She's
Doechii.
R&B. She ain't
I would
rap.
say
Doechii.
no.
Doechii ain't hip hop.
I would say
Doechii's
niggas,
hip-hop.
not this category, but niggas like Destroying Lonely and Playboy Cardi
Alternative?
would be punk hop
Punk
or
hop.
alternative hip hop.
Is there enough of that? Is there
Whatever.
enough of that?
They're
People-
their
hold on,
own
wait.
thing.
Is there enough people successful in that lane to make a own genre for that?
There's whole genres of that.
Because you got to put Yeet in there.
It's whole genre.
It's a
Yeet.
lot.
So you want to
Whole
remove
genres of
Yeet?
that.
You want to remove Yeet from rap, hip hop.
They shouldn't be labeled as rappers.
I don't like that word.
You want to remove Playboy Cardi from
Not
rap, hip hop?
I don't like
remove.
those words.
Not remove.
You're basically saying remove them. You're saying remove
I'm
them.
gonna clarify. I'm a politician.
Give them another
I'm a politician.
category.
So if you give them
Don't
another category,
remove them.
you're removing them.
They're
No.
still hip hop.
No, you're removing them.
Very smart.
You're removing
No.
them.
Y'all are smart.
You're removing them.
Not
You're
removing
removing them.
No,
you're
you're
not.
not.
You're not removing
We're
them.
gonna allow
You're not
them to
removing
live
them.
in a space where that they can be themselves.
Facts.
Because
And
when you
not-
go on playlists on Rap Caviar, you don't see R&B.
That's not good
So what I'm
enough.
saying is,
Rap
you're removing
Caviar,
them.
Rap Caviar
You're-
is a powerful platform.
You're removing
powerful playlist. But that's not the decider of what the culture should move like.
Facts.
The president should. Now, let me say
What you think about Rap Caviar playlist, real quick, and then
Oh
we're
my
going to move
God!
on.
No, listen, Rap Caviar is very needed for me and my friends. I see the political shit is there, but let me tell you what it is. I think Rap Caviar is valuable for rap, but I think that there needs to.
But who runs that? Carl Cherry, right?
Yeah,
you steal?
I think so. I think all playlists should have a voting system. They should implement voting systems into them.
From the fans?
Yes, 100%.
Okay.
But that's just something that's not
But
just
you
for Spotify.
you do know they keep stats of who skips, who goes back, who re-listens, who replays.
I got
That's
you.
how they dictate what gets taken off.
Okay, cool. But let me also tell you something. When a song is brand new and it starts at the top of the playlist, who dictated that?
I mean, you know who dictates that.
I don't know anything. I asked you
Yes,
a
you
question,
do.
Pun. You fucking answer.
Every label has paid slots on those playlists. You know that.
Tell the fucking people.
You know that.
Everybody knows that.
Look at see, Punch.
You know that, Punch.
I know everything.
You know that.
I know all. I
That's
know
not a-
exactly
that's not
what's
a
going on.
secret.
So it goes
But
back.
they don't know.
It goes back to what you said.
I mean, you just got to look
That's
at
you have to manufacture hits.
100%.
So it goes back.
just look at who's
And-
investing in Spotify. But that's another story.
yeah.
But look,
Yeah.
don't worry about that.
Dirty games.
Yeah. Come on.
Dirty
Hey,
games.
that's-
Oh, that's heavy shit, right?
Come on.
There it is. Dirty games. Now let me say. My point is like this. I think the number one thing that needs to happen is melodic rap. You want to know what else?
Melodic rap.
100%. Melodic hip hop.
Melodic hip hop.
Melodic hip hop would be it, right? It's the fair. But I'm with. Let them call it whatever they want.
So they still get to stay in the regular hip hop lane.
They're
list,
everything
charts.
is hip hop.
Yeah. It's all
So,
hip hop.
so okay.
It's
We're all hip hop.
it's just
So they
make
go to
it
the Grammys.
like-
They say for the melodic hip hop
Yes.
award.
Yes.
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 Playboy Cardi and
I'm not mad
Kendrick
at that.
Lamar shouldn't be
I'm
in the
not mad at
same
that.
category.
Okay.
Rowdy Rich.
Let's do this.
Little Dirk.
I'm not
Little
mad at that.
Baby.
I'm not mad at that.
Blast. A Boogie.
I like clarity.
Who
I
else?
love
I'm
clarity.
forgetting,
I'm not mad at
Punch.
it.
I
I'm
love
not
clarity. Simba, where should you fall under? What
Rap.
genre?
What the fuck?
I'm a rapper.
Rap.
100%. Not even a question.
Okay, so you're under rap.
Rap.
So niggas who don't do what
I
you
shouldn't
do,
have to go up
Playboy
against
Cardi
Lil
shouldn't-
Uzi.
You shouldn't have to go against Playboy Cardi.
I shouldn't have to go against Playboy Cardi. I
You shouldn't have
shouldn't
to go
be
against
compared. I shouldn't be compared to Lil Uzi.
He's correct.
But they still
And
can
that's
go.
no offense
You
to
literally
what
just
they
said
do.
they still can go on the list, so they count.
No.
No,
they're all-
they go
they're
to
all-
different
they're all
lists.
culture.
No, y'all
They're
just
all-
said they can stay.
You did say they
You said they can stay on y'all list.
No, you said
No.
remove
I said
them.
remove
didn't
them from the
word.
list.
I don't like that word.
We're not
It's a- it's-
removing them.
So they can
We're
stay on your
giving
list and
it a
compete.
different
If
category.
they're on your list, they can
it's
compete.
a subgenre of hip hop.
If
Yes,
they're on your
yes,
list,
yes.
you can compete.
It's still
Yes.
hip hop.
It's a
Yes,
sub.
AD.
It's a subgenre.
But
of
even
hip-hop.
if it's a
But-
subgenre, it still goes back to
It's
hip-hop.
on your list, so they can
Cool.
compete,
Yes.
bro.
Still.
So let me say this. Let me
You
say
would
this.
have to remove them completely to give them their own shit.
Let me say this. AD.
You can't say this is
No.
nigga country music.
Look at AD. Let me say what
It's
it is.
still a piece of
Hold on.
country
Let me be
music.
clear.
wouldn't say that.
Let me show the example.
Put country under.
Let me
country.
say this. Hip hop is the umbrella, right?
Facts.
So if Billboard was to create a hip hop chart, that should be everything of hip hop. But in the genres, we should have rap, we should have melodic, and we should have R&B. And I do believe that there should be
So
another.
only
I didn't say the
one
other that I
separated
believe.
list.
Do you think Future and Tank should be in the same category?
Tank. It's
Yes.
R&B singer.
So Future make R&B.
Future raps, nigga.
My point. That's what we
Melodic
talking
rap.
about. But guess what Tank will say?
Future, nigga.
Tank looks at Future like a rapper.
He's a rapper.
Tank,
He's a
Tank,
rapper.
Tank will say,
Yeah.
these rappers are bringing cadences to R&B that we gotta follow as R&B artists,
Now, can
and then
Future
now we
do
label it as that.
R&B? Yes, but if you
So
The
listen.
majority
So
of
when
his
Future
records-
says love,
Fire.
love, that's hip hop.
Fire. But that's a
That's
Rihanna
R&B.
song. That's a Rihanna song. That's a
Is that
Rihanna
rap?
song.
It's not.
He wrote it for
R&B.
it. He wrote it for it, but that's a
That's
Rihanna song.
R&B.
That's R&B.
that's R&B.
That's R&B.
And they classify that as
so
R&B.
should he be labeled
don't.
as an R&B
They don't
artist
classify
or a rapper?
Rihanna
They
as
classify
R&B.
Rihanna as
Future.
pop.
That's Rihanna's
Whoa.
song on her album written by Future.
Hold on. AD that's a valid point that
They
you just said.
classify Rihanna as pop. They don't
She's,
classify her
she's
as R&B.
actually not an R&B artist.
And
No.
pop
She's a
comes
pop
from
star.
what?
But a
Pop
rapper-
comes from
but a rapper
popular.
said it.
But you want to know why
She
they
is
call it
one of the
pop?
most popular in music.
Because they manipulated the charts to control what they want to deem
Drake
as what is pop and what
popular.
is not.
Drake is a pop artist.
No, Drake. Listen,
Drake is a rapper.
Drake.
He's on the
Drake's
pop
a
charts.
Star. Drake's a pop star.
Yo,
He's a rapper.
some
Pop
shit-
comes from
Drake's a
popular.
pop
That's what it
star that
means.
raps.
Pop artist means popular artist.
Drake's
That's
a
what it
pop
means.
star that raps.
It's not deep. It doesn't mean like a certain sound. It's
What's popular?
popular. That's why I call it pop
The
artist.
genres matter. If the genres were more respected on our side, our music would be bigger.
I agree.
Our genre wouldn't be suffering in the position that it's going through right now because we going through a lot
So
of
check
shit.
out
that's
the melodic.
happening. We taking about, and you want to know something that's, you want me to tell you what else, the other genre that I really would love to build?
What?
And I'll build it today if I had the power. I would have adult rap.
What does that mean? Break it down.
AC rap, adult contemporary rap.
Give
The way
give
you
three
got
examples.
the way you got
I'll tell
adult
you right now.
contemporary
I'll tell you right
R&B.
now.
3 examples.
Bun
not
B,
mad at that.
watch this. I'll go through regions. Trick Daddy, Bun B,
Snoop.
LL Cool J,
Toby and
Will
Nigway.
Smith,
Snoop.
and Too Short.
Toby and
What about
Nigway.
Snoop?
Snoop, of course.
Yeah, so
But I'm just showing
because they're
you how-
older.
No, because
they're older.
I gotta be clear with why we say it. I gotta be clear. You know what I mean? The thing is like this. I don't think that Bun B should be putting out a record the same day.
Going against Destroy Lonely.
Hey, as simple as that.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be.
Yeah.
And let me tell you why they should be on their own chart so that we can get clear. Because I'll be trying to say it and they miss my point when I
That
say
I
it.
stand with.
Let me make a valid point.
That's
If-
overall.
If
That I
our
stand
adult watch this, if our adult rappers had their own chart, they would only be competing against other adult
Other
rapper
adults.
numbers.
I like that.
A lot
So
of
if Jim
adult
Jones
rappers-
and Mano drop an album, they're going against Fabulous. People of the, they not going against Destroying
let me ask y'all a
Lonely,
question.
bro.
Let me
Wait,
be
hold on,
clear
hold on,
though.
hold on.
How do you
Let me be clear.
qualify? How do you
Let me ask
qualify?
this. So, is there any other genre of music that does that?
Of
Yes.
course, there's adult.
What?
There's adult.
Adult contemporary R&B.
Yeah, they just told you.
Adult contemporary pop. What do you think Adele? Like
It's all the
these
OGs,
things
the older
Let me-
motherfuckers.
We the only people
They're
that
rapping.
group
That
do
ourselves
not
in
respect
one
our
fucking
genre.
thing.
Thank you.
We the
That's
only
my-
people that do that
The
shit.
president speaks.
All right. That's why we need you two to speak up more.
Well, he can't.
Well,
Punch can, he can.
He's handcuffed a lot. That he
No,
can't
no.
say.
Whoa!
He's independent.
no, I'm
He
gonna
controlled
by the
tell
labels?
you. I'm gonna tell you what it is.
He's
No,
a
I'm gonna tell you the God honest
he's an
truth.
industry plant.
I'm gonna tell you the God honest truth. I used to hear that a lot. That shit used to piss me off because I
Industry
used to
plant?
have to do so much shit that industry.
What you
plants don't
think
do.
people was calling you an industry plant for? Let me ask you a question. Because
Because-
one, do you think it was because you were getting all the big name features
Niggas-
thrown at you?
Niggas don't know how to build relationships.
People don't understand that.
So when you able to build relationships independently that other people can't, they look at it like it happened because of something that they couldn't get on their own. So now you Illuminati. Now you an industry plant. Now you this. No, I met Abby O'Neal my motherfucking self, and I booked Tiny Desk my motherfucking self.
That part.
I negotiate my own brand deals. I go get with the NFL. We working on some shit right now that's gonna be beautiful for
Big
next
shout out to
season.
Cass, man.
You know what I'm saying? My brother Cass is a big part of
And
that.
Niggas don't know. Like, I really know you.
Yeah. Like, but most
you
people
was-
look at it like that came because
When
of
you had your little poodle and you like, AD, listen to my shit.
facts.
Oh, God.
Hey, what is Wiz Khalifa? Rap?
Facts. For sure.
Let me-
He's a rapper.
Let me
For
make
sure.
my point because that's important. I think every single artist, when we put out a song, we should be able to check a box and say, this is where I'm aiming it.
But then it can
Not
get out of
so-
control.
No, it won't get out of control because then you're getting judged by that chart.
Facts.
We have no voices. That's the problem. Is that when a lot of, I don't want to make it a race thing because then they get to it, but too many times we'll do something and then we're not allowed to go into those spaces.
Yeah.
It should be whatever it is. Now, if you check a box, let me say this. If someone checks a box and they put rap and it's not rap, then the record won't survive in the rap chart and it won't become successful anyway. That's one. But let me say the point.
Let me ask you something.
Hold
Let me
on.
ask you one thing. So if I'm a rapper,
I'm with
if
you.
I'm Symba,
Yeah.
I'm making rap, hip hop.
Yes.
But I happen to go in the studio and make one song while I'm singing.
Yes.
I should be able to check that as R&B
That
just
song-
because I made one song.
That song should be an
No,
R&B song.
no,
That song, yes.
no. You can't come over here and play in my goddamn playground because you made one song and impersonate me.
Not him as a.
Cause you niggas, you R&B
No.
niggas could come over here and play with rap.
No.
I ain't what R&B
rapper.
nigga.
He doesn't. He's not gonna be a rapper. He's gonna put out an R&B song.
Unless listen, like
No,
unless
he's
you
not a
go
singer.
all the way rap, right?
No.
When Tyrese can't say he Black Tie, he's letting you know I'm coming
got
out
it.
with
No,
a rap
no,
I got an
bro.
example.
album.
No.
I got an
If
example.
if Symba puts out an R&B song, he should be like, I put out an R&B song.
got an
He's
example.
not an R&B artist because his majority will
I'm
still
about to
reflect
airdrop
a
you
certain
something.
catalog. But if you want to put out
Go
one
ahead.
moment, you can. But let me say the
So he
one
can
point
cross
that I
over
want to
just 'cause
land.
it's one song.
I want to land it on the adult part better. If the reality is like this, if the adult rappers were separated, they wouldn't be so nervous to put out projects. A lot of our OGs, and y'all OGs are gonna.
LL Cool J just dropped the Fire project.
Let this go viral. The OGs be nervous to put out projects.
Ice Cube just dropped the album.
Flop against the little kids' viral numbers. But if we allow the adult rappers to be in their own genre, they'll be competing against themselves, and they would not be worried about the numbers.
That's why I just said on Sway, I said we need our OGs.
I don't think
we need our OGs.
Me personally, I don't think personally the OGs themselves are tripping on numbers. Because half the OGs we just named are niggas that are successful.
A lot of them niggas tripping on numbers.
Fuck. No,
them niggas tripping on
I don't
numbers.
think nobody's coming out thinking, oh, I'm going to sell 300 first week.
No.
Pun.
Who do you think is coming out thinking they're going to sell 300?
A lot of these OGs broke.
Damn. What OGs
they
you talking
fucking
about?
Broke.
Let us in.
They
what
need
OGs?
to sell.
What OGs?
I'm not going to say no names.
Listen. Okay.
But they need to sell.
Now, I'm talking about the names we named.
That's wishful thinking, but that goes back to what I said before.
Talk about
them
what?
90s contracts fucked them up. And this is, look.
And some of the contracts today.
Yes.
It's worse than some of that shit in the 90s.
I was talking about the artists we named.
Yes.
Not no.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I don't want no confusion here. I was just talking about the artists we named, which was Snoop, Will Smith, Ice Cube.
If you talking about legacy artists like Will Smith, LL Cool,
I was just talking about them.
They're not
LL
worried
Cool J.
about sales.
That's what I was referring to.
If you talking about the average rapper,
I was referring.
I'm not co-signing that.
Okay,
they're not.
So
no, hold on.
Wait,
I gotta
are they putting out music then to make money?
Hold up. No, that's
No.
not what I'm
Or to
saying.
compete.
Hold up.
No.
Stop. They are worried about sales. They're not worried about it in reference to getting money. They are concerned about the sales. The numbers do fuck with niggas' brains.
Okay.
And if we act like rappers are not watching the numbers, we're lying.
That was great.
I think the labels fuck with them.
That was great.
I think the labels make it fuck with their brains. The labels, not them.
No, he's right.
When I'm doing an album, I'm LL Cool J. Nigga, LL Cool J rich as fuck.
Same outcome. Same outcome. You're trying to.
I know.
When I'm
OG,
making this shit,
I know
I'm
OG
making it
right now that just dropped the album, and what you said just made me realize that you're right. He's not concerned about the money, but he is concerned about the sales.
Why is New York in last one?
Why did Will Smith? When we say this, Will Smith. Shout out to you. Why did Will Smith go on Playboy Max?
Like he's tapping into the culture.
Why?
Relevancy.
He wants to be relevant.
He wants to stay relevant with the youth.
Let me. Why?
Relevancy.
Why?
And guess what? Somebody pointed him in that direction.
Somebody. No. Don't.
You know they did.
And
why did he do it?
He understand. Listen. No.
Why?
Relevancy.
He doesn't just do that when it comes down as far as hip hop though. He will sit there and team up with the best creators. It all goes back to the main brand.
He's a creative.
Whether he's selling a movie, whether he's selling a book, or he's trying to rap. He's going to tap into the people that he feels is at the top of that game and use his name because he's Will Smith.
And he got kids.
To do that.
Why?
That guided him.
What do you mean?
Can I say something?
Your kids don't guide you nowhere?
He's putting out music. He
said, fuck out of here.
He's putting out music, and they want to have the best numbers. It's not about...
Hold on, wait. We can't talk about Will Smith and Symba's in the room.
He doesn't care about the numbers.
Symba's in the room. We can talk Will Smith and Symba.
That's not necessary. That's not necessarily true, Punch.
I definitely heard a verse from Will Smith that sounds like Symba. Let's go.
Me too.
Okay, so... Fuck it. All right, fuck it, Punch.
I heard one.
Okay, so...
I heard two.
Oh, me too.
Will is my big homie.
I'm with you.
Will is my big homie.
Shout out Will Smith.
Me and Will work together a lot.
I'm with you.
I like that.
What you said wasn't far off.
Okay.
When you said certain people care about certain things. What I can say about Will doesn't necessarily have that problem. Will is a natural competitor. So Will is somebody that will see somebody on a platform and see them rap, and he wants to rap too.
I'm with you.
You know what I'm saying? He like, I wanna go to that platform and get my shit off too. Like, it ain't necessarily it ain't necessarily about the numbers.
It's the respect.
It's the respect of I could rap too.
Boom.
I could do this too. It's
with
the
you.
competitor.
I'm with you.
It's the competitor in him.
Boom.
So
He's rich.
So Will is like
He's
the
rich
exception.
already.
No, they're all. Listen, mad if our OGs are rich. Before anybody tries to jump out the window, what we're saying and what I'm saying, and he corrected with the Will Smith.
I love that you said that though, because, and I'm gonna keep it a buck. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Somebody that worked with his people, that's my big homie, hit me and said, bro was going to do that platform. I said, I don't think he should do that.
Correct.
Right? They said, why?
Whoa!
They said, why? I said, because that platform doesn't appreciate what he's going there for.
I'm with that. I
So,
totally co-sign this.
They'll look to troll him and look to say the wrong things versus looking at what he's saying as a verse in
I'm
totality.
totally with you.
So how do you feel since it came?
appreciating
Yeah.
How do you feel since it came out
That's
now?
the only
'Cause it
reason
got respect. It got
I
respect.
still think he killed it.
got
But
respect.
you still got kids who's making memes, right? Who's making mockeries of it like this or that or whatever it may be. And it's like that wasn't what it was for.
But that comes with the
it comes with it, for sure.
territory to that.
And he has to know
It comes with he does know that, and that's why he takes it full on.
But let me ask this question. If we had our genre that allowed everybody to be in there and Will could just put out that shit and be like, I'm putting it out for the niggas that loved Summertime and loved me and Jazzy going blood in the 90s. And
Niggas gonna say, who the fuck is Jazzy?
See?
This is a different generation, bro.
I'm
You
not
understand?
even, that's what I'm saying. I'm not talking about.
He's saying if it's his own subgenre.
Yeah.
And
You kind of proving.
But you don't want to
want
box me. Listen, if I'm an old nigga, I still want to get in there and show I got it. Like he's saying.
I'm gonna want to box with a different competitor.
But I do think
that's a
Weight
different
classes.
platform
Weight
that
classes.
represents me.
I do think if that did happen, they will be more competitive, which will make better music come out of it too.
I love you.
So as a competitor,
now we talking.
as a
man.
competitor,
Because now you being honest that they'll literally go, what LL smoking? Nigga, Rakim might come right after them and go,
They gonna go
that's cool.
at
That's
each other.
cool. But what happens when, as a competitor, niggas come out and say, "Hey, you only popping because you competing against them old niggas."
Cool. Then
As a competitor, you gonna be like, "What?"
no, that's an ego
I'll
call.
show you.
That's an ego call.
And we are men, bro. We have egos.
Yeah.
You
So
think
then
that?
shouldn't? So then college shouldn't be college.
Hey,
then.
hey,
and high school
hey,
shouldn't be high school.
Punch, you only beating them motherfuckers in basketball because you playing at convalescent home every week. Come play over here with the young niggas.
Yeah.
Let's see what you do, old man. You gonna be like, as a man, you like, all right. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's cool for now. It sounds good.
Hey, listen, Pun right, because we not gonna ever get a G League the same respect we get in NBA.
Exactly.
Sure.
Yeah, but the
We
G
not.
League, the G
we
League.
gonna say, nigga, you
Nope.
couldn't come down to the
Watch
NBA
it. Let me
and
tell you-
get cracking.
You want me to tell you why it's different? It's because that point that you just made, A, isn't lit. It would only make sense if we're talking Big Three, because Big Three is what the league where niggas made it. Niggas didn't make the G League. That's why we are cool at looking at niggas go at each other in the Big Three, because we like they made it. Let's see if they can still go.
Do you respect the G League niggas?
G League niggas didn't make it. Of course I respect them, nigga, because they better than the niggas that's everywhere else. Do I think that they're better than NBA niggas? No. But
Okay,
but
so
a
that's
nigga
what's
who
gonna
retired
But
and a Big
it
Three
goes
nigga.
back to what he was saying. Motherfuckers will say, hey, yeah, you may be great in this genre, but in this is the big dog right here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You couldn't hang in this arena at this point right now. And that's what they'll box niggas too.
And that's small-minded shit.
Because
I want
niggas,
our
look,
culture to expand, not to
because
play ego
look
pissing
what
That
they
games.
comes
say.
with the
They
culture,
say
small-minded
Bronny. They
shit.
say
It
Bronny
comes
is
with the
killing the
culture.
G League. He's killing the G League. But then they say, oh, well, look what he's doing in the NBA.
But the G League didn't make it. It's different. Our OGs made it already. And now they're just doing, their aim is different. They're not trying to be popular. They're trying to make great music. It's an art digested, and sports is different. Sports is to compete. It's a different thing. If Bun B, if everybody went there, if Trick Daddy, if certain niggas, and I'm just
Ooh.
rambling off, Twista, if these niggas started putting out adult rap and was like, nigga, I'm just putting out the best
Facts.
album possible. Fuck, I don't give a shit if this shit streams 11 times.
Ain't that crazy?
My album is
His
the
shit
best
just came
album.
back full circle to what the fuck I said in the beginning.
Facts.
They're not doing this shit for Billboard. They're not doing this shit for hits. They're doing it for the love.
Who
The
said?
older niggas who we were talking about.
Sure.
But you said
So
some
why-
niggas is doing it because of money.
No.
No, I said some of them niggas broke. Some of them OGs
If
broke.
you broke, you're not doing it for the love.
So they gotta
You trying to
gotta
get some
put
jelly.
music out for the money. But it's some of them that got money, that's established, that literally just love going to the studio and rapping, and you got people around them that want to make money off what it is they're creating. So they'll find ways to talk them into dropping an album or dropping a single or whatever it may be, because it's like it's business around this in your name. But that person might have just solely created the art because they love to rap. That's all I was saying. And somebody that's 50 shouldn't have to compete with somebody that's 15. It's two different things. It's two different subject matters.
I don't know how to feel about making like an old head
So
rap
if
genre.
Little Kim put out an album today because she wanted to rap, should she be having to worry about what Ice Spice says?
Lil' Kim
Wait,
might fuck around. Come with one.
But let's be real. Let's be real.
Send him a right one.
Let's be real. Nigga, Too Short was, nigga, you can say past his prime when he came out with big records. Nigga, E40 was way past, you would say his prime is when he came out with Tell Me When to Go. Snoop, nigga, probably was way past his prime when he came out with Drop It Like It's Hot.
Yeah.
A record is gonna be a record. It doesn't matter. And you shouldn't have to box that shit.
Oh, we're not boxing him. We're giving him a space to
But
shine.
but listen.
Don't try to box Young LA. He just made a comeback.
Yep.
Don't even with J Money serving everybody.
He didn't make a comeback. He
Didn't
just
make a
started.
comeback.
His
He got a
song
moment.
got hot again.
It's
He got
going.
a moment. He's having
And-
a
and-
Don't
moment.
box him.
His song got hot again.
It's going too.
If Young LA put out a new record, that's coming back.
Listen, if you compete,
It's going,
if
though.
you
I'm
compete in
happy for
hip
Young
hop,
Man.
right? Like I said, when Tell Me When to Go came out, right?
Facts.
People probably thought, nigga, E40 will never have another fucking hit.
Agreed.
Crazy.
Him and Too Short came out with Blow the Whistle,
Facts.
nigga, all that shit.
Correct.
They became
Shake that monkey.
Shake That Monkey, the faces of one of the faces of the hypey movement.
Agreed.
Right at their age, bro. When people like you would have said, put them in their own category.
Shout out Lil Jon.
No, let me
Yes,
be clear.
nigga,
Let me
that's
be
you saying.
Hold on. I want them to be
Nigga,
on their own
back-
chart and
nigga,
their own
back when-
genre. Does
Exactly.
not mean that the
When
hip
Too
hop
Short
record
came
still
out
can't-
with, man, we getting it cracking for the last album. Nigga, he was saying that shit.
Hey, so this is what I was asking. This is what I was asking earlier.
I'm gonna answer AD.
This is what I was asking
Very
earlier.
important.
What qualifies, nigga, for that
Hold on.
that list, that genre you're
And
talking
I'm
about?
with you,
I'm
but
with
let
that.
me say this: hip hop is still the culture, bro. If they get a hit record in their genre, it can overlap. It's still a hip hop record. I'm not saying the records should never be played with each other. I'm not saying they wouldn't be hit records. I'm just saying so those genres can survive and our artists don't feel like they're getting aged out. There should be a place for them to shine. That's all.
Convalescent
So
home.
that if there is a hit record,
Come on, let's home.
I mean, yo,
Yeah, go ahead,
If
say
there
it.
is a OG rap record that gets big, I'm not saying it shouldn't be a big record.
Come on, let's
It'll
home.
just chart where it charts.
I just don't think Playboy Cardi and Freddie Gibbs should be in the same category.
So now that's another lane because
That's
you're
a
talking
whole
about the
other
older
lane.
people. Now you're talking about another lane. So what lane is
That's
that?
all he's saying.
What lane is that? Hip hop
Yeah, what would you label
and
that?
what?
Freddie Gibbs,
What would you label
Freddie
Freddie?
Gibbs
Adult
rap. Hip
contemporary.
Freddie
hop.
is 100%
That's
rap.
rap hip hop.
Adult
It's
contemporary?
adult contemporary rap.
No, that's rap hip
That's
hop.
me.
rap. That's hip hop.
That's
Nah,
rap
he's
hip
a
hop.
rapper. He's not that old.
That's not
He's not that
adult
old.
contemporary.
Listen, I'm not saying it's not. What I'm saying is the way we look at things today. So instead of trying to label Freddie as just a soul rapper, if we gonna say the young niggas gotta go a certain way, the content for the older people gotta go a certain way. It can't be pick as you choose.
I don't know, man. I don't
I
know.
don't think-
I don't think make it a lane
I
for the
don't think
old heads.
Freddie
is-
Gibbs and Lil Baby do the same thing. And I don't think Lil Baby and Playboy Cardi do the same thing. But we would label Lil Baby a rapper, right?
You don't consider Lil Baby a rapper?
He's a
I
rapper.
do. I'm saying we would label him a rapper, right?
Yeah, Freddie's a rapper. Lil Baby's a rapper.
But do they do the same type of rap?
I mean, it's a lot of. That don't mean like everybody has to rap exactly the same to be underneath rap.
I'm not saying they gotta rap the same. I'm saying is the content the same? Is what's being said is the same? Is if you listen to Freddie Gibbs and you listen to Lil Baby, is it the same type of rap?
No.
So should it be in the same category to win an award?
I feel like a nigga like Freddie Gibbs have a better chance of winning a Grammy than a nigga like Lil Baby anytime.
I'm not saying
Because
you
how
wrong.
they grading it-
I'm not saying you wrong. I'm
And that's
saying,
where the perks come in
should
at.
it be in the same category, or should Lil Baby be with Roddy Ricch, Young Thug, Gunna, there, and Freddie's with Nas?
I feel like when they grade that motherfucker, like I said, the Grammys, they're gonna sit there and say, what is the better piece of art? I don't think they looking at it like, oh, well, this is a different style than this style. They're gonna say they feel this is the best piece of art that comes from this genre at this year right now.
And that's what Punch is saying is that's why separate the genres, so then you can put genres where they belong.
Now, Lil Baby
and you
might
not
be more
crossing them.
popular. He may
Yeah.
have the most popular hit,
Yeah.
but the Grammys may say, hey, nigga, when Killer Mike won his award, 100% deserved it. But them kids probably was like, what the fuck?
It was a bunch of them
Okay, then.
that felt that way.
I think the music gonna become trash if we do what y'all talking about.
I don't think
Because
so.
you're not competing with the niggas no more.
No, matter the
Now
people we
I'm
talking about what we talking
I'm
about.
competing with Ice-T and Rakim.
No, I'm not. Yo, bro,
No.
let me tell you why. Let me tell you why that's totally wrong. It's because the half of the shit I'm talking about is about artists that's not even putting out music. I'm giving the space for the artists that really be tucked in, the OGs that don't put out music. And what I want to say with that is that when we get a genre like that, then the DJs can graduate to that, and then producers can graduate to that, and they can focus on a genre they love. I'm not even talking about trying to make it seem about competition.
So
there's mad artists and mad DJs that don't even have jobs no more because they can't compete playing the young kid shit.
Okay, so what qualifies these artists for that genre you're talking about?
I
What
think
qualifies them? They got
artists should be able to check what genre you're putting the shit out on.
But then what if niggas just, hey, this is an easy lane. I'm really nice, but I'm gonna just go over here because these niggas ain't as nice as me.
Now
we
we
check that lane.
gotta be the one thing to be the evil bastard. Like we gotta be the one evil, and we gonna stop all of the good just because one kid's gonna try to manipulate it.
Facts.
That's why we need representation in the culture.
Facts.
Someone to be like, that's not it.
Facts.
Don't try to cheat our shit. We
Facts.
gotta put more respect on our shit. That's my whole point. Is
Bro, no,
put more respect on our shit.
I think LL Cool J album was nice.
I think
It was
great
nicer than
too.
some of these young niggas.
I'm not
Bruh.
mad at it.
No offense to what I'm about to say and the person I'm about to say. When I was at Atlantic, at one point they started comparing me to Lil Tyler.
Lil Tyler
And I fuck with Lil Tyler.
from Florida?
I fuck with Lil Tyler. But how are we in the same category?
Or are they saying like make a
And
record
I'm
like
not
him?
saying my category is more important than
Same
his or
different. It's
his is
different.
more than mine.
It's different.
How are we in the same category? How is it y'all telling me, hey, you need a record like this because Lil Tyler doing this? That ain't what the fuck I do, and then what he do ain't what I do.
That don't sound like the culture. Listen. What he's saying, that don't sound like the culture. That sound like who's ever in position.
No, this all
who's
he's
ever
been saying.
But I'm
No,
saying who's
but
ever in
who's in those
position
offices-
is making that choice.
who's in the
Regardless of who's in the office,
That's not the culture.
the music that's being made is labeled as one thing.
Yes, but who is saying that though? People that are not
Fuck
from
who's
the culture.
saying
It's time to expose
Fuck
them
who's saying
niggas.
it.
Expose them niggas
They
and get them
would-
up out the paint.
They
That's
would-
what we trying to
Expose
do.
them.
But that's what we
But
saying.
if you don't say their names, they don't get exposed.
Man, 'cause
Expose them.
Some of them ain't even got
Who the
jobs
fuck is in
no
these
more.
offices
Some of them
that's
ain't even
fucking
got
up niggas
jobs
like
no more. They
Symba?
got fired.
Okay.
Atlantic
got
Records
fired.
fired 375 people last year.
Okay,
Them
Symba.
niggas ain't even got jobs no
But
more.
my
Symba,
God.
that is
I had 11 product managers in 4 years,
That's
nigga.
the reason.
God.
Them people
them
ain't
niggas
know
out
what
of
they
here.
was doing,
Give
nigga.
him a
Get them out of
sound
here.
Yeah, that's what.
Get them
They
out of
ain't know
here.
what they was doing.
And get them out of here, right?
They ain't know what they was doing.
So they supposed to be up out of there.
Now I'm not talking about the
Let's get Punch in
executives.
office.
It's certain executives
Now,
up
Punch,
there.
if you get in office, don't know what you're
Pun,
doing.
hear me out.
It's a
Pun, hear me
problem.
out. It's certain executives up there that got disrespected. Julie Greenwald, Mike Kaiser got disrespected when Elliot Grange came in my opinion.
That's your boy.
But it's certain people.
6ix9ine was signed to him.
But
That's
it's
your boy.
certain people. It's
Shout out
certain
Elliot.
people that didn't.
He's
It's certain
responsible.
people that didn't even deserve a voice in the
That was President Punch
conversation.
That's President Punch.
Shout him out.
That was your nigga. Elliot is 6ix9ine's art. 6ix9ine was signed to Elliot.
100%.
I
And
felt
you was
that
right
was.
there.
I felt that
and you was
was
condoning it
disrespectful.
as co-signing what 6ix9ine was bringing to the table, and you supposed to be the president. That's bullshit.
So hold on.
Culture.
So hold
Stand
on.
on business, nigga.
Would you consider?
Mr. President
Yeah.
Trump, John
Would you?
Rock.
So
would
you can be
hold
bought.
on.
You can be bought, Punch.
Not bought at all.
You can be bought.
So-
You didn't stand on your
So
principles
fun.
of what you're talking right now.
So fun.
You ain't standing on what you're talking about right now.
Would you consider me and 6ix9ine?
Tell this nigga.
He was
you-
DJing for
Would you
6ix9ine.
consider me and 6ix9ine the same type of rapper?
In Punch's range.
No.
He would
No.
have you be that.
Hold
No.
Hold on.
Would you consider me and 6ix9ine the same type of rapper?
Let's redirect
Ask
that
the
question.
question.
Let's redirect that
Would you
question.
consider me and 6ix9ine
All right.
the same type
Let's
of rapper?
redirect that question to this nigga. Because he was pushing him.
No, let's leave him out of this.
No, he was pushing him.
Would you
We gotta
consider me and
expose
6ix9ine
the frauds.
to be the same type of
We gotta
rapper?
expose the
Hey,
niggas
no.
who was pushing these
He
clowns.
said he manipulated the shit. He said, yeah,
It's
was
time
in
we
there
expose the
putting
niggas.
Shit out the clout, getting up
We
behind
got
the
that.
scenes.
We got that. I'm asking a
He wanna be
specific question.
President Punch.
They don't
He
want to
was the
expose.
problem.
They don't want
Would
to
y'all
expose, bro.
consider
9
me and
years ago, you gotta
6ix9ine?
change. You gotta
Would
grow.
y'all consider me and 6ix9ine in the same
We
category?
gonna hold these niggas accountable.
We gotta
I'm
hold
with
him
that.
accountable.
I'm totally with
Okay,
it.
we can hold him accountable.
I wanted
I'm
it.
asking you a question.
All right, now come to me.
Would you
As long as you
consider
acknowledge
me
it.
and 6ix9ine in the same
Fuck,
category?
no, and I
so
wouldn't
why
DJ
the
for
fuck is
6ix9ine.
we labeled in hip hop?
I wouldn't DJ for 6ix9ine or push his
So
music.
why-
But 9
both
years
label
ago,
hip-hop.
Punch would have said, fuck you.
He didn't say fuck you.
That is crazy.
He wanted to roll with that nigga.
That nigga 6ix9ine was dissing Nip. And Punch was spinning his records.
He was dissing everybody. And Punch was on the roll with him.
No.
We should smoke him.
Everybody makes the noise for 6ix9ine. He's a come on, man. That was you.
I
No.
was never really a
Listen,
fan of the
it
6ix9ine movement
it
like
goes and it comes. It goes. It
You
happens.
cannot be in charge of labels pushing niggas
I
like
don't want to be in
6ix9ine.
charge of a label.
You can be in charge of labels pushing niggas like 6ix9ine.
No, because that's what's messing up for niggas like Symba.
No,
No,
first of all,
but
that
that's
was
why
8
we
years
said
ago.
give us
You
another
don't have a
genre.
gun mode. That's what they gonna
That's
tell
why
you.
we said give us another genre.
That's a cop out.
That was 8
That's
years
not.
ago.
No, hold the niggas accountable
That's
to
not.
say, hey,
Niggas
respect
like
our
them
genre.
gotta exist. They're not going
Respect our
anywhere.
genre.
They're not going anywhere.
Simba,
They're going
we
to
gotta
exist.
put our foot down, respect our genre. Stop letting these suckers,
It is
these
neither.
clowns, these busters,
You can't
these snitches
stop
come
it.
in
You
and
can't
put smut on
stop
our
it.
shit.
They got phones, bro. You can't stop it. You can't stop it. They're going to be around.
just say this,
That's
shut
why
up,
he's
then.
saying.
So you can be pushed out
give
your
us
hood.
another genre.
If you don't want to change
You can
the
be pushed
problem,
out your neighborhood.
Give us another
You can
genre.
be pushed out your neighborhood.
Nigga, a
then.
neighborhood ain't a genre, nigga.
I'm saying you can be pushed out.
No.
Exactly. You gonna stand on
No.
business.
No, you can't be
Stand
pushed
for
out.
hip-hop.
So you gonna let them SoundCloud niggas come in and say you're not a rapper,
That
we
was
are.
8
What
Go
we
find your own
saying is
lane.
give them another genre.
Sound like a cop out.
Give them another genre.
It sounds like a cop out.
Give them another genre.
No.
That's all we say.
Yo,
They gotta go.
kick
Let's
him out.
push them
the
out.
community cannot be compromised.
Let's push them
Why
out.
we gotta kick them out? They make good
You're
music.
kicking yourself out.
Y'all act like they don't make good music.
Why do you gotta leave? Why they don't
I'm
gotta
not
leave?
kicking myself.
Why they
out.
don't gotta
kicked
leave?
yourself
Why do you
out.
need another
No, I'm
lane?
not.
You just said you don't want to be in the same
You said you need another genre.
I didn't
said you
say I
wanna
didn't
be.
want to be. I did
You
not
said you don't
say
want to
that.
compete with Lil Tyler.
No, I said me and Little Tyler are two different things.
Kick them out.
See, you doing the stream
Misquoted.
shit. I see what you doing. You ain't gonna get
Simba,
me.
you
Now
are
going against the West
Simba.
Coast, bro.
You are
fuck
hip hop.
with Lil
You
Tyler.
and
Simba,
President
you
Bush.
are
fuck with
rap.
Lil Tyler.
Simba, you're rap. You're hip hop.
Yes.
Why would you go make a subgenre of that? You're hip hop and
You
rap.
are the essence
Because
of
it's
hip-hop.
other people
Jay-Z
that
will
don't.
listen to Symba.
Because it's other people that don't do what
That's a
I
big
do
fact.
that
That's a big
represents
fact.
hip hop culture.
Well, get them to
Make
subgenre.
Jay-Z proud.
That's all I'm saying.
You said
What
remove
you
you.
said what I'm
You
saying.
said remove
Kick
you.
them other niggas
No,
out.
I said remove them.
No, you said
kick the other
you.
niggas out.
You said
stay in
you.
that.
You said
Me
give
and
us.
Punch both
You
just
said give us another
them
lane.
their own
DJ for
genre.
6ix9ine.
We gotta stop trying to put this.
Man,
smut
you
on my
DJ
name.
for 6ix9ine.
That's one year. Yo, we can't. We gotta stop this smut on my
You
name.
DJ for 6ix9ine.
100%. We don't try to move that. It happened. No way.
Community kicking ass.
No way. Nah, y'all took body blows.
It's time for a
30 minutes.
creeper.
And now y'all
We
back.
kicking ass, my boy.
No, listen.
Everybody over there.
Yeah.
Yo, this-
We got them scrambling and rambling over there.
Nah, him walking out. It's crazy.
We got them niggas scrambling over there. nigga.
No way.
They're like, huh? It's 9 years, 8 years, it's 6 years.
No, that's crazy.
So make a
Listen.
lane, make a genre for the old niggas, make a lane for the young melodic niggas.
Yeah, 100%.
And then that's gonna open up the lane for now for all the Jim Joneses and Freddie Gibbs and Simba.
I don't think
Freddie
Freddie.
in there
I don't
is
think
crazy.
Freddie is. I don't think
Freddie
Freddie's
don't
in there.
qualify for that.
I don't think Freddie.
I'm saying if you remove the melodic and the olders,
Yeah.
So now it's just rap and hip hop, which Simba
everything is
should be
hip-hop.
under.
Everything is hip
Someone
hop.
don't want to compete with Lil Tyler.
Yo, everything is hip hop. I'm gonna give clarity. Let's give clarity, right? Everything is hip hop. Hip hop is the culture. And hip hop, if we do it, R&B, rap, the two biggest genres. Melodic rap should be the first one to get its own new genre because there's so much successful artists in that space. From there, what I would love to see, and now let me get my point off.
Get your point
I'd love
off.
to see an OG rap category. No matter what it's called, let them call it whatever it is. But the OG rap category for not just the
How old?
rappers.
How old? That's what I've been asking you
I
to
think-
qualify.
I think you should be 45 and up. You could
So
be-
now you're putting 2 Chainz in there. In the old rappers?
No, that you
2
can.
Chainz, no.
Two
That you can. That
No.
you can.
No.
Because what qualifies? If it's age, now it's gonna get tricky.
No, it's not.
There's a lot of old rappers that still competing with young niggas.
And that's
Right.
cool. That's why you should be able to put wherever your music want to be. That's what I said at the very beginning. Be able to clarify where you put your music. I thought this out.
That's cheating.
I put this out. No, it's not. It's allowing your art to be what you want it to be.
That's cheating.
Why
though.
can't your art be what you wanted to be and compete with everybody?
Yeah.
You're gonna compete with everybody no matter what.
It sounds
still
like a
make it
cop
work
out.
the test of time.
It sounds like a cop
No,
out.
let me ask you, y'all don't want OGs to put out albums no more. I'm just
It
asking.
sound like sucker shit.
And when you go to
I'm
the
asking.
park, it's still that nigga that's suited up, that's 60 years old, that get on the court with the young niggas.
ball niggas up.
Why the fuck do he got to be boxed out to say,
y'all don't-
hey, you only play with old niggas?
So you never.
You only play over there.
That ain't cool.
No, that ain't cool. Nigga, I'm 60, but I feel like I can compete. You know what I'm saying?
But they don't put out music because of this. What I think
Some people don't.
What I think. Well, let me tell you. Majority.
Who's the majority?
Who's the majority? Everybody that hasn't put out an album. You think niggas just don't want to rap no more? Let me tell you what hurt it. From years and years and years of Hove and certain niggas being like, I don't want to be 35 and 40 rapping. When they used to do that, it makes niggas
Punch.
feel like rap has an age to
Punch.
leave.
Can
Talk
I
to
tell
me.
you something?
What's up?
For one,
Huh?
we created that space.
Who we?
Who we?
Hip-hop.
Made it feel like we gotta it's
We the ones that
Ooh-wee.
said hip hop is a young man's sport.
I
We
get
the
it.
ones that Lil Uzi said, nigga, you old if you 25.
I get it.
We are the ones who put that connotation on what it is when it comes down to hip hop.
100%.
Now
amazing,
the
bro.
older niggas,
We the only
right?
group of people that do that.
That
shit
do that,
too.
but we do it ourselves. These ain't people that's not in the culture saying,
We the
"Hey,
only
you're
group
too
of people
you're
that
too
do
old
that.
to be doing this
it's
now."
gone.
White
We
people-
sit there and
Hey.
villainize
Hey,
that
I got
age.
one.
Well, hold
I
on,
got a quote
Simba.
for
Hold
you.
on, Simba. One more. Right?
I think that
We
shit gone, Simba. Let me see. Might have
the
some more in
age
the
of that.
car.
We say hip hop. Nigga, even Game said it. You 48 and you still rapping? Like,
38,
nigga, 38. You 38 and you still rapping? We the ones that put an age limit when it comes down to this shit, right? And the older niggas, like you said, that are afraid to put out music, look at the system they came from. They came from a system that nigga was totally different.
Yeah.
They didn't really have to put no groundwork down when it comes down to that.
Yeah.
They used to giving their product up, and these motherfuckers sit there and market it and do everything across the board.
Yes.
Now we don't live in that time no
Yes.
more. So for them, it may seem like, damn, I gotta do all this extra work, and I'm older. That's intimidating to them.
Exactly. That's why if you allow them to operate
the
in
climate
space with
change.
them. Let me ask you. I'm gonna ask a direct question.
let me say something right quick,
Do you
Punch,
not want? Yeah.
because I got to slide. I got to go get my son.
Yeah, we
I
gonna
want
read these super chats
to
too.
say this, and I'm going to come back next week, AD. Let me know next
Come on.
week. I'm going to pull back up. I don't support white businesses said no white person ever. Think about that. You've never heard a white person say, I don't support white businesses, but you'll hear black people all day say, I don't go to black businesses. They too expensive. The lamb chops $40. I got to pay for this. The drink's too expensive. We the only group of people, bro, who tear ourselves down when it comes to certain communities. When it comes to the music, when it comes to sports, we the only group of people. You don't never hear people say Steven Tyler too old to make music.
I'm with you.
You don't never hear people say that shit. We the only group of people that say that shit. And that's why I agree with you to say you need separate genres, not to segregate us, to put us in spaces to where it's like,
It lasts longer.
exactly.
Nigga,
And-
that nigga Buster at the concert, that nigga Buster was telling us, he said, I'm gonna perform as long as I can.
Yes.
He said, because these rockers, them motherfuckers have an oxygen tank,
Watch
nigga,
this.
with a nurse, nigga,
No, but watch this.
backstage.
Watch this, AD.
You feel me?
No, you wanna know
They'll be sitting there, nigga, down there about to die, my nigga, and
Facts.
still
No,
get on stage
but-
and still celebrate it.
Like
bro.
Dave Blunt's.
We are the only people,
Like Dave Blunt's.
yeah.
Facts.
We are the only people
I'm gonna leave on this
that
note.
sit there and
Dave
sit there
Blunt's
and say,
needs to lose some fucking weight. Dave Blunt's, you need to lose some fucking weight.
What
I'm
genre is
gonna
Dave
leave
Blunt's?
on that fucking.
What genre is Dave Blunt's?
he can't put down the cup.
That nigga need to lose some fucking.
Punch.
next
What
week,
genre
bro.
is
Come
Dave
next
Blunt's?
week.
What genre is Dave Blunt's?
Melodic. Melodic.
Ah,
That nigga ain't rapping like us.
yeah.
He's melodic.
I like
Okay.
what he's saying. He funny.
He's melodic. And he's great at what he do. But he ain't rapping like
Hey,
that.
the funniest shit is that
Yo, Dave Blunt's shots is crazy.
no, the funniest
stray
shit
of Dave
is
Blunt.
Kanye trying to get him a trainer.
I mean, come on, bro.
And thought he
We're
was
condoning this.
Hip hop leave his
Dave
trainer
Blunt.
fucking number.
Hip hop is
Go
condoning
lose
this.
some fucking weight, man.
Yeah, yeah,
Dave
yeah.
Blunt's
Some
gonna
fucking
fuck
weight,
you up,
man.
Simba.
You too much of a fucking role model.
Yeah.
You too much of a great example.
Yeah.
You a black
Hey.
man. You in America. You got too much
But when
going
he
on
stands
for
up
yourself.
off his chair and everybody
Man,
cheers,
fuck that. Don't
that's
nobody want to
motivation.
see you on stage with no fucking oxygen
AD,
machine.
Yeah,
nigga.
that's crazy.
Lose
AD
some
needs to be
fucking
stopped.
weight. Get yourself together, nigga, so you can live and see your fucking
Keep
life.
eating,
nigga.
Dave
And
Blunt.
we ain't gotta fucking say RIP you at the end of the day.
There you go.
We love you.
Keep eating,
we
Dave
support
Blunt.
you, and we
Love
love what
yourself.
you do.
Get your
But
bucket
lose
of
that
chicken and your
fucking weight,
ice cream.
nigga. 2 C's, nigga. Shout out to my cousins, nigga. I'm out.
Yeah. I like that.
Yo, what? What?
I like that.
I like that too. You already know that.
Would you DJ for Dave Blunt's? Nigga? President Punch?
I'll DJ for, at this exact point. I'm about to step away.
President Punch.
I'm about to step away.
Shout out
'Cause the
President
culture
Punch.
needs a voice, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
All jokes aside, what I want to do is actually make a change so that the shit gets better.
You know what the problem is? We always get those people that say the culture needs a voice, right? And then they give this nigga who's saying that a position, and then he turns right into what he was going against.
Yeah, I
Because
totally
at the
agree.
end of the day, he don't control. You still gotta answer to somebody when you get in there. You could be the
I don't-
culture.
no.
You could be the
want me-
voice of the culture.
No.
But when you come in these labels,
Yeah, I don't want to go there. This isn't somebody hire me at a label. If someone wanted to hire me at a label, they got to give me a position. I'm hiring a whole new staff.
So what is this? We say President Punch.
I don't know. I'm still trying to figure out what it is, but someone got to speak for the betterment of the culture. That's all. And when people push against it, we having fun in here. But like the chat got to understand, we saying shit that the culture needs. We got to take our shit better. We got to slow down with the bad business. We got to do better shit. You got to stop being ignorant when you get into the offices. When you get in brand meetings, you got to stop being fucking unarticulate. You got to do better.
No, Punch,
niggas got to do better.
No, you can't say that. Let me tell you why.
Talk to me.
Cooking.
No, he's not. Because
hey, Punch, if you want to get that chair and they can see you better.
Let me tell you why I got a problem with that. Because it all resorts back to urban street culture, bro. They go and look for what they think urban street culture is. They're not looking for the nigga that articulates himself the best. They're looking for the motherfucker that they feel is the rawest, that is the craziest, the hoodest, whatever the fuck they think what that is.
Yeah.
What is real.
Yeah.
But that also goes back to the people that's in position to even pick who we choose to platform.
Yeah.
Now, people need to be in position and say, hey, this is what I think the talent is. People that's actually from the culture picking what the culture is, bro.
100%.
We shouldn't have to, nigga, shout out to Smack, nigga. Smack, nigga, should be able to be himself because a nigga like him is a star. He don't gotta go in no fucking corporate office and articulate himself a certain way because these motherfuckers say, oh, you should act a certain way. No, nigga, the reason why people love who these motherfuckers is because they are themselves at the end of the day. And shit like that should be platformed with people who understand that and care about
100%.
that and cultivate that.
Yo, articulate doesn't mean that you're not yourself. Articulate means that you're getting your point across accurately and using a proper verbiage. Niggas is going in there just not talking right.
Talking to who though? What type of people?
I said when you in brand, when you
They're
got
not
business.
talking to the culture though.
Let me ask you a question. You the cuz, you grew up on ground level, nigga.
Facts.
You can talk very well, nigga.
Yes.
What are we talking about?
Yes. But everybody ain't like that.
Then guess what, nigga? Then you gotta get a nigga with you that talk. I was the liaison again. While we all joke and laugh, right? I was the nigga that was with all of the gang shit from New York for 7, 8, 9 years in a row. All jokes aside, gang niggas was coming to me like, yo, you're a peer. You're one of us. Walk into the label and do your talking shit. Because they had somebody to trust. Because someone needed to do it. I'm just pushing niggas to take their business further. Yo, there's too much money. It's too much business. We are taken advantage of for too long. Somebody got to speak for the shit and do the shit the right way. That's all I'm doing is just adding more value to the culture. And when niggas try to play with it, my nigga, niggas grew up on Gang Time. And niggas could talk really fucking well.
That's real shit.
Niggas is not pussy. Niggas not soft. Niggas probably
Just
been around
you in
gun
a gang,
work.
you not
Niggas probably been around street work. Niggas probably been around a lot. Niggas is on go time. But at no point was niggas stupid.
Right. I fuck with that.
So a lot of niggas gotta hear that shit. Ignorance shouldn't be celebrated. Yourself, be yourself, nigga. Stand 10 toes, nigga. Stand on it.
Is ignorance celebrated though?
Ignorance is celebrated by a lot of the masses, by a lot of the algorithm, but it's all about the culture. All I'm saying is this: I can't change. One person can't change. What up?
Was 6ix9ine doing ignorance?
Yo, bro, we can't keep
Was
going
you
back.
celebrating it? You was cultivating. You was coaching it.
Let me be clear.
You was pushing ignorance. The same shit that you talking against.
Watch this.
You got to stay on
Watch
it.
this.
You got to stay on it.
I'm
Yeah, you
told-
stay on it.
No, I'm not. We
Am I
don't.
tripping, Pun?
No,
but he been staying on it.
We're not wobbling. No way, my nigga. I'm a 10 toes nigga.
And I respect you.
1,000%.
But
Let's be
would
real.
you do that now?
No, there's growth. Let me ask you a question, my nigga. When niggas is on ground level, I'm gonna insert one of your dogs, right? Any of the cuts, insert any of them, and they moving around and they moving up, gripped up every single way. At some point, they go, nigga, I'm putting the grip down. If it's action, we squaring up, or if it's action, I'm gonna try to talk it out with a nigga. Keep it real. I grew up on Gang Time too. Niggas gotta be on it. Niggas is moving around with the ratchets from youth. The whole thing is like this. Niggas grow. So when they do the everything, nigga, I grow from everything. Let me tell you something. GS9 came out in 2014, my nigga.
I got a bunch of homies.
Okay? This is a real fact. That's the whole cuz. Free the niggas that's still in there right now. The 9 came out. Bobby came out. Roddy came out. Them niggas went to the top.
To the top.
Niggas came home.
Facts.
You already know that. When
Shout out
niggas
them
came
niggas.
home,
Yeah.
niggas were different. Niggas didn't want fight. Yo, Bobby, everybody calls him crazy, but Bobby has been on the internet mad times and been like, nigga, I don't want to go back to jail.
Facts.
Right.
There was growth. There's growth. Rowdy said it mad times. Nigga, I'm not going back to jail for you dumb niggas. There's growth. So my whole point is that if we try to pinch on, we're talking about years ago. We're not talking about last week.
Right.
3 months ago, 6 months ago. We're not talking about 3 years, 4 years. We're not even talking 5 years ago, COVID. We're talking fucking almost 10 years ago. Almost. 10 years ago. There has to be a point where you go, I seen it, I did it, I understand it.
Yeah.
Now we changing it.
And then there's also a point where we got to hear it from the horse's mouth. That's all.
Oh,
so when you bring it up, we got to hear you
I'm
say
on 10
it.
toes,
Yeah.
I'm on super action.
And then that goes, like you said, that's the growth. But that's in every industry, bro. It's just that black people, it just, like, prime example, somebody like Jonathan Majors, right? Jonathan Majors, nigga, great actor, nigga, his case fucking shaky. He gets, nigga, just him with any type of allegation losing something, he gets dropped from everything.
Big
right?
facts.
Then you got somebody like Robert Downey Jr., who done had legal troubles.
Wildin'.
Nigga, all the way wilding, doing all
wildin'.
type of shit,
Big
right?
facts.
And nigga, he's the actor, nigga.
Big facts.
You get what I'm saying?
Big facts.
Nigga, we degrade our own people and sit there and say, nigga, oh, you dumbass nigga. Instead of the other motherfucker saying, hey, let's give you another chance and bring you in. So when you say growth, I don't think it's a come in and just do this and do that. No, you have to go through trials and tribulations to get to that point to be able to put that growth out. And people need to see that in real time with rehabilitation
100%.
and see this shit to appreciate that shit.
1,000%.
It don't need to be squeaky clean, nigga, all the time when you go in these offices. No, they're paying and they want to see, everybody wants to see that raw.
1,000%.
They want to see that raw. They want to see the motherfucker that's unfiltered. They want to see all of this shit, bro.
But what to his point, what he's saying is sometimes showing them that raw, unfiltered, uneducated, you can be taken advantage of.
100%.
People can look at you like,
Facts.
we got a dummy in here. You know what I'm saying?
But
it happens.
who's gonna take advantage? The people that's in power.
And that's why we need a change of power.
Exactly.
And that's what I'm trying to, when someone goes, I want to be a voice, and someone goes, a part of the voice is not just one voice. It's like, yo, we need a whole new group. What y'all niggas is doing, this is representation.
For sure.
Real niggas shit. Y'all niggas is stepping in a space when niggas was like, what? Now they got everything. Y'all niggas is gang niggas that's literally like, yo, we grew up in the shit. At the end of the day, this is what we stand for. Can't erase who niggas was. We was dogs outside. We was on game time. And now what's up? Now it's different energy.
Right.
Point being is that now that this is going up, and now that you're there, now there's representation in space that shows, yo, the Cuss could do this. Yo, one of the Bloods could do this. You get what I'm saying? And it just show a different level of angle on everything just for different people. That's all I'm just talking about. Because what I want to do is put extra niggas that's lit. I want more DJs that didn't get the look. I want newer DJs. I want our OG DJs, you get what I'm saying, to have a space where they shine. I want our OG rappers to have a space where they shine. I just want our culture to survive long, my nigga, like a long time. Because it's going to work. The young niggas, get this right, the podcast and the streaming. Nigga, hip-hop is fucking everything, my nigga. It's everything. We are the fucking we're the most famous culture in the entire world.
I can respect that.
I respect it.
I can respect you want the platform so that they can shine and live on forever. I get that. And I respect that. But I'm just saying, like, a lot of niggas that's competitive still, even though they older, will look at that like, nah.
But even if it gave them enough to put back out another project, I just want more projects.
You know how you know a nigga on the court when his knees is bad, but he still act like his knees ain't bad?
I'd love to hear Corrupt album tomorrow.
Yeah.
I'd love to hear Havoc album tomorrow. I'd love to hear Bun B album tomorrow. I would.
It's still respected, though. Don't get me wrong. It just don't hit those radio stations and those charts and Billboard. But real fans, them niggas have built up a real fan base.
Agreed. But not as big as it should be.
They're legacy artists, so it's like...
Not as big as it should be because our legacy artists could be touring more often if they really were.
I mean, for the most part,
we don't have an infrastructure that supports the older generation of our culture.
On the West Coast, we do. Shout out to Mac 10. Shout out to what's the other nigga be doing the concerts in Ontario? He stay booking them niggas. Bobby, what's his name? Bobby D or something like that. Yeah, shout out to them. They keeping them young. The OGs doing shows.
They doing shows or are they touring?
I mean, you know, they going up top to down
That's
south.
Respectable. But let's keep it going.
It's consistent.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Is that as a Millennium
Bobby
tour?
D, I think.
Is that as a Millennium tour? Why they can't be the OG tour?
Millennium tour. I mean, it's possible.
I know it is. Someone got to bring it to
I
the
think they're
forefront.
probably doing it too. We just don't know.
Hell no. If it was popping, we'd have seen it. We the culture, nigga.
I don't know.
We the culture.
Hey, but I mean, you know, I respect that. But I'm just saying that it's probably some old rappers that's not gonna feel that way.
No.
That still think they got it, bro. That's all.
I'm with it. I'm not mad if this conversation even gets an old nigga to go, nigga, I'll put out an album tomorrow that's more fighting niggas. Then we help the culture move forward, nigga.
Keep the culture alive.
That's what this is for, though.
Shout out Richie Rich. It's like when Richie Rich was on La Russell. performing,
broke his leg.
and his knee went out
And that shit was hard.
because he was jumping, and his knee went
like
out.
that, though.
See, niggas still thinking they got it. Shout out Richie Rich. That's my good guy.
Russell is a beast.
But I'm saying
Russell's-
it be like that. Niggas like shit, nigga. That make them feel young. I want to compete with the young niggas. See if I still got it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because they think that the only barometer is the young. Now, what if we made another
Shout out to my
barometer
nigga
for them?
Zip from Boston too, man. Good guy.
Oh, A-Zip on the chat?
That's my boy.
You know that?
No, it's all good, man. It's all
All right, let's
good.
read
on
some
the
of
chat.
these super chats, man, because I gotta get going in a minute.
Yes, sir.
Feel me? Commanders fan, thank you for the $5. LOL, not after beating you, took Gills Arena and Madden, salute, Community and Symba. J Mac, thank you for $2. Symba got whooped by a judge yesterday.
Oh, damn. It did.
J Mac, thank you for $2. Symba, bring FMW to Gills Arena. Brandon JS, thank you for the $5. Shout out to Symba. I remember doing shows with you in Curtin, Fresno back in the day. We used to go stupid, young, incredible. Big homie Bubba, thank you for the $5. Missy is also a producer and songwriter. She wrote for Aaliyah. This is facts. Dejai Meaty, thank you for $2. Do y'all believe Ye's antics has ruined his legacy? 100%.
For sure.
Glad, thank you for $2. Big homie, My Jam by Symba. Perk Brady, thank you for $2. Tyler, top 3 GPS rappers. Screwston G, thank you for being a community member for 22 months. That's fine. Shout out to the community, shout out to the Ace Pit. 22 plus months and counting. Ace Pit running up in this bitch.
Shout
Young
out.
nigga, thank you for the $5. Drake created, directed his first ever music video with his own money and has his own clothing brand. Research. AD, you loud, wrong, and hating. We ain't hate on nobody. Brandon J, thank you for $5. I'm ready and really mean it by Dipset, coldest sample
Facts.
in hip hop. That's Heat Makers.
Big facts.
Manny Boy 89, thank you for the super chat. Thank you for the $5. Organized Noise, DJ Paul and Juicy J, JD, Jazzy
Ooh,
Faye.
big facts.
Jazzy Faye don't get enough credit either.
Shout out
DJ
Organized
Premier,
Noise.
I'm from the South. They're my top 5 producers. Big time. Thank you for the $5. Jay-Z is the greatest rapper ever. Yet he got bodied by Eminem on Renegade. Y'all disrespected him because he white. That's etched in history. The homie Drebo, thank you. Hey, shout out to Drebo. 100% Kendrick is out rapping Jay-Z in 24 bars. And that's a rapper. Manny Boy 89, thank you for $2. I love this hip hop talk. The Real Hendrix, thank you for the $5. Any song Jay and Wayne on together, Wayne killed them. Wayne is cold with his pen. Commanders fan, thank you for the $5. Kendrick not messing with Wayne and Hove in their prime. Get that Don from AD. Then he gonna bring up Eminem. Toledo's finest, thank you for $10. Kendrick don't got a better album than Hard Knock Life Volume 2. Reasonable Doubt or Black Album. AD don't piss me off, brother. Have you heard Dear Summer? Dear Summer is amazing.
That's fire.
Amazing.
Super
Dear Summer,
Jazz
I know you
be
don't
mad
hate.
at you, nigga.
That's fine, though. That's what this is for. Richard, thank you for the $5. Hey, Dizzle, throw on some beats so you know Symba can freestyle. He can.
That's a fact.
Manny Boy 89, thank you for $2. Sahada Prince and Symba are top spitters today.
Big facts.
Legend, thank you for the $2. Lyrical Exercise, Jay-Z Bars.
Big
This is
facts.
facts. Big Leads of Faith, thank you for $10. Symba will body AD. Let's get a good spar in. We got a goats right now. AD and Symba fire. Hey, man, real homies don't get into it with each other. Jackson Tax, thank you for the $2. Nas over Hove. Tupac over Hove, arguing with your mama. Busy, thank you for the
Tupac over Hov
$2.
is crazy.
LZ should be considered more in top to 5 to 10. Baby Chad, thank you for $2. J Electronica up there, speak on it. What is that? Exhibit A or Exhibit C?
Exhibit C.
Exhibit C. That shit's fire.
That's the original one.
What's the dun? I heard around and shit, dance around and shit. That one, yeah, that's crazy. Cooking up like a motherfucker. J Electronica was one of the people that everybody had high hopes for, and the fucking hopes overrided anything that he could put out. And it was better he didn't put nothing out for sure. Because that hype was out of this world. But Exhibit C,
Crazy.
amazing. Cooking up like a motherfucker. Thank you for the $5. Punch. Hip hop takes don't mean none. He just hop on whatever wave is hot. He don't find talent. It's a difference. Smack knows more about hip hop than him. Not at the Shambhala. Thank you for the $5. Jay from BK. We sneaky. He bailed Wayne out strategically so Junkie Wayne couldn't ruin his own public perception.
Wow.
Looking forward to the new show. Keep thriving.
Keep
Oh
thriving.
yeah. The group chat episode 1 is about to come out. That motherfucker look fire. Some great takes in there, man. I'm real excited about that shit. Scooter
Yes,
from Uber, thank you
sir.
for the $5. 80s rap opinion is invalid. He lost a rap battle to a designer and a ketamine addict. No, I lost to you stupid motherfuckers who don't know about goddamn hip hop. You put niggas in the room with some real hip hop.
No.
You
You,
laugh at that.
you heard what they said today. You need your own genre, brother.
Oh yeah, I must need my own genre.
They wanted to separate niggas. You need your own genre from because they do like Destroy Lonely and Playboy
Yeah.
Cardi shit.
And I'm convinced them niggas don't like West Coast hip hop, and y'all don't either, motherfuckers.
You need your own genre,
Need
bro.
your own genre.
They need their own genre. Sorry.
Yeah, y'all need your own job.
Don't kick yourself out the job. Right?
Yeah. Don't remove yourself.
Yeah.
Don't remove.
Unlimited cool thing for $20. Tyga, a fake fraud who lied about where he from.
Oh,
and
shit.
real niggas who know him in the city don't respect that he
Jesus.
tied himself to the Hoovers and then catered to Mexicans, keep his career alive. Listen.
Oh my God.
Listen.
They flamed him.
But listen, you got to give Tyga his respect. Motherfucking taste and the records that he's diamond for right now
Shout out Tyga, man.
is not nothing that nobody said, oh, he's from this hood and he's from this and he's that. That nigga put out some great music and he got rewarded for that motherfucker.
Yeah. Well, shout out to Tyga.
Whatever you think about him, cool.
That was
His
a moment in
street
time.
affiliations
That was a moment in time.
Did not get him any fucking hype, really. That really helped his career. Let's keep it across the board.
Yes, it did.
What song?
All the shit in the beginning.
Rack City?
All that shit in the beginning.
Nigga, Rack City was a dope song.
All that shit in the beginning was because of his street affiliations and being accepted by the culture.
I don't think Rap City was.
He was accepted by the culture because he used the street affiliations in the beginning. He moved on to not have to use it and prosper. So it's all good. That was a thing of the past.
Okay.
It's all good.
That's Pun's opinion. It's my opinion. Sorry, not sorry. Thing for $2. Pun, let the artist talk and go take a nap.
Shut up, bitch.
Big CJ Dragon.
Ain't no fucking artist. Oh, you talking about these two artists. Oh, well, not you.
XX and Tashi is on alternative rap. You can say that. Big Lee's a fair thing for $2. Music is a genre. Pun. Chameleon in the C thing for $2. I like Symba's version of I Got the Juice better. AV, thank you for the $5. Future, Gunna, Roddy, Dirk, Cuddy, etc. is pocket of rap like Backpack is pocket of rap. It's the hip-hop genre, but it's a different sub-genre, okay? Big Lee's a fair thing for $2. Martin Nasty is alternative rap. What? Perk Brady, thank you for $2. Symba is Glock 30 from Coulda Been House. Shout out to Glock 30.
What?
It probably is him, though, because Glock 30 used to always be on our shit. IG and shit. Shout out to him. Brandon J, thank you for $5. The genre should be like boxing. You have lightweight, middleweight, and heavyweight, all in their own lanes, but all under the same sports of boxing. I'm not mad at that.
I'm not mad at that.
Hizzy, thank you for $2. AD invented Unk Rap. Thank you.
Crap.
LB, thank you for the LB22. Thank you for the $5. Symba equal infant Fresh Prince. KK Ali, thank you for the $5. I'm behind on the episode, but I just wanted to put my bid in. Jay-Z, Wayne, M, K Dot, and 3 Stacks. Make no mistake. Pharaoh Johnny, thank you for the $5. E40 just dropped Thangin' with Cousin Fick and Too Short. Pull it to the video, AD. Produced by Bijan.
Shout out Cousin Fick.
Yee, Slap of the Year of the Summer. Shout out to them.
Shout out Cousin Fick, man.
Shout out to Cousin Fick. Big Lee's a fact, thank you for $2. Pun, put the cup down. Pops.
It's
Larry Ramirez,
down.
thank you for the $2. Uzi is older than 25 now. I guess he an old ninja. By his standards, yes. Larry Ramirez, thank you for $2. Bro and the Green sound like Jada Kiss and Gillian. 1. Lulu Chi-Town, thank you for the $5. Everybody eats like Ace said and pay the full movie. Joe. Evelyn J, thank you for the $2. You ever seen Geechee versus Hitman Holla rap battle? Yes, I did. To me, Geechee won that. Amin Rashad, thank you for the $5. If an artist blows in Cali, he's guaranteed to have Texas fans due to gang banging. That's not true. Fun fact, Nip had a mural in Dallas before in LA on my mama. Yes, everybody loved Nip. All right.
Rest in peace, Nip.
Hey, appreciate Punch for pulling up. Appreciate
Shout out
Symba
Punch,
for
man.
pulling up.
Shout out
You feel
Symba.
me?
You know that. This is great.
Shout out
That was
Punch,
dope.
shout out
We did
Symba,
almost
man.
3 hours of no bullshit, just straight hip-hop.
Yeah, we got to clip it
Straight
up.
cooking.
We got to keep doing it. That was dope.
That was probably
You
only
gonna
like.
clip it up?
Yeah, we gonna clip it up. Nigga, I got like 20 clips of this shit. It's my birthday week too, man. So we gonna be outside getting content.
Birthday
turning the
week.
fuck up.
Birthday in 2
You already know.
days.
Birthday in 2 days for sure.
My boy AD birthday coming up, man. He about to reach Unk status
About
now.
to reach unstatus,
He
man.
officially an Unk. What, 36?
36.
Officially an Unk, bro.
Officially, on everything.
You know what I mean? Welcome to the club, man.
Welcome to the club. Punch, how old are you?
Oh, man.
He don't want to say.
I don't even
He
like
probably
it.
been uncle.
My
all the
nigga
time.
Punch up there, man. He was around when I was in middle school, nigga. This is 50?
No. I'm not 40 yet.
You 59?
I'm not 40 yet.
All right, Punch is 59. You got